Boom. Welcome back to the waviest podcast in the UK. Real talk, true stories. The waviest. The best in the business.
That's what the streets are saying.
That's what they're saying, bro.
That's what I'm hearing.
After the Big French episode, it's going off, bro. Big up Big French, man. It's the killie. And then we done the wrap-up one where you had a few words for the industry. They loved that as well.
Yeah, I don't like gatekeepers, man.
I know. Fuck the gatekeepers, man.
Fuck the gatekeepers.
Innit? No gatekeepers, man.
Phony experts, man.
Phony experts. With no real... Hey, after you lot's top 50, though, I don't even know if you lot are phony experts. Fuck it, no, cause
he's trying to lead, he's trying to lead the comment section. He's trying to lead them still.
Yeah. You mean?
Yeah.
Nah, never. They don't back me. They don't back me, bro. They don't back AS.
You saying they got beef with you?
They I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, bro. It's like a love-hate relationship.
AS is very confident in himself.
Yeah, they think I'm cocky.
And so sometimes.
Hey, yo.
Pause. Yeah, they think I'm arrogant or something. But I just stand on my business, mate.
Someone said the truth don't have friends.
Ooh,
I love that saying stuff.
Look at him, he's coming with the fucking gems. With gems.
And I also said
differently.
I also said that hate is just rape in a jealousy jacket.
Ooh, okay.
So always remember
That's a good one.
It's true though, because they say you can't hate without loving someone anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's the same emotion.
You ignore them
left
if
and
it's
right.
not that, innit?
It's like a cold. It's like a cold and hot tap.
Yeah.
Get me?
I love that.
Yeah, man. Come on, we're in the building again though. Another serious episode.
For real.
As we always say, this ain't the red carpet podcast. This is the council estate take. This is the.
Is this on 2024?
Yeah, man. Fuck it. We're going all in. We have to stand on business, bro.
Word.
If we're gonna call out certain things like that, we ain't getting invited to the ceremony, bro. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck.
We're not on the list.
Zimmy, we're not on the list, fam. Made you think he might put us on his list, and that's
Big
about
up.
it.
Yeah,
So
we're
big
on
up
that
AP.
list.
Yeah, man. He's
I like
Zimmy.
making you
Yeah, come on, man.
I like AP. I like that guy.
Yeah.
To my right, the waviest co-host in
What's
the industry.
going on, man?
Dee Gully, Dee Prestige,
Listen, I'm there,
Dee
man.
Shiesty.
Come on, Dee Gully,
Pengzel Washington.
Pengzel Washington. Hey, true.
That one's cold,
Hey,
though.
full name, though.
Pengzel Washington.
Pengzel Washington. They are still. You done though. Yeah. Come on.
He's
Big
in the
up.
house, man.
Always a pleasure.
To my right, the co-host.
Co-host.
Aaron Roach Bridgman, Mr. Naught Wheezy, NW10. Boop. Come on. And to my left, I got two of my bredgens, man. You get me? I'm gonna call them bredgens, man.
That's old school, man.
Yeah, we go back like the car seat, fam. You get me? Like differently though. Differently. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
just met you guys. I feel like I've known you, man, for time.
bro.
Man, genuine, man.
But slightly though, man. Obviously, man, have been taking man in through the screen for what? Forever. So,
Yeah. No cap.
How it goes.
No cap,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
You know what it is, yeah? We got none other than the Flow Farda double S in the building. We got Shocka, the people's champion in the building. Zimmy, come on, fam. Stab it.
Love.
Proper stuff, man. You know where I want to start, yeah? I thought about it like this, yeah, because I know you lot, innit? From when you came in the game and attacked the game. So I've seen the come up and that. And
Always.
And I watched the growth, pause, and I was like, yo, killing it. You get me? So I don't want to just make it an industry convo where it's like, rah, just talking about the rapping all the time. And I want to get into that, obviously, but there's a lot to touch on, right?
Of course.
A lot to unwrap. So the first thing that comes to mind, right? Because you know me, bro. You know I've been around your end a little bit.
Early, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Callian,
Yeah, a little. I like it, a little bit. Yeah,
That's
a little
what I
bit.
remember.
Yeah, a little
Right,
bit.
yeah,
Still,
man.
even like I had a cousin that lived in Tiverton and back in the day.
I was there yesterday.
See, like locally.
Yeah.
You see me? So my things like I got good friends in Tottenham as well, though.
of
Like
course,
I love
yeah.
Tottenham, like it's like a second home almost. You know what I'm
100%,
trying to say? Big up North, man, them still.
Sad, man.
But my things like, bruv, one thing I knew about you lot before I knew you is that you and Vertex are from NPK,
Yeah.
Northumberland Park, you know,
Yeah.
which is known now as like an estate that's in the drill scene
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that.
yeah, heavy, yeah.
Good
But
grief.
then the breader Shocka
Grief.
is from Broadwater Farm.
Yeah.
Grief.
Another crazy place in Tottenham that's big in the drill scene. You understand me?
Yeah.
So back then though, it wasn't as broadcasted as it is now.
At all,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't a thing where like, if you was from the end, you knew about it, but people didn't run around
Yeah, if you know, you
flagging
know.
the block and that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say?
If you know, you know.
Now, obviously, like you say, Cali, big up Cali, man, know Caliber from early.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get me?
Word.
Tiverton.
Big up Cali.
Old school.
Is it me?
The freshest you I know.
Bro, always had a chain.
Always been that way.
He had a chain before they made chains.
He had too much. He had too much money when I didn't know what too much money was.
He had a white gold chain and an Audi, no matter what.
You know when
You
you're
know the
watching,
way they, like,
you know when you're watching Americans, for example, dressing like the
Harlem youths.
Cali's
You gotta
dropping
take
this
him.
early.
You gotta take him out there.
He should have been from
He'll
Harlem.
fit
we
right
got to get him
in.
on the pod still.
early.
He got the Harlem swag.
Early.
Yeah.
He definitely like out, and then you had P Nero, Maniac, complete
yes.
Maniac.
Mhm.
And you had Wizzy Wow,
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
best producers in the game for his time.
100%.
Proper stuff and Wretch. So combination chain gang.
Yes.
Shocka was in that.
I was in that. Yeah.
This is where I'm going with it. You see where I'm going with it?
Yeah,
I'm
I've seen-
cooking. I'm
I'm
cooking.
your pattern still.
Because a lot of people don't know that Shocka was in that crew
Mums,
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Early.
Yeah.
Early.
Chain
Mums, I
gang,
didn't
yeah.
know that, mums.
Before he was in Marvel.
before he was in Marvel.
Right. And Chain gang. Wretch and Nero actually took me to my first studio session.
See, look at that.
First proper studio.
OGs in the game.
Yeah, took me to my first studio. It was a guy called Oscar. Everyone,
Oski.
Oscar,
Oi,
the real
come
G.
on,
Oscar's
man.
old school,
He's the one
yeah.
that done Scored Shine and Wretch,
Yeah,
innit?
the whole-
Yeah.
Learn from my mixtape.
That's why the
Yes.
matchups like going over
Yes.
there.
See?
I think Jamie
Yeah.
still goes over there. Does he still?
He's
I
a
don't know
sick.
about
I think
that,
Jamie
he's
was
sick
going
though.
over there for a while.
Yeah.
But Oscar's, yeah. Wretch and Nero took me there, yeah.
He's like a go-to guy for the audio, innit? Like if you want that mastered properly and that, he was a guy.
I've never seen someone that finishes a session on time.
He's white. Is he white?
Yeah.
He's
Facts. Oscar, you're thinking he's gonna give you extra time because the song's not finished. He's like, I've got another session and
It's done.
you're thinking,
It's
yo,
over.
Oscar.
Yeah,
I
Oscar's
rate him.
mad.
for
Respect
the
the
show. On
respect the
point,
business.
on
Yeah,
point,
respect their
Standing on
business.
Oscar's on point.
Because when I was in Tottenham once, bro, off the record, I was at a house party, and then I was chilling with a couple man them over there, and that. And then they were showing me at the time that like you leaving them was a big deal at the time to go to Marvel. That in the ends, it was a little bit kind of like,
it was a
you
bit,
thought you was
yeah.
over here and that.
Yeah, it was
Ooh.
tension a bit.
And people don't know these things, you know.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was
like
a bit.
if you're outside.
It was
a
a
little
bit,
bit,
it was
you know.
tension. I remember like, I always talk to Dubs about this as well. I always say like, you come to a crossroad
Where you have to make a
where
decision.
you got to make a decision
Mm-hmm.
at each point in your life. And
Yeah.
that was one of them.
But you know
I
why
remember
Shocka-
having a message, like a long paragraph there. Was this on Facebook? Where did I send it to Caps? Caps was one
Yeah,
of the
Caps,
members.
big up Caps,
Big
man.
up
Yeah,
Caps.
yeah, yeah.
I sent it to Caps, I think, saying, yo, bro, like, I'm out. But I remember looking at the message just thinking,
How's everyone gonna take
how's
this?
this going to go?
Yeah.
But like,
Hood youths.
the period where I was at in my life at that time, bro, it was peak for me. I had no other options. I think that's when everyone was going off to like uni and like, so I was like, I got to do this.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing I respect Shocka for? Yeah, because Shocka's during the years, because that behavior, Shocka's it's genuine how Shocka is.
Yeah.
Shocka's
Facts.
one of them people. He doesn't wait for too long. For example, when he makes a decision, he takes the decision.
Thinks about it properly and makes it
straight
happen.
away.
Yeah.
And one thing I've taken that from Shocka as well, because I'm a sort of person. I wouldn't say at the time I'm a people pleaser, for example, but at the same time I overthink stuff. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
Shocka makes the decision ASAP. Do you get what I mean?
I'm good at making a game shot decisions.
Yeah.
Bro. I'll take
He's
the shot.
Steph.
It's like my last
Bullseye.
label I was signed with. Something happened where they was telling me about the budget's decreased, and you know how it
He's like,
goes.
I'm out. He's like, I'm out.
I was like, bro, I just came out the group chat. I was like, bro, I'm gone.
Shocka don't have time. Shocka don't have time.
Bro, I was
That's it,
like,
blood.
I was just like, bro, I'm gone.
I'm out, fam, man.
Yeah, I'm out. Whereas like some people
not making
would like,
sense.
yeah,
Math
but
ain't mathing and that,
when
like.
it's not mathing,
I
I'm
learned
just
from that still.
yeah, I'm gone. I'm ghost.
I'm trying to finish my deal on that, like an agent.
Nah, but sometimes even in a
I'm trying to finish the deal like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
agent.
I'm good at that, man.
I
Like,
hear you, but I'm actually the
Sick.
same.
Yeah.
Someone, maybe things might change.
I'm like,
Shocka has no time for it.
I think that's why
Yeah.
we get on, you know.
yeah,
so
no,
I can't
for
lie,
sure.
I
no
like
time.
that.
I feel like decisiveness is a beautiful trait to have, man.
You know when you flip over the CD and it says executive producer.
Yeah.
The executive producers don't wait for nothing, bro.
Why am
The
I waiting?
artist might, it, but the guy, it's just not working.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
I'm out, yeah.
You see me? You have to. It's not working, bro.
That's true.
Yeah.
Bro. Sometimes you have to s out, man.
100 million.
You have to, and you have to
I'm
leave people
an
hanging.
overthinker, but once I make the decision,
Shocka's out.
I'm gone.
Ghost.
Like I'll tell Dubs like, yo, I'm doing this. This is the clothing, like.
And then you'll see him a week
you'll
later.
see me like a week later. Once
Well
I'm
done for the shoot.
but to get to that decision, I thought about it for ages.
Yeah,
but once I
yeah,
make
yeah.
it,
It's done.
done.
I'm like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
need-
I'm gone.
I need to be.
Yeah, once I
the
make it, I'm done.
process.
Yeah. I'll think about it forever, but once I make it, I'm done.
So not because it's two of you, and I'm conscious of like there's so much to unpack about music and the journey. Yeah. Tottenham, right?
Yes.
Real place.
Yes.
Genuine, yeah.
Real
Broadwater
place,
Farm.
fam. A lot. Yeah, farm's crazy, bro.
Yeah, farm's wild.
Farm's chicken oriental, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's mental.
Have you been
bro.
farm?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, man. You know me, man.
Yeah.
I took some rentals over there for RV and that for a video and that.
Okay.
Before. Yeah, we got RV, man. We got abs.
Yeah, big
Proper
up
guys,
Eddie.
man.
Even the
Get me.
history to Broadwater Farm.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
inspiring me now.
It's actually Scorcher's nan.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually
Super
Scorcher's
Jarrett,
nan.
yeah.
Was the God
The
bless her
catalyst,
soul.
yeah.
Was the lady that the grandma that died and caused the reverse riot. Bro.
Yeah.
And that's
history
and
of Tottenham's
obviously
crazy,
yeah,
man.
Mark Lambie's from West originally, and I'm from
Okay.
West.
But he went over there
And he went over there to hide at his family's yard because
Yeah.
he was trapping and that over in West.
Mm-hmm.
And then he done whatever they allegedly, and then
Yeah.
before you know it, he's a hood legend over there. But you know, you've got Ida,
Mm-hmm.
Tiverton,
Yeah,
Ferry
Suffolk,
Lane,
Suffolk.
Suffolk,
Park.
Plevna,
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
Stonebridge,
yes.
yeah,
He knows. He knows the whole Mazayid and.
Plevna,
Tottenham,
Stonebridge,
you know?
nah, man.
He's
He's a Tottenham beat sliding, you know.
No, man, you got Plevna, Stonebridge.
Why
They
would
got
you
Stonebridge.
He's over there. He's over there.
Why would
He's
you
over
Oh, you
there.
got Stonebridge.
He's over
Gyal.
there. Still.
Yeah.
It's Gyal.
Gal.
He can only know all these
Back in
spots
the
because of
day.
Gyal.
No.
100 million %.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't go there for girls, you know.
Serious?
Yeah, because I think Tottenham's one of the most underrated hoods. Like, I think that, you know how people go, Brixton. Boo, I think Tottenham's up there.
100 million.
I think you get got there.
Do
if
you know
move
what it is with
Yeah.
Tottenham? Tottenham's just
You can
quiet.
get got in Brixton, like RA said, you can get got in Tottenham like that, bro.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
you
lie,
got
but
history,
you get
man.
me? Yeah.
TND.
Yeah, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100
Big up
million.
Stitch,
Yeah.
man. Because you got even that other bit over there, innit? Latimer Road opposite Plevna and that other block.
Which one?
Can't remember the name of the road's called Latimer because we got Latimer in West.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember it.
It's
It's like a next estate.
Yeah.
You get me?
Tottenham's
That's
too
where
big.
Stitch used to shoot his
Too big.
videos. Still.
Okay, yeah.
But my thing was like,
Yeah.
with over there now, yeah, you've got, let's just shout out Sammy, Boss Bath.
That's
Yes.
big bro, man.
Yeah,
That's big bro. That's my elder.
yeah.
That's how I look at Sammy.
I respect him though, as a man.
As a man,
bro.
Yeah.
Sammy. Let me be real, yeah. Remember growing up, for example, yeah, because there's a lot of Jamaicans, for example.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
obviously we was coming up as African youths, for
Yeah,
example. We're
facts.
looking up to the Jamaicans. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
And Sammy's the first person that I'm seeing with a big watch, with
The whip.
He started the whip. He started Alwayz, and then just how he conducts himself, he was a family man on top.
Yeah.
So when you're looking up, you know, when you could be looking up to certain
Yeah.
Tottenham elders, for example, and be like, you know what? When I'm older, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like
Yeah.
Sammy. Do you get what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
how he's
It's a
showing
good choice.
me, like he's not doing too much, for example, but you just know what's going on. Do you get what I
30,
mean?
brother.
And he's still got it till this day.
He's never gonna fall
I
off.
went on his
He's probably in
Snapchat by
Jamaica
accident.
somewhere,
You know, like
He's in a
Snap
different
now,
country.
Yeah,
you can
yes,
go
he-
on
New
other
Year's.
people's Snap without following them. And I saw his, and I went on it, and he's still
Is
Every
lit,
day.
just
he
living
eating
his
steak
life.
on the beach?
Yeah.
Respect him. I love it. Sounds like something that we know.
Yeah, alright, fuck off.
Man, I ain't spoke
No,
to Sammy.
you know
like,
what's funny? You know what's funny that you say that, bro. Right? I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you a
100%.
story of how I became acquainted and aware of Marvell. Yeah. So, boom, I'm pushing my music hard, bro. I'm backing it. Like I'm putting my own money into it. Yeah.
You was going hard though. From
West
back in the
West
day
Youths
still.
ain't doing that, bro. There's no one to bring me in. Nothing, blood. I've had like a couple little helps from like Wiley, just pattern man with a couple bits and bobs. Then what's happened now, yeah, is I've managed. Logan's got hold of one of my tunes, Logan Sama, yeah, and he's running my rhythm.
Big up Logan Sama each
on
and
the
every
Monday
time,
night.
man.
Yeah, big legend, bro. And he's hit me up on some like, yo, bro, this tune's cold. You got any more? And I'm like, what? I've been waiting for someone to ask me if I've got more, bro. Like I gave him, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
30. I
Like,
got 30
so I
on
gave him
the-
like 5 more straight away.
Immediate response, rapid response, a rapid response.
That's the bro.
Bro. And do you know what he said, fam? He said, "You interested in doing a freestyle on the show?" What?
I respect
Bro, I'm
it.
ready. I said to him,
respect
you know what
it.
I said to man? If you mean this, bro, let's lock it in because I'll start writing now.
Now, yeah.
Like, let's go.
I respect that you
Zimmy.
did. I respect that you said, let me even start writing now.
Now,
I've got
bro.
new lyrics.
I'm ready,
that I
like.
wanna thunder.
So I get booked to go up there to do a freestyle and interview, and the same night is Chip as well.
Okay.
Chip, but he's Chipmunk, innit, at the time, innit?
Yeah.
Now, boom, we get to the building, and you know how you have to just wait while he's in the lobby,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
wherever we are.
Yeah.
So me and Chip, if I remember correctly, were playing like Pro Evolution Soccer or something.
Okay.
But he had a cold. He was sick. So he was moaning, and Bath was like, "Oh, just do it, fucking, just get it done." And that, you know them ones.
Bath used to be on us.
Yeah, he's a businessman.
Yeah.
And then there's another brother there, dark skin, you, it's cool brother. And then Bath's.
Double S.
No.
I just wanted to check out.
Flow Farda. Yeah. Bars. So obviously, like, man's there now. Bath's grilling me about my product, bro, because he wants to know, like,
Oh, what do you do? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do? How
That's one
Fam.
thing I gave Bath. He watches everything.
bro, he's a
businessman,
proper
yeah.
brother, fam.
He's
Because
a
that day
businessman,
was like, he took my mixtape, like, looked at the booklet, the barcode and that, and he was saying, bro, what? You did this kind of thing. First off, you got to pay for all that shit.
Of
in
course, of course.
them days, innit? And I'm like, yeah, man. And I got my little pinky ring on and that. He's like, what'd you do? Like, you know them ones? Like, he's a big man as well. Yeah, he's like, what'd you do in that?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of, I don't give too much away, but like, yo, just do something and that. You know what I mean? And then it's like obviously Chip is not who it is now, obviously. Of course, but you know he's talented.
Yeah, of course.
And it's about to go mad, innit? You know them ones. Then he's like, if you need a video, bro, you seem like you got a little bit of dough and that. My guy, and he's talking about the guy next to him, the dark skin. Listen. So obviously, man, chatting to my man, and like these times he's giving me his email. It's like Jeffrey. You get me, right? So you know that I'm telling the truth, innit?
Real life.
So obviously I'm thinking, this guy is gonna pattern my next video and that. It's gonna be sick and that. Boom. But obviously Jeffrey, as you said, is Vertex, the third member of the Marvell.
Of course.
I spoke to him yesterday, you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I told him, innit, like,
okay, yeah.
we wish he was here, but he's in a different country, so big up Vertex. But like, I was just like, fam, I'll shout you and that. And then obviously when me and Caliber done a tune, I hit him up about the video and that. But a lot of people don't give you lot your credit because let's just start there. Vertex, bro.
He was amazing.
One of the best video directors of his generation.
Vertex, if you remember what we was doing with less budget, most of the videos that we was doing, we were just running around and just trying something. Do you get what I mean? But the good thing I always say with us, we was always ideas, man. So we always wanted to step outside of the box. Me and him call it purple cow. Do you get what I mean? Like
creative youths.
Yeah, like we was always one of them, man. And if we had that same opportunity in this day and age, we'll be bullying it up.
Oh, bro, with the streams and that.
Bro.
Yeah. I think if you take away the videos that Vertex done, if you like completely delete them, the scene might not be the same in a way. Because he did Oopsie Daisy,
Tinchy Striders, Music Money.
Yeah, he
did Music Money.
Mainstream
Money.
He did Mainstream Money. He did a few.
Some of my favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Like he
done Nines Can't Blame Me.
He done Nines Can't Blame Me. He done the video for the Nosettes. Do you remember that?
Let's just leave it there.
Wait, that rings a bell. Wait. That sounds familiar.
Nosettes, and they had that. What was their song again?
I forgot what it was. A banger though. It was a banger.
Was it a commercial?
No, not even that one.
Hey. No, I'm trying to get. Do you remember?
Is that group?
No, yeah. But like, there was a girl that was at the lead.
actual song.
I'm trying to remember the song too. He did that. He did
Vertex was
vocals.
And that's how we even. I'm gonna be real. Yeah.
Egypt. In the morning.
Yeah, he did in the morning.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's different. Different.
And remember, the truth of the matter is, we was like, say for example, he got a red for one of them videos. We'd be like, man, then we're shooting a video tomorrow. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And we're just thinking, like, cool, let's just come through in the Marvel jumpers, for example, and do what we need to do.
Yeah. Facts.
But it kept on working. And remember, I always say this, for example, when something starts working,
you gotta run with it.
Yeah, if you don't run with it and take the opportunity,
it fizzes out.
Crazy.
Yeah. And Marvel was like, me and I will talk about this all the time. We was kind of like a cheat code.
It weren't fair.
In the sense of like...
It's not fair. Because only we know.
And it was a cheat code in the sense of like, Double S can stand on his own.
100%. Yeah.
Double S was standing on his own before Marvel.
That's what we're going to get into later as well. Be ready for that, yeah?
Double can stand on his own. Yeah, this is why it's a cheat code. Double can stand on his own. Yeah, so he was writing all the hooks. Double can stand on his own. Then I'm in there.
The metaphor king.
Yeah, alright, bro.
And then I'm doing what I'm doing.
No one's got better Mets than Shocka in this life until now.
I feel like only Wretch. And that's from the same
But that makes sense because I'm from that same tree. I was from Chain Gang.
That's what I was trying to say. Still.
Do you know what I mean? I was from Chain Gang. So I saw Wretch before everyone else saw Wretch. Wretch used to come on the block.
And drop a freestyle and that. Yeah, I know. I can tell.
He had these CDs he used to give out. This is crazy if he sees this. But he had these CDs he used to give out, like 15 track CDs. I don't know where these songs are now, but like, he used to give them out. We used to all take them home.
He had 15 songs on a CD?
Yeah, like 10, 15 songs on the CD. And we used to take them home and we used to listen to them and everyone would be on the phone that night like, bro,
this tune's
this
crazy.
Shit has to blow. Like, we was begging God, like, this shit has to go. Like,
my brethren Tips, who was in Chain Gang, yeah, because he was in my class. He's the one that showed me about Shocka. When Shocka first come to DNK, he's like, there's you.
And you stole him.
No, let me even show you.
Alex Ferguson.
Alex Ferguson. No, but do you know what kills me? He wasn't even like, when I first met Shocka, yeah, my brethren showed me about him. And he's like, there's this guy called Shocka, he's the best. But Tips knows that I do the music thing. So in my head, I'm like,
you're about Tipper, innit?
Yeah, Tipper.
I'm like, Flyboy.
The flyest one. So I'm like, who's this you called Shocka that he keeps on mentioning? Like, I'm him. Like, I rate
in my territory.
Yeah, fam. So at lunchtime, I'm like, I need to see this brother. I need to see what's 100%. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because we went to the same school. We went to the
Oh,
same sixth form.
okay,
he's come to the
cool,
sixth form, and I was
alright.
in year 10, I think.
Where you
get
go?
me,
You didn't go.
D&K.
Okay,
But it was
cool.
called Greg City.
Yeah,
It's called Greg City now, but it was called D&K.
now around that the first time that you
Oh, yeah,
come
when
to
I come,
the
it was
school
called Greg City, yeah.
So I'm like, who's this brother? Like, I need to see my
Innit?
man.
They say
you
these
get me,
levels.
yeah? So I'm like, let me go check the energy. Do you get me? I've
See
seen
what
this
vibe.
brother. He's just standing there normal. The way he's standing is just so chilled, yeah.
Yeah, he's chill
But
guy.
he's wearing this white iceberg shirt. Do you get me?
Oh.
And in school, you're only supposed to wear normal white shirts.
Man had a white iceberg shirt.
Yeah,
But he's got a normal white shirt, but he's got the iceberg thing there. So I'm like, there's just something about this.
Was it history? Was it iceberg
history?
I had Pradas on.
He was making history from early and Pradas. So I'm like,
You're Nigerian, innit?
No.
I'm like,
Hey,
who's this you? Yeah.
Niger boy is patterned, fam. Hey, Niger boy is patterned.
I'm like,
Go on,
who's this brother? Do you get me?
Go on.
He said, like, I'm like, cool. Basically, we're both scoping each other out, so we're both spitting. So I've spat my.
But
lyrics,
I
for
knew of
example.
Double S though.
Yeah, you
Double
was
S's
known,
name
you
was
was known.
ringing.
But
in the
he's
ends.
quiet. Shocka's one of them guys. He won't
He's a
say
silent
nothing.
assassin,
yeah?
bro.
So
Yeah.
I've spat my lyric. I'm doing the flow thing. So he's heard it. He didn't say nothing for like 5 seconds, and then he's like, "Cool, let me say my lyric." He said his lyric, and I heard Mets. I was like, "Is this what metaphors is?" Like double entendres and rare this and that. I went home immediately and started adding metaphors into my thing.
Come on.
Yeah, because you was a spitter without them, innit?
Yeah, before that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just
yeah.
flowing.
So Double had styly though.
Yeah.
Nah, come on, bro.
You know what I
Flow's
mean?
insane.
Yeah,
I
flows,
remember.
I
styly.
remember. The flow's
flow to the
always been
lyrics.
I was
insane.
cheating.
Whereas like I come from,
Mets, yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Wretch tree.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah,
eating
Wretch-
dictionaries.
and I went like that.
They
When
were
I come from
dictionaries.
farm, we used to spit completely different. So what happened was
That's interesting.
I had a brethren that was already from farm. Big up my brethren, Rich and Connected, Marky, yeah.
Ah, that's my
Evans,
favourite guy, man.
That's my brother. He was already over there with Wretch and Tiverton, yeah.
Right.
So I was in Nigeria. I got shipped for 2 years. Went boarding school. When I come back, he
Learned
was
a
like,
lot of
he was
good,
like,
good
"Come."
words there, though.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
He was like, "Come, let me
Like
take you."
extra school.
He was like, "Let me take you Tiverton." I went Tiverton. I remember they wanted to get me into Chain Gang, but there was like an initiation process. You had to spit to Nero.
Nero.
Bruv, they knocked on his door. He come out. He was on the phone. He was like,
looked like
good.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
It was so nerve wracking. It was so nerve wracking, bro. You know how he
is,
said
bro.
his hat back, bro.
He's rhyme as well.
He was on the phone and he was like, "Yeah, I'm listening." He was like, "Let's spit. I'm listening." I'm thinking, raw, like, why you're on the phone? You're not even gonna give me. And I had these like childish lyrics about like I'll put you in the oven and like, bro, don't forget. I'm outdated. I'm from Nigeria. I'm way back. The game's changed. And then like
He's governing the whole
they
thing
was
over
like,
there.
nah. And then obviously I started hanging around with them more.
Yeah,
And, like,
mumbles and that.
mumbles, and then I just
Shocka became a
picked up
beast.
on it, bro. It was in me though, but they woke it up. It was already there. Do you know what I mean? And I just became a fucking beast. But it was from hearing 3-2 and like, bro, like how can you not? Do you know what I
You
mean?
answered the phone.
let me- nah,
I'm listening.
Go on, listen.
That's gangster. That's gangster.
I'm just listening. Don't worry. I can hear what's going on.
You know, one time I saw him go, I can't even say that on camera, but he went mad in one club, bro. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Now, what I was saying now, Shocks was talking and he was saying, when you lot were together and you were hearing those 10, 15 track CDs from Wretch, you were like, this guy's got a blow. Now, for those of us on the outside, when we discovered Wretch, some of us knew about
what was that
combination,
like?
chain gang,
Yeah.
but some of us discovered Wretch through the movement more.
Yes.
Yeah.
No way,
Now,
man.
Do you know how
no,
happy
some people
do you know
did,
how happy
bro.
we was
Maybe
when
some
that
people
happened.
did.
That
Yeah.
makes sense, though.
Yeah, it does make sense.
I'll tell you why after.
We was going crazy in the ends when like he
When he
started
joined
fucking
the
with the
movement,
movement because
yeah.
we was like, yes.
It
About
needs to
time.
happen, yeah.
Now,
It's true though. in a
my
way.
question was, when I heard Wretch, I was like, I'm a lyrics man. Like, I'm a poet firstly before anything else. And I was like, I'm a lyrics man. He's cold. But when we heard the movement, and when we
Fair
looked
enough.
at the movement, we were like, do you know what, it's probably going to be Scorcher
Yes.
or maybe even Devlin that buses first.
Yeah.
Nobody
We all
thought
thought this as
that
well.
Wretch
Yeah,
was
the whole
going to
game
be
did,
the
yeah.
one to bust
100%.
first.
Do you know why?
Pause.
Because you first.
No, what I was going to say is, my question was, because obviously you together were thinking this guy's got a bus. So for you, was that more expected when you seen what happened when he went on?
They knew.
I knew as an artist, right, making songs, no one was fucking with Wretch. I knew it. But where the game was at that time, it was about marketability, like being
best first
marketable.
word.
Yeah, it was about
Yeah,
being marketable and so I was thinking, how's this gonna work? And Scorcher's bro, lip syncing, the girls was going crazy. What?
I
Way
hated
before-
that though.
Yeah, that was shit. But way before lip syncing, they were going crazy anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. No, but I'm just saying, though,
What?
lip syncing is when it
What?
went
Yeah.
through the roof.
They were bro. I don't
Marketing
know.
wise,
When he dropped lip syncing, he got the deal straight after.
The way you just disregarded that like that.
Do you know what though?
I don't like it though.
Nah, do you know what, bro?
He was
I
a
wasn't-
legend
I wasn't-
before
you see,
that.
right,
Did
so
what it did.
You see them, man. You know, I'm the same age.
I did what it did.
Hey, I'm the same age as them, man.
You cut after that.
But I'm the same age as them, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all the same age, literally the same age group, right? And I just remember, fam, that even before that, the gal used to love Scorcher.
No,
one-
from
I'm gonna
early,
be honest,
but
you
it
know,
went to a
proper.
different level when lip syncing came
Gal-wise,
out.
Yeah.
gal-wise, no one saw Scorcher, you know.
Yeah, he was on top for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
for
he was
sure.
like, you get me? He didn't even have to floss either.
Nah, he just
That's why it
he
was
just needs to
mad.
be himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Nike
it works.
tracksuit.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
all he needs to do is
Zimmy.
go studio
Yeah, straight, and he was sick.
immediately.
So that's what I thought. I
Too
thought,
cold,
okay,
too
on
cold,
on
too
that
cold.
on that strength, Scorchers should be the one to go. And then Devlin, and that's again, like I saw the demographic
White
that's
you,
really
Brandon, yeah,
related
the
to
Brandon,
Devlin.
of course.
As soon as she made
London
Community
City.
Outcast, it was a
was
rap.
long,
And
yeah.
that
Yeah.
London City video.
And the
reminds-
London
Yeah,
City, but I
them
didn't
two
see
Community
Wretch's
Outcast was crazy.
angle because remember Wretch coming with punctuation. That was mad. We respected it. We
But
all
it's just
knew.
metaphors.
Do
It's just
Do you know
mets.
what as well?
Should
We keep it a buck, innit? Like we keep it a buck, bro.
Yeah.
At the time as well, when Wretch was spitting on DVDs, bro, he wasn't as clean cut as he is now.
Yeah.
He was a bit kind of rugged, denim
It's,
jacket.
it's us in the hood, isn't it?
Denim jacket and that, the t-shirt is hanging a bit around the neck and all that. You know, like he wasn't.
It's
like
just us
how
in the
he-
hood.
Do you know what?
literally,
Though, aside from the image, when I listen to Wretch sometimes as well, at that time, I felt like maybe he wasn't as confident as the rest of the MCs. His lyrical ability was there. But I mean, when I say confidence, I mean in terms of how his voice was carrying. I mean in terms of how he was projecting his.
feel
I
like
don't
Wretch was
think
always
I don't believe
confident.
I don't think Wretch was as confident on Grime.
Grime. I was
That's
gonna say
what I'm
that.
trying to
And I
say.
think-
Nah,
and-
but rap, he was gone.
No,
But I
I'm not
think
talking about that. I'm
this
talking
is
about
where-
sets.
You know when I got- you know when I got scared of Wretch?
That was never his.
You know when
that
I
was
got
never
scared
his
of
action.
Wretch?
Yeah, never.
I remember I was in studio
FM and
recording
that.
for Money's the Motive.
Yeah.
And Wretch asked me, like, what level do you want the lyric at?
Yeah, what gear?
I'm like, what do you mean?
So
so there's I'm like,
Wait, you?
What were the options?
Yeah, what were the?
I couldn't even ask him that because I don't know what he's talking about. I just know, okay, Dubs, like, just cook, innit? He's like, yeah, what level do you want the lyric? That's how his voice is.
I reckon he's
Dubs,
had.
what
I reckon he's had
level do you want
pushback
the lyric
though.
at?
I reckon he's had pushback where he's gone so lyrical that it just doesn't.
100 million
people
percent.
hate,
Yeah.
like, oh, give me a
Some
bit of
people
different
can't
verse.
take, but you know, what it is, I
Yeah,
always
man.
say, bring yourself to the studio. You
Hell
get what I mean,
yeah, bro.
So
Oh.
to me, my thing is, it's like me when I go studio.
Yeah.
I've got to a point where I don't care who's on the tune.
Just gonna spin it.
It's double S.
Yeah.
Like, that's all. Like I remember one time, Gets is like to me, you call everyone the biggest. I'm like, I see the biggest in everyone. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Pause. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like when I was saying this,
Good pause.
no, there's one time.
I'm trying to show maturity.
Man,
2024, I didn't bite still. 'Cause we're grown.
One time we must have been at a video shoot, yeah. One time we must have been at a video shoot. Smilo was shooting a video shoot for Gets, innit, yeah, in Ferry Lane.
Ferry Lane.
So Gets must have seen me, but the way I'm even moving, yeah, Gets was like, why is Doubles moving like this? Obviously, I was moving a bit. Do you get me? Mad,
Did
innit,
you?
yeah? I was young, innit,
yeah.
yeah. So, but then when I'm seeing Gets,
What
for
video was
example, this I don't even think he put it out.
Oh, okay.
This is when Smiler first started the Street 7, and I think Gets
Oh,
must
so
have
it's
seen
kind
it.
of
Oh
recent.
yeah, he did put that out.
And then obviously Gets come over then he was shooting.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
bare
yeah,
man
yeah.
are on the block. Do you get
Yeah,
me? There's
yeah,
like 30 man in Ferry Lane, innit? So
Shout out to Ferry Lane, man. Them.
obviously when I've come over there, yeah, like I'm moving however I'm moving, innit, yeah. But I'm in my head, I'm calm. Like I'm just, you get me? But obviously it might have looked a bit. Now looking back at it, I might have been moving mad, innit, yeah. But then I'm like, Gets one, the biggest. Do you get me? Yeah. He's like, you call everyone that. Do you get what I mean? I'm like, no, I respect it. The same way I rate myself, for
Why
example.
you change you though? You could have just took it and said thanks.
No, but you know what it is?
That was him at the time.
No,
That was him at the time.
but you know it is. You know, sometimes one thing I've realized, for example, me, I'm a very open and honest person. innit,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
when I respect someone, I just naturally respect them. But I don't know how people perceive things. innit, yeah.
Yeah,
But when
perception's different for everyone, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
So when I've said it to him, yeah, he said, you call everyone the biggest though, kind of thing. I'm like, nah, I respect everyone's thing, innit? Like, if I come into this room, for example, and I see you doing something amazing, I'm like, the biggest. You get me? I'm just
Go on
naturally
then.
like that. Do you get me? But yeah, you get me? So I'm
Get
like,
shit up.
Gets the best. Him and DW are my favorite artists.
Classics.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
So all right, cool. So to get back, so you're from Farm, you're from NPK. Marvel wasn't. There was 3 people before Shocka, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was a tape out.
There was
Marvelous.
two
There was
people
there was
Two
there
innit?
was
Shot
there was
and Masha.
yeah, and there was one Vertex's
Style-
cousin.
Was it
Who's that?
Styler or something? Or
Nah, I
Nah,
forgot what his name was, but
Maestro-
he bust out early. He was from Northwest as well. That's the funny thing. I forgot what.
Not
his name
Shutter.
was.
Can't be Shutter.
Nah, he
nah,
wasn't
Shutter. I remember Shutter. That's Vertex.
Yeah, that's
cousin as
actually
well.
but he was young.
I used to see
Yeah.
Shutter in church.
Yeah,
in
Shutter's-
Kilburn and that.
he was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
real
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I don't know who's
You
this.
know- you probably know
This is
Shah.
new- This is new to me.
I forgot
Shut up
what
from
my
Kilburn
man.
and
He was
that.
Vertex's cousin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he didn't stay around for too long. Do you get what I mean?
That's mad, you know, because I met Shocka through these lot, and then I see him in church in Kilburn sometimes when I go to church over there. Yeah.
The man said he used to go to church.
And he like, what? Like, no,
He's a straight
I'm bare religious, bro.
Are you really?
Spiritual brother, man.
Did he say he's a straight heathen?
He tried to do you wrong, you know.
Listen, bro.
Pure secular music.
You see these man there, you know. He's a Muslim, man. He's not feeling church, fam. That's what it is, bro. You give me the aki.
I used to go to church.
See,
my family in
convert.
Big church. Yeah.
Revert. See,
Revert, sorry.
Mashallah,
No, I don't know the language. I don't know
Nah,
the lingo.
revert. They say that you can't convert because it's the original religion, so you just revert.
I see. No,
It's
okay,
the true
what's
religion.
They say that you can't convert because everybody is
Was
born
born Muslim,
a
yeah.
child of God. So when you revert, you're coming
Which
back.
would then make it the religion.
No, because
Yeah, if you're born it, that's
God
the.
is of all religions. God
I know
is
that.
synonymous amongst all religions.
That's too political.
But what I'm saying is that when you say you're a revert, it's because everybody is born a child of God. So if you were on your
So you're
pathway,
reverting back
That's
to
how
your
they
original
come in,
nature.
you're coming back to
Which would mean
it's
the religion.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
same as when people say they're born again Christians.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but born again. Yeah, true.
Got it.
Good point.
Got
All
it.
right, fair enough.
Right, where was we at?
So obviously, Shocka, big him up. I just saw him in
on.
church a few times. That got
Come
political. So you lot had marvelous music.
Yeah.
Was it marvelous
It was-
music?
we when we made the name Marvel, it was really marvelous.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
That's
That's
what
what it stood for.
So and then we just shortened it to Marvel.
because there was a crew from West called Marvel.
You're lying.
There was, bro, when I was young though. So I was.
Oh, double S, not know them either.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's time we tell this story
We
still.
would have
People used
started
to-
going
people-
back and
people used to
forth
clash with
lyrics.
names.
Right. So no, but the funniest
I
thing
love
is
that.
the funniest thing is they're actually connected to Tottenham.
Okay.
This is where it gets
You're
mad,
lying.
bro. Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you a real story, bro. So
Fucking hell,
when I was
that's
when I was a youth, when I was outside, like, and I've got a couple lyrics and it's garage still, dark garage, not even grime and that yet. Grime don't exist. It's like Buddha finger and them tunes and that. Yeah.
Big tune.
So obviously,
When facing your enemy.
so basically, what's happened is one DJ is taking me to one radio station called Major FM, and the set before our set is a crew called The Marvel,
I can't believe.
Doom Man,
The man's name Doom.
TKO the Punisher, Iron Man, Spider Man,
I want no problems with them, man. You know.
bro. Fam, these man, all of them are named after Marvel characters, right? But they're from West.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider and that. Woo.
Okay, yeah.
They're from like Hounslow, Ealing,
Okay.
Acton
Okay,
kind of area, mixed all over West, innit? Now, obviously, man, deal with them because of the
course,
sessions
yeah.
and that. Like they're before us, whatever, on the radio. So they're signed to Dice Recordings, bro.
Okay.
At the time,
Oh.
Dice, you know,
That's crazy.
Dice, big Dice Recordings from North.
Yeah,
North,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you get
yeah.
me? And
That was a
obviously,
big deal.
Nasty's over there, innit?
yeah, their engineer was Skepta at the time,
Oh, shit.
making tunes with Skepta and that.
Fucking
He was like the producer, DTI, because the original DTI music video off
Was
of
in
the DVD, off the Lord of Mike's DVD, where they're ripping down the
radio.
the rig,
radio
but there's a radio set going on.
That's them.
That's the Marvel.
Ah, I see.
Fuck,
So
I
obviously,
would've never known
but you
this.
see where they're older than me, most of them. So like, one of them, TKO, was my brother, bro. He actually like was one of the first people to take me to a radio show and a studio and that.
Yeah.
So big them up each and every.
Definitely.
But like when so long that they kind of split up and finished before you lot even came out.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's more so that it's just weird how they,
Close,
how they're
that's
connected to Tottenham and
crazy,
that.
that's
So Marvelous was the crew name.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's
Is that what you're saying for you lot?
nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was called
nuts.
Marvelous. Yeah, that's crazy.
So who was in Marvelous?
So at the beginning stage, Vertex's cousin, I forgot his. I even forgot his name now.
Big him up, man.
You get me? Yeah, but
Big up Vertex's cousin.
Maestro,
Big
Shot
up
D.
Vertex's cousin.
Shot D was in Marvelous.
Shot D was in
No
Marvelous.
way, fam.
Because remember we were Shoddy Crew first, and then obviously Marvel was a lot of the people that just wanted to carry on doing music. Remember,
Right.
After Shoddy split.
After
So who
Shoddy
was in
split.
Shoddy?
So there was too much names, man. There was like 10 of us.
Well, you
man.
can reel off any.
Yeah, of course.
So you got Shot D.
Shoddy, Double S, Maestro, Cypher, Lady T, Dodger, Shinobi, which is RB,
Sub 10.
Sub 10. One of my brethren, his name's Han, but fam, there was just so many of us. There were all
Bare
just
man.
kids, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's like
girls.
how MPK was, for example. There's road and then there's music.
Yeah, of course.
But we're young
yeah,
kids,
yeah,
for
yeah.
example, but
Just
it's
doing
at the
tunes.
beginning of the time that the road thing is starting. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
And then obviously when I've gone to Uganda, everyone just
How old was you when you went back to Uganda? Because that's a big subject that comes up a lot.
the
Yeah,
biggest.
it comes up a lot.
I was 15.
You was 15.
I was 15. Yeah, I went to Uganda. I was just a bad youth, man. I'm not gonna lie. Looking back now, I needed it.
How long were you going for?
365 days. I wrote it down and that. Yeah, I did the tally thing, the 5.
January to January.
Did you go back again though? Did you go back again?
Yeah, after. But you know, is by the time that I come back, I knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Whereas before, for example, I'm just a youth on road. I'm cold at spitting, but I'm getting into trouble doing whether it's school, whether it's outside of school. I'm doing the most. Do you get what I mean? But only I know when I get back into my house because I'm from a Muslim background. I'm in my house quiet.
Yeah.
But as soon as I'm outside, activation time. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just you're just a kid. You want more.
Enough man can relate to that stuff.
100 million%.
Yeah,
you just
100, bro.
you just want more. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. And then I'm a person. I think I've always lived like, I wouldn't call it a double life, but I've always been one of them man where
Good at
inside
home, but outside you might get up to mischief.
activation time outside of the house because I'm just trying to figure it out myself. I never want to live off my mum and dad's name. Do you get what I mean?
I think a lot of people went through that though. Even Hits was saying that, innit?
100%.
Hits was big time, bro. When he come on the pod and he was saying, bro, he was hiding everything from his
100
mum.
million%. Because you know, it is,
respect his mum too much.
Our parents are too, what's the word, for example, how we perceive life. Our parents have already either gone through whatever they're going through and just want a normal slate. Do you get what I mean? And then we're the ones that's outside just, I want this for myself, so I kind of have to put. It's like even down to this day and age, I've got kids now, but I realize I still want more for myself. I still want to make sure I give them the best life.
How many you got?
The case is 2.
2.
Yeah, recent as well, you get me?
You too.
Back
Big
to
up,
back
man.
like Meek and Drake. You get me? One's 2, one's 1, alhamdulillah.
But just lick them out quickly.
Yeah,
Get them out of the way.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm Ugandan, it's a bit mad to get me. Immediate effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rapid response and that.
Quickly.
But yeah, like for me, I got to a point where it's like the same thing. I get the same energy now where I always want more. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like obviously
Striving.
now it's just a more structured thing. Whereas when you're young, for example, it's let me leave my house hopefully.
Yeah.
So you don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna come into. And then obviously the more experience you have outside, the more you're gonna start moving a tiny bit different.
Yeah, that's facts, bro.
So you might start carrying you might get rushed today, for example, and tomorrow I'm gonna carry a nank. So now that's your update to the road.
That's normally how it happens.
You
as
get
well.
what I mean?
That's normally what happens still.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I think that happened to me
Yeah, exactly.
the same way. Like exactly the same way.
That's interesting though, because when I think about Marvel as a collective, when you first came like underneath my radar, it's probably after they came underneath your radar, because I think you probably knew about them before I did.
You know what?
Simply
Tottenham,
because
it's close to my heart, man. I think I just.
I'm not
know
even
a
just
lot
that;
about
it's
tea.
because of your activity within the industry,
SB from
within the
Tottenham,
music as well.
Low key, man.
Yeah.
It's from Tottenham.
I heard things when maybe I heard it on radio, or when I heard it on a set, or I might have heard one man on a set, and I'm like, where's he from? Why he's from Marvel? So my question for you is, because you were saying that when you were younger, it was more of a situation where you were just going outside and seeing what going on. But for me, from the outside perspective, Marvel looked like they were kind of structured. Like you lot kind of hit the game. Like it kind of seemed like there was some sort of game plan that you were sticking to, or blueprint that you had designed or had tried to upkeep with. So from your perspective, because you lot did well, you lot went on to get a deal. You know, not everyone was getting a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I
facts,
mean?
bro.
So let me know.
We were free. Do you want me to be real?
Yeah,
We
go on.
freestyled the whole way through, you know.
What do you mean?
We was freestyling the whole way through.
Sorry.
What you say, bro? Come get the mic, man.
We
I'm scared of
freestyled
the mic after them comments. Don't
Yeah,
be scared,
come on,
man.
slightly.
the Marvel thing. I'm gonna be real. It was just laws of attraction and just linking up with Vertex and Shocka and saying this is what we're doing next. That's it.
We never had like. It looked so
It looked so good
structured,
though.
It looked so good.
so good.
But yeah, it did.
freestyled
But that's
the
what I
whole
meant
way
about
through.
the cheat code, because of how unique and how like everything was. Every move we made was a shock to everyone.
Yeah.
Naturally. You know what I mean? It's like when we saw Scorcher and Wretch together. Everything they do is going to be shocking, because it's like, fuck it, we can't even believe.
Characters.
You
Yeah,
lot
we
together,
can't even
yeah.
believe you're together in the first place. So
yeah,
your
yeah.
first song's going to be shocking.
Mental, innit?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
me,
yeah.
Double and V linking up. It's like, it was different. Still
never
haven't seen a
seen it.
group like it till today.
Let's have it right though. You lot was on the work though.
Yeah,
but
100%.
what?
Because
Consistency.
all right,
What?
put it this way, yeah. If I'm from West, you're from Tottenham, yeah. If I'm bumping into you lot way too much at one point,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
Yeah, I
that
know.
throws for a
Remember
whole
that
year,
freestyle?
I know.
bro.
That
we've
freestyle
got
was legendary.
So we've got a freestyle. We went Westwoods the same day.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
This was
Westwoods. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Marvel and ASB Music in the waiting room, ready to go on Westwoods. You lot just shelled down, came off, yo, good luck, hey. I said Shocka giving me good luck after the metaphors have been spilled.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Gigs won a mobile award the same night. They had gigs on the phone in between our Westwood sets. Where was that year,
was
07,
brazy.
08,
It was brazy,
bro, I was bumping into you, man, everywhere, bro. I had a tune with Vertex, with Thoughts and Calabar.
Yeah, so I came to that video
Came to the
shoot.
video shoot with the blue hoodie on,
Yeah.
with the Marvel hoodie.
Yeah.
Them lot had merch.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. The freestyle, the way we were freestyling,
Different, bro. You know, it was working, though.
we just wanted more.
We was freestyling, but we was around the right energies.
Yeah.
So don't forget we was close proximity to Chip.
Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah,
like
always,
very close.
Always recording.
So
Bro,
we're watching the moves
Shocka.
he's making. You know what I mean?
You looked aggressive, my brother.
You see the dreads make you look.
Yeah, no, I was in a whole different mode. I was in a whole different mode.
See,
there,
that's
bro.
me and him. That's how we used to roll, though.
Early.
I did that straight in the head on.
Why do you look at me?
Yeah.
No, because I was just saying the same.
People don't know. You know what? You see, when it comes to you lot, yeah, they don't know me and Shocka though. They don't know.
Early,
They
yeah.
don't even know.
No, but you're very early though, man.
Like, look that, man. Look that. Come on.
I told you,
Barring
you're
though.
in my top
I was-
50. I told you already, bro.
ASB is someone I've known
Fam,
and seen
but
musically
and
from
bro.
early.
Hey, allow it, bro.
not bad.
Edit. Nah, you know what it is. We every week we beef, but it's just part of the show. But you see, like Shocka.
Hey, yes, you look like you played for like Reading or something. You like a young footballer. I can't lie.
Like,
Man
you play
said
ball?
Reading.
Mad, you know.
Ready, you know?
Where's
He
Hits?
didn't even say Arsenal or something.
Where's
man
his
said
Tottenham or
Reading.
something?
Nah, the academy though, he was.
I can't.
Not
Academy.
even Crystal Palace, bro.
A man said Reading.
Not even Everton.
Reading's far, you know.
Reading's
That's a train journey.
Slough and all them places.
You have to wake up early to get there, you know.
Hey,
Sorry.
chill out.
Yo.
And you know you have to wake
Sound
up early
right.
to get to Reading.
So listen, nah, they're hating right now. They're hating. They don't know.
That could really go in on you still.
Yeah, no, go
But
on.
now's not the time.
What on that?
Hey,
So
go on.
Yeah.
No way.
That's a-
What?
that
No
was a
beard.
You
word.
No
came a long
beard.
way, my guy.
No beard.
You came a long way.
No
Another
beard.
wise still.
Word.
Yeah, it's a wide though. It's a wide still. It's a pause. Man's judging
the-
judging my physical appearance.
You were saying that.
I think he would still.
I can't believe this.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
Go on, what was you gonna say?
Nah, what was I gonna say?
Anywho.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say they don't know, man. Shocka, early, and you know even the times when Double's not around, bro. Like there's a lot of times you weren't there, you know, as well.
Bro, I
Where
can
it's
tell.
like
ASB
Vertex
was
and
outside.
Shocka. That's why you had the joint mixtape.
Yeah, late arrival.
See
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
This
I
is
just
we
clocked
had to
what's
get
going
to
on.
it.
Put out Money's the Motive, yeah. They had to put out their CD, but as soon as
And it looked similar.
not even
You lot had the same
Well,
branding,
Money's
didn't it? It
Mo-
was
oh, yeah,
sick.
no,
Yeah, it
Vertex
was
did it.
hard.
Vertex
It was
did it,
hard.
though.
Yeah,
That's
oh
what
yeah,
Vertex
you're
did.
right.
Yeah.
I think he made the cover for one of my
Yeah, me and
singles.
Vertex had to do late arrival. Double was going crazy at that time.
How was Vertex
He's a creative youth.
so creatively
Vertex went to school.
advanced?
Let's set
Let's
Let's set
let's
the
set
record
the
straight.
foundation.
How
bro.
Vertex was bullying the scene. How Vertex was bullying up
Hey,
the
we gotta
scene.
grow up, you know.
Let's set the foundation. I can
Let's see what
see you
you
bust it
need.
up. Let's set the foundation. Vertex went to boarding school in
Yeah,
Norwich. So he's
So
from
he
a-
was further than Reading.
Yeah, he was further than Reading. He was further than
So
Reading.
he was from a whole different like Vertex, me and Vertex and Double. We used to always joke about the differences between schooling in like a rich school and like schooling
facts.
in like ends. And he was saying what they was teaching us and what they was pushing us to go and be after school. We don't even get an after school prep when you're just done, finished. Whereas them, they actually
Real talk.
you're just done, and then
Go
you go
home.
into the world. Just go.
Figure
That's
it
why.
out.
That's
It's like
why.
over
Work
there,
out.
they had that projections of like what you should go on and potentially be and become.
Yeah, bro.
So
If you
Vertex kind of looked at music as like frowned upon
At first, yeah, at first.
compared to like all these peers. It's like, oh, what you're getting into like
Music,
grime.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I swear it was nothing to be impressed
bro,
about.
if
that
you
time.
if you research all the politicians, bro, they all come from the same
Really?
Yeah. They know each other.
same uni.
So it's all patterned from the jump.
What?
So he
a man
came
like
in.
me
He
is
came in with
unfortunate.
he came in with a very valuable skill. Bro.
That's got metal
we
detectors.
needed videos at that level, and he came in and
Vertex was
started
bullying
delivering.
me.
You know them times as well, like some of these video, sorry, bro. Some of these video companies
We're
back
finished
then,
here.
they was just out here fleecing.
We done
man,
well
blood.
though. We done well.
Don't you
Some
mean?
of these,
I'm saying some of these video companies that was out at that time, they was just fleecing, man. Fam.
Yeah.
Obviously, because
Taking man's bread.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, I got bumped on my first
You know,
video.
like some of
Oh
the,
my days,
no, because
Shocka.
you
I
know,
was happy for
certain,
Vertex still.
remember certain companies were almost like, you know what? They're like a gateway to Channel U.
Yeah,
And to
yeah, yeah.
Man, fuck with their thing, man.
And you can pattern, innit?
So they're charging you at 2-3 bags.
Come on, man. It's like,
Do you know why you're right?
You're my
Because I used to ring Carly at Channel U.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, I used to ring her, and she was cool. She'd pick up the phone, and I'd say to her, "Look, I'm gonna shoot a video for this song, and I'm gonna ring you because I need my video on your channel. I need you to tell me what not to do."
Sorry.
And she respected it.
Yeah, because
She's
I
like,
swear
"Bruv,
the
that's
video had
sick."
to be a certain level
Yeah,
of
but you know what they did? They sent me to a
resolution.
company.
and
They sent me to F2R, bro.
Yeah, you know, these times.
And fam, I'm someone, bro. Like I've sold. You get me? So I'm just like, bro, I've got a little change.
allegedly,
No,
Allegedly.
no.
we ain't got a statue. We ain't got a statue.
Yo,
We ain't got a statue limitations.
no,
over here.
bro. It's not. It's a
Oh,
Yeah?
you
Yeah.
work. You
Yeah.
showed working hard.
95.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm like, See, I'm
Hard
like, bro,
work. Yeah.
I've got a
Doing hard
proper
work.
brother, fam. So he's pointing me in the right direction, you see me?
Pause.
So obviously, like, man, fuck you. So obviously, man's ended up on this like F2R thing. I'll tell you how early I was at F2R, bro. I'm getting this video done, yeah. The price tag's crazy, and I'm like, oh shit, man, I gotta go to work again. Give me cool
9 to 5.
blood
9 to 5 and 5 to 9.
every hour, and they said yeah, we could do it for this and that. We just done not Tiny Temp, but at the time it was there was like someone at the time that was bussing. We just done it and they're selling it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, cool.
Pause.
Blood, I go. It's a woman, by the way, I was talking to. So
No
I
pause.
go to their editing suite, and their editing suite is like a fucking tiny box room in a Ross Clark.
Yeah, bro.
Security, it's a securical place.
I can't believe it.
And bro, you know who's the editor? One of the junior editors.
Who?
Rashid from Link Up TV.
You're lying.
Is it?
And he's called Ice Cold. Ice Cold Media.
He was getting his thing in from
He's
them.
gonna, yeah,
They got
Rashid-
Ugandan.
Ugandans
That's
boys.
my.
And you know why I knew him?
Makulu Rashid.
You know why I knew him? Because I was in a relationship with a Ugandan girl when I was young.
They got backs in it.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard.
When I was young, I was in a relationship with a Ugandan
I've
girl,
heard, I've
and I was with her for so long, and she was like second cousins to him.
No.
Yeah, so I can't. So I knew. So obviously, allow him. So obviously,
Was that man said was that before the beard?
bro.
Man, in them old school days, you shocking him had no beard.
I didn't even have a
Yeah,
beard. I
you
still
can't
don't have a
shame
beard.
them back then. Man's looking at the thing now. I'm like, right, you see, you was patting up with the
Bro.
Uganda woman and that.
Bro, I was a
I'm
legend in my
gonna be
hood,
real.
bro.
I rate.
Yeah.
I rate you for the time though. You
I'm
know?
so
Yeah,
skinny
they
for
even
that.
they didn't know as well.
Yeah,
They
you
didn't
know
know,
what
fam.
I'm
They
saying?
didn't even know. You get me?
But
Bro,
you know
I
what
used
it
to-
was?
Bro, I used to eat mandazi in our house,
Ah,
everything
come on,
and
man,
that. Come on,
chapati
fam.
and
You
that.
mad? Yeah, bro,
And
proper
sambusa
thing.
and
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Wait,
Come on,
right,
fam,
no,
man.
I rate you, so.
Yeah, I know, because you like white girls,
Don't
bro.
talk that.
I can't believe.
Ain't
bro.
nothing wrong with it. Ain't
No,
nothing wrong
no,
with it.
no racism allowed.
No, it's not wrong with it.
No
Fam?
racism
I
allowed.
will, fam.
No, it's
Nah,
not
you
racist.
not that.
No,
Nah, you
no,
not
no,
chill,
no,
chill.
no,
You
no,
not
no,
chill.
No, let us.
Nah, you not. Nah, you not
Who's
chill.
that?
Yes.
Who's that?
Alright,
Shocka.
cool.
Nah, you let.
Alright, so I'm
Chill,
eating.
chill.
I will light the fireworks
Nah,
on this
chill,
table
chill.
right now.
So I'm eating mandazi,
Yeah.
living my best life. You get me? I went Westwood from the yard. Like, that's them times, you get me?
But
So-
you know what it is? It's because
But
them
anyway.
times there, people didn't have the access.
He's
bro.
got a young
the
Mukwano,
videos.
you know. That's what we call them. Like, ladies, we
Oh,
say
them, you
Mukwano,
know, that's what we call
Mukwano,
them.
you get
I said
me?
no racism, that's what
He had a
we call
young
them.
Mukwano, you know.
So basically, man ended up with Rashid editing like the second draft of my
Yeah.
expensive video. And it's probably one of my worst videos, bro.
Did it
Not
drop?
because Rashid edited it, but because them days there, it was
The
like,
one, yeah.
the camera was mad, bro. Like, it was tape. It was done on tape, bro.
Canon
Like,
DSLR has changed the game.
no, they done it this angle, then this angle. It's the same shot, bro, with a slight angle.
I remember when Vertex first showed us the red, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck is
Red
this?
camera.
We're like, what the fuck is this? And it just looks cinematic, and we're like, we need to shoot all our
Yeah.
videos like this.
Straight.
100%.
Yeah.
Reds are crazy.
And these videos, one thing I'll say, some of the videos that you mentioned Vertex did, I do remember them, and I'm even surprised that he did all of them because there's other people at the time who was doing videos. It was almost like they just had a template ready for you, and they just put you through the same.
Yeah.
Everyone's the same.
They were so sameish, bro, at one point, but people almost didn't care because they just wanted the look.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to cut through.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
get me? But whereas my
That's what
man,
I wanted from
his
F2R,
thing was
yeah.
distinct. Like,
Like, you know one thing I give Vertex,
gotta rate
yeah?
that.
Vertex, because even down to now, yeah, like a lot of my friends get on me.
yeah.
I don't release because there's a certain level I like my stuff.
Yeah, you come up under that.
Vertex showed me how to organize a video. Vertex showed me how
Treatment
to,
thing and that.
bro.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
Yeah,
people
they
was
don't
doing
know about
treatments
that,
around that time.
yeah.
Us lot would go to Vertex's house and sit there for like hours writing the treatments or ideas or whatever, and then seeing what money we can get together because we always wanted it different.
Sure.
You feel me? So it's like we're already in the movie mindset of how our videos are supposed to look. And even down to the other day, I see Michael Jackson, for example, used to think like that. He's
Yeah.
like, my video needs to be the first of
He was a
this.
proper entertainer, you know.
I said this the
documentary.
other day.
Proper entertainer,
If you're
bro.
not, yeah, that bro, yeah.
Bro,
So-
and Quincy Jones, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Can we just clear this up on the podcast quickly? Just because it's 2024. There's nobody bigger than Michael Jackson in the music game.
No, it can't be.
No,
He was doing
Because
it by
obviously I had a mad moment. Yeah, I had a mad moment when I went mad in
About what?
2022.
Well, about Drake.
And they
He's
know.
going mad, bro.
Was it
No,
about
it's me
Drake?
that said that.
Was it
Vibes
about
Cartel.
Drake?
Yeah, and I went a bit mad.
Was it about Drake? I said
no.
it as well.
Said
though.
it
I
on
said
the-
that
said
vibe.
it on the DJ.
Who,
Ironic
Vibes Cartel?
episode.
Yeah, I said that basically what happened. No, but what happened, bro?
Yeah,
Just
I can quote it if you.
Yes.
No, but just so you
I can
know,
remind you.
just so you know what happened, bro. Is that
Please
Ironic
save
was
yourself.
on,
Yeah.
and Ironic was bragging.
got
About,
Ironic.
Ironic was bragging about his feature from Elton John, and he was saying it was the biggest and that, and I was just like, but I personally, no, he was showboating a bit, like he was saying that Kano He was questioning Kano.
I think, no homo, I was pumping up Elton John. So what happened was...
Ironic's my
pumping
dad,
up Elton
though,
John.
as well, yeah.
And then you... No, I was pumping up Elton John a little, and then what happened was... you then... That's mad.
Why?
You brought up vibes.
Super.
Yeah.
Like, no, he brought up Kano. But I brought up Kano. And he was basically saying that because he had the Elton John feature, it outweighed most UK artists at that point.
Yeah. You said Kano had the Vibes Cartel feature.
Yeah.
But how does that
Okay,
correlate to Michael Jackson?
So basically, what happened is I was like, look,
You jumped out the window.
he was like, what did Kano do though? And I was like, Kano had a tune with Vibes Cartel in 07, bro. Bust it up, but he was still having the early tune. He wasn't even who he was yet.
Yeah.
Kano knew like yard thing.
You can't,
So then-
you can't bring that up though. Really.
No,
You
so
can't-
no, you can because
Elton John
I
and
no,
fucking-
you can because I was like Elton John was a sample, sped up, and then Elton John just cleared the sample.
That's still
Yeah, it's a big thing. So no, I wasn't taking away from it. I said to his face, he wasn't snaky, but blood. Vibes Cartel on your tune was big for me.
It's not a
bro.
joke, yeah,
it was
okay, yeah,
serious,
yeah.
and I think that over the years, Vibes
For
Cartel
culture, I get
became
it.
like
Culture,
he
yeah.
became like the real Don Dada for.
But you know what it is, though?
Jamaican music.
Just-
You know what I'm trying to say?
Just to
But
interject there.
how does Vibes Cartel become bigger than
So
Michael
so
Jackson?
what happened is because you know what I'm like, yeah, they start trying to pressure me.
Yeah, so now
And
you
when they
have
pressure
to-
me, I just lashed out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
You're on one,
He's bigger
man.
than Michael Jackson. You get me?
I
And then it was
can't
like, 'cause
believe
they're saying Elton
you
John,
even
but I'm
jumped
sitting
out
there.
this
But
window
I'm sitting there saying
like
Elton
this.
John, Rocket Man, bro. Allow it, bro. Like
said
that's
Rocket
not bigger than Vibes Cartel to me, bro. To me,
But you know what? Do you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Let me interject.
but
Yeah.
it's 2024, and Michael Jackson's the biggest.
No, he is.
Yeah, come
But
on,
let me even
come on.
interject to the Vibes Cartel thing with the Elton John. It's two different spaces.
It is, yeah,
one
it is.
song's mainstream, one song is weird. It reminds me
Yeah.
of when Chip started making Every Gal I'm Mad and all that, yeah, for example, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason that song till this day, for example, still gets played is because us in that generation, for example, have never seen that.
Yeah, that
kind
was
of-
cold,
Like
bro.
even when I see like there's certain songs, for example, nowadays, yeah, I'm like,
But that's better than Bust It Up, Kano and Vibes.
yeah, of course. But the reason,
where I'm going? I'm
the
being
reason
real.
being is the generation that we're in, for example.
better
It's like when
tune.
we're all going raving or whatever the case is, there might be certain people that are bigger than Marvell, for example, yeah? But when we hear that song, Chip's on it, and then Marvell's on it, we
Chip
rate
copied it.
Marvell for the, you get me, yeah? And then we rate Chip how he over here, do you get what I mean?
But I was wearing Laguna Beach,
See, old
Yeah.
school.
which we debated
Loves
already.
it, man. He loves
I was
it.
wearing
I
Laguna
rate
Beach.
that. Come on, man.
And show. This is show.
I rate that.
What I was doing as well,
Hey.
blood, is I was drinking Baileys at Christmas and that, like with the mum and that mumsy. And I didn't think anyone else rated
seeing what
Baileys
he's
like that.
dealing with, man.
And then Chipmunk said, "Can I get her Baileys on her rocks?" And I was like,
Swagger turned all the way.
He was almost
I didn't
telling
think-
your story.
Man said-
Literally, like, he's telling your story. That
Man
word.
said
Cause
Swagger's
bro,
turned all the way up.
10 man. What's it?
The
10
sparkles on that
wait.
champagne, cause we don't give up.
because who was really
Heaven
saying,
sent, I'm bringing hell too. She's smelling my neck.
Chanel blue.
Word.
Hey, blood.
He swag over that.
'Cause who was
really
Young, he was young.
But you see, man, them will always brag about Hennessy. They always brag about Moet.
There's certain drinks that
They don't
I
brag
know
about Baileys, bro. So when he said, "Can I get a Baileys?"
and gal
on
love
rock?" I was
Baileys
like,
as
yo,
well,
my
and
boy, you know.
real man
Hey.
as well. Trust me.
I'm real, I
It
can't lie.
put you in that. It put you in that.
That mode.
Space where he was.
With the
Like,
Laguna Beach.
I was like,
Yeah.
blood.
He's on the beach in
No, big
Laguna.
bad boy.
Laguna Beach didn't.
I was-
I
The
don't
bad
think
boy.
Laguna Beach made it across the river. Though.
He's on.
I've been-
No, but people, I'm gonna be real. Tottenham man were rocking Laguna Beach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Over that side of the river. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think
Yeah,
Laguna
we're all
Beach.
remember South there, separate,
Like,
bro.
yeah, we was like true
We're
religion.
all like,
we
even
stuck-
though we're
no, we
there,
stuck-
like,
I
you know
think
what
we
I'm
stuck
saying?
with true religion. I think we just
Yeah.
stayed there.
It's because you was late, but it's cool.
You know
But
what?
anyway,
All
go
black anyway.
on.
All black anyway.
So ASB don't like South London, but continue, my bro.
I love
What I'm
us South.
saying
yeah,
is-
man.
Can we
South London loves you too.
Those
love us,
those Movado Chip songs here, bro. Even last year,
Yeah.
I've been in dances where they have
Shut down.
bro. Like my British spreads, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I remember from playing them, yeah, bro. How much did we make? Like about $2 in like money pull-ups.
Oh my god, all of that stuff. Yeah, remember.
Blood.
I need to
All
start
these
doing
years
dances
later-
like that, you know. I swear to you.
All these years later, bro.
Offer the chip
They
rhythm
can't
like
even
that,
get
yeah?
past.
No, that's. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. That's a
There ain't
very
a bulletproof
big song.
needed for none of
It's a
this.
very
Shots.
big tune. It's
They
a
can't
very
get
big
out
tune.
get
It's a
her
very
Baileys
big
on
tune.
her.
It's a
But
very
both
big
of them
tune.
though.
You see me?
Every gal and what's the other one?
More money.
More
money.
money.
More
Oh,
gal, more money.
that's a
You
big
see-
tune.
What you said?
Yeah.
I feel like they made them two songs in the same day. That's how that because it's the
They
energy.
did it.
I feel like the
They
energy
did,
is the
they did,
same
yeah.
on both of
He
them.
does
They're
it.
very cold,
There's
man.
some collaborations
They're
that
very
just
cold.
work,
They're
man.
Do
very
you know why I
cold.
rate him?
They've got another tune though,
Sometimes
innit? Let me
when you go
get
in
it. One
studio
sec.
with that kind of artist from that kind of genre, it's easy for you to kind of try to go into their world. Chip goes on the track and he just does Chip, bro.
No, but you know one thing I do give Chip.
Think
yeah?
about it. He didn't even try to change Jackson or nothing.
No.
One thing I do give Chip in that era.
They got Give
when-
Tanks as well on the Snakes and Ladders.
That's it. Yeah, give thanks. That's
Underrated.
Big two too.
Mavado and Chip.
One
Yeah,
thing
man.
I do give Chip, yeah, especially in that generation, for example, Chip knew what he wanted. You know what I mean? Chip. One thing I do give,
He's a grinder, innit?
He's a long-term thinker.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Do you get what I mean? And if he can execute in the way that he sees in his mind, for example, it's elite. do you
That's
get
why I
what
know that them clashes were also probably in that same mindset.
Of course.
I think he knew, like, I'm just gonna spin man out of this.
But you know, I'm gonna be real, yeah. I'm gonna even say this because I've grown up with Chip, yeah. You're not gonna have more material than Chip. I'm a person. I'm amazing at what I do. Yeah, I'm amazing. But
I believe you.
Chip's consistent. Chip. No, I don't know anyone in my generation that's more consistent than Chip. I don't. I've never seen it. I'm
even-
cold
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm consistent. But Chip, you will not. He'll probably have like 3 CDs when you've got one, just hidden. Do you get what I mean?
Do you know what's mad?
Facts.
You see how we was bantering about Tottenham and that, yeah? Like one of my good brethrens from Tottenham, he was dabbling in the music game, and he was fucking with one you called Random Impulse.
Yeah.
That was my guy.
Hold on.
You just said it like it was normal.
Bro, anyway.
That's my brother, blood.
Yeah, you just said it like it was
Javel.
I did a
normal.
mixtape.
Yeah, Javel.
That's my
See,
brother.
I don't know him.
You said it like it was normal.
No, 'cause I don't know him.
He had
I don't know him.
Renaissance
Yeah,
Records.
yeah.
Do you know what he's doing now?
Alright, cool.
Renaissance
No,
Records.
no,
I was
no.
around. He don't know.
Do you know what he's doing now, though?
No,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
yeah,
Shocka was
I
in
do.
Low key.
Sit down.
Yeah, I was in the rain.
Sit down.
man,
Yes,
yeah.
I remember.
See where I'm going with it? 'Cause it's-
I remember he had Chips thing.
Let ASB go. Let ASB
No,
go.
it's cool, it's cool,
Let
it's
him
cool.
go.
It's just that, like, basically, my killie over there is actually my brethren, bro. Like, forget music, bro. It's my brother. Real family member to man. He's a couple years older than me. Tottenham, you get me? And he was rocking with them lot, dabbling and that. Like, he was showing me, like, the brother that spits over there, man, as well, Finsbury Parksides and that. The
Shallow.
rapper. The rap brother, man, that done a bit of grime and that. Random Impulse and... Dimples.
Might be
Dimples.
Dimples, yeah.
100% Dimples.
Dimples.
Yeah, big up
Dimples will do
Dimples.
with the glasses, innit?
Yeah.
The light skin.
Yeah.
glasses.
I'm
Yeah, I
tired of it
remember
all.
him.
I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it all.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of it all.
Yeah.
So basically, what's happened
That
is
was
obviously
cold. That
at the
was cold.
time, Chip was cooking up with them as well, and there was a whole tape. They had a discrepancy, I think, over it and all sorts, but that's neither here or there.
I swear
Was
Black
that
was
whatever
with them
the
as
They
well.
was
Volume
cooking,
one?
yeah, it might be
swear Black
whatever the
was
weather
Volume
volume
one,
one,
yeah?
and then
Yeah.
Cookie and Blacks came on the next one and all that.
Oh no,
I think, and that.
motivational music.
Motivational music, see.
Yeah. They did 3 CDs of that.
So there's a lot of work that went before.
Chip works too hard.
You see me? So I already
He
knew.
does work very hard. He works very hard.
But though, you went Uganda, and there's a lot of rumors on the streets though that say that because he was hanging around with you, the flow was inspired by you. That's actually a rumor that comes up in the barbershop, bro.
I think the whole industry, man.
In the
But
barbershop.
yeah, carry on.
It does. It
Come
comes
on,
up.
brother. Yeah.
I think the whole industry, but yeah,
No,
carry
it
on.
does. It comes
By
out.
the
And you know
Flow
what?
Farda.
I've met Chip a couple times, and it's always love, bruv. Always salute. But like I've known you lot personally a lot longer than that. So it's kind of like I've never asked you, but I've heard it a lot.
I hear it as well.
What is that? Where does that come from? Because you know sometimes hearsay, she say. It's like sometimes there's truth to it. Sometimes it gets exaggerated. Sometimes it's just.
And I'm
people
sure
talking.
Chip has commented as well, where he
He has
said, where he even
commented.
said that Double S was a huge like I don't know if he used the word inspiration verbatim, but he did say that there was a lot that was taken from you in terms of what he was doing.
I think, do you know what it is with me, yeah? I believe naturally in the music thing, I was just the energy, yeah? And it's like, my thing is, with Chip, yeah, I believe Chip was always going to get his own blessings and
He's
ETC.
working, innit?
Yeah, like Chip
like
is just someone that I believe is a student of the game.
Some
Do you know
people
what
are
I
like
mean,
destined to win as well.
yeah,
Like, it's never stop.
You can't. I always say you can never take another man's food. That's the best phrase to put it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
100%.
Now me, I feel like if, say for example, you might come to a studio session with man and you just hear something, for example, and you feel like, right. Because even down to me, I go studio and I like hearing other people's stuff more than mine. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. How I even
You love
make,
music though, innit?
I am a student of the game, so I can't tell a man that's a student of the game anything, really. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. I just think he works very hard anyway. For example, and if he's come into a studio session, for example, and he wanted to write this, for example, but he's heard something, for example, and he's like, do you know what? I can better my thing, for example, by listening to that. You're all right. Do you get what I mean? It's like me when I do a lot of Afrobeat tunes at the moment, for example.
Okay, for real.
I'm not an original Afrobeat man.
Yeah.
But
No,
I've
African
got,
man, no?
I've got the
You can do that, bro.
conversation. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So I'm still allowed to do what I'm supposed to be
100%.
doing.
Facts.
It's like even down to the only reason I even started the whole Afro thing is I'm Ugandan.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You're
The
African,
gal
brother,
and the
man.
backs, and you get me. The man them are. They get me serious and.
Mandazi,
Mandazi, chapati,
Bombang,
sumbusa and that.
Yeah,
so
man.
my whole thing is, I rate that.
They don't know, bro, man. They don't
Come
know,
on,
man.
yo,
They don't know,
I
Killy,
don't
man.
know,
They don't know, man.
So I'm allowed the conversation. I can't,
Astaghfirullah, but you know.
Forgiveness. I'm not even
Yeah.
supposed to. You get me? But yeah, for me, I always say like, I'm allowed to have that conversation on the Afro beats or whatever the case is. So with Chip, to me, I just feel like he knows what to do when he's doing whatever he's doing. Do you get what I mean? You can't take that away from him, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So was he around you young though?
Yeah, me and Chip was in the same crew. Chip was in Shoddy crew.
Oh, okay. So you didn't
Chip
say
was
his
in
name
Shoddy
earlier,
crew.
you know.
There was a lot. We had to unload.
Yeah, you're right. You know.
You know what I mean?
Pause.
But Chip was in Shoddy crew.
Nah, that's bullet. You can have no bullet, bro. That's not why for that, man.
Yeah, unload.
He's like, I can't believe. But yeah, like, Chip was in Shoddy crew, and I feel like Chip always had, like, how I look back at it now, he always had a road for himself.
Yeah, destiny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, destiny.
And I feel like as a human being in general, that's how you have to think anyway.
It is, bro.
That's actually an interesting point, because you know what?
I was right.
Back in those days, every MC at least had a crew that they came from.
Of course.
But if we think about Chip,
there was always front runners of crews, though.
Ever a part of a crew though?
Chip
He had his crew. He had
Circular Movement. SCM.
Who was in that?
Shallow,
Hitman, and Chip.
Yeah,
Yellow.
Was Ezzy in there?
Yellow's
one in that.
And Ezzy.
And
as
Ezzy,
well.
okay.
Yellow's was in Alwayz.
You're right, still. Yeah, Yellows was someone that, you get me?
But even, I believe, when I went to Uganda is when I heard about circular movements. But I already knew all of these things. Do you know what I mean?
Shoddy is.
Yeah, he was,
I remember him saying that, but I don't remember the crew.
Shoddy's the
I remember him saying
Yeah, basically. Like
that's what it is,
everyone in
Chip,
Shoddy,
circular
for example,
movement.
had different plans, innit? Do you get what I mean? Yeah, and remember, there's 10 of us. So
big-
when there's
big
10
clique.
man, for example, not in a bad way, when there's 10 energies in one place,
egos,
it's a lot of stuff.
personalities,
Yeah.
a lot of lyrics.
Not in a bad way. I'll never be in a whole big crew ever again.
Nah, don't make sense.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Marvel was perfect for you, I think.
Bro, let me show you something. I believe in
serious-
everything, for example, is a team effort, yeah? But the less people in the team, for example, the more you're going to get work done. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, man.
That's why we got to rate Mega Man even more.
Yeah, Mega Man.
But even down to Mega, I'm going to be real, yeah?
Honestly.
Do you know what it was with Mega Man, yeah?
That name makes sense.
His name's Mega Man, of course.
Makes sense.
Like, Shocka's sick, bro. Man.
Mega
He talks
Man.
lyrics. He just talks lyrics. So.
Him and Wretch is the reason I do.
Yeah.
I don't even do it on purpose, fam. I swear
Shocka's
to
a
you.
poet. He's a poet, bro.
100%.
He's gone.
But yeah, like for me, like, and even down to Mega Man, one thing, I'm a person, I pre things, innit?
Yeah.
The only reason Mega Man can pull that off is because he came with the idea. When 10 man are in a place, for example, and there's no ideas, for example, or a long-term idea,
That's a good point.
everyone's
Real one,
not
bro.
going to be
Yeah.
bothered
Real
by
one.
that.
Real one.
You get what I mean, yeah? So when Mega Man comes and instantly says, you do this, you do that, this
Leading.
and that, and then on top of that, you start seeing results, you've lost...
It's almost like if Boss Bath spat lyrics, it would be the same thing.
Boss Bath, let me show you something. I watch Boss Bath's Snap now, yeah? And I'm like, this is why I respected
why
you
who
from
he is.
before.
He
Yeah,
is,
like,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
still
yeah.
maintaining this
That's what I was
behavior
trying
from
to say
before.
Yeah, I get it,
Do you
bro.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like
It's the hardest thing to do. Maintain.
when you've got a
Yeah,
purpose,
it is.
you have to maintain
Because
it.
you got to be consistent.
Yeah.
You
Consistent,
can never
of
take a
course.
day off, bro.
Nah, you're not allowed.
It's the toughest part
If
of
it's
being
not
a man.
working, you're playing.
It's the toughest part of being a man, bro.
100%.
Well,
I even said this to someone. I'm like, people don't understand what men have to sacrifice, for example, but it's the maintenance. That's what men are supposed to be here for.
Even Father's Day, bro. Father's Day, like, is a beer and a card and a
Am I a eater?
cheers, mate.
I don't
But
want
Mother's Day is
the Mazayin.
flowers,
Yeah.
holiday.
I want the
champagne.
flowers, holiday, and the champagne.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Am I
Like,
an
fam,
Egypt? No, but
And
you know why? Yeah,
That was an infrared, didn't it? Almost.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want-
Bluetooth.
do you know why though? Yeah, because you see, when a man knows his role, I think the day a man actually genuinely mentally wakes up, for example, and understands what he needs to do, he needs to take 6 months to a year out to make sure that he maintains this for the rest of his life. Because
You know what you're here for.
it's
now,
a
kind of
long
thing.
game.
Yeah.
That's true.
Before that, you're gonna play though. You're gonna play.
You're gonna dip
It
or
reminds me
dabble.
of road, not in a bad way. For example, until you go jail, you think it's. Yeah, I just grabbed the machine and you get me.
Go out.
It's a lot of extra footage. You see, when you go jail, you're not coming back out to do extra footage. Was when you get me. And we don't all watch the extra footage, but it's there, innit? You get what I mean? Yeah.
The B-roll don't see that shit, bro.
B-roll.
But you see,
It's
once
like
you go-
Instagram. They see your highlight. They don't see you know what I
the
mean?
extra footage, they can't see that.
Come
bit.
on.
But you see, once you go jail and then you come back out, for example, you're not playing the same games you was playing before. They took my life away from me. You feel me?
Locks. Stop the clocks for a minute.
Serious.
Yeah. Put you on hold on
It's
ice.
interesting though, because
Ice, the
it kind of
ice,
feels
ice.
like we have to go through some form of punishment to learn.
But I believe, not in a bad way, I've got to a point where me and him talk about this as well. Every man has that one moment, for example, that, you know how people say born again, or let's say the revert thing, for example, yeah? we all go through a moment, for example, where that is going to happen. Real men, anyway. I don't know about everyone, but real men, for example, always have that moment where
it's a different. You know what it is? As someone that's like lived a little bit, and I would say there's the major difference of what you're saying is between a man and a real man. It's not so much a real man; it's a man and a boy.
Yeah. That's exactly how I.
You see, like we're male.
Yeah.
All of us are male.
Of course. But
so
we think we're on the same level.
Not every male is a man.
There's no way.
There's a lot of males that are boys. Bro.
Of course.
Boy behaviour, boy mentality, boy movements, boy actions.
Of course, yeah.
So, but yeah,
that's what the movie Baby Boy was based on.
Yeah. Tyrese.
He thought he was ready until they had him in the chokehold.
Melvin.
I slapped his head.
Until Melvin.
Youngie. He's in the thing naked. He
Come
I can't believe my man's in the front room naked.
Man's
cooking eggs.
He was cooking eggs.
Man, the orange juice.
Yeah,
And he turned around to go take it to his mum.
Man was frogging his mum. If you've seen the movie, you know what the frogging is. But anyway,
his mama,
let's the frogging.
Froggy, I hit her in Froggy, not doggy. You get me?
Anyway,
Yeah,
let me get back on.
madness.
Let me get back on my D. But what I was saying is, yeah.
We're giving them dawah, rude boy.
True.
You get me?
Let's get back to Marvel, yeah, because we were touching on it, and I'm really interested to know, because you're saying that it was very sporadic, very organic.
Yeah.
But how
Organic, that's
the
word I'm looking
for. But how did it take that pathway? How did it go from let's just try a thing, and the thing seems to be going well, so let's do more of this, to actually who was the label that came to you? Was it Virgin?
Always
Risky
Rose
Rose.
first.
Risky
It was
Rose.
an independent label.
It was an independent label.
Yeah, but a lot of bread was put into us.
I know.
Risky
Rose,
Rose.
Rooney.
Risky.
Rooney.
Yeah.
They got Rooney. That's my brother.
You know,
Big up Rooney.
You know, Rooney made
Rooney's
my
my bro,
artwork
yeah.
for This Is Me.
No.
He shot the photos. Bro, this is what, bro, we're too connected, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it's done.
he shot the photos, made the art, and then Wretch saw it, and then Wretch went to them and done the movement thing with them.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
He told me that.
Rooney.
Yeah,
They got Rooney.
yeah,
Rooney
man.
got
With
Rooney-
Grime Gran. We
Rooney
knew Grime
got-
Gran before she was on television.
Really got a mad investment. I don't know where he went, what mountains. I
You
don't
know
know
it
what
is.
mountains he went to.
I'm not
Rooney's-
gonna lie,
But he came back with
a
a-
lot of bread.
I don't know what mountains he went to, but he
Really?
came back with a
100
big bag, and he was looking for
The bag
artists.
was heavy. The bag was like that.
He got these two investors called
Mark and Dean.
Mark. Who's the other guy though?
But Rooney's a nice guy though.
Oh, he's a
My
proper
man
geezer.
I'd rate him as well at how he was.
I forgot his name, but they got. There's like three of them.
They
He was
look
from
like-
Jersey.
He was from Jersey. That's what I'm saying. I forgot his name though.
Jersey is in offshore from
Offshore,
UK.
yeah.
No tax jersey.
Yes, that jersey.
Oh, but even how he's come, like how he's come to. Why for that? Even how he's rolled to the, you get me, yeah? He's wearing some beat down trainers, a shirt.
They don't
They
care.
always
innit,
like
man?
that.
They don't care, bro.
His money
Bro,
was
I've been listening.
Long.
Always like that.
crazy.
But so anyway, let me stop talking.
Yeah,
You tell
and then,
me.
And then
What happened?
we was popping in the scene at the time, so I think Risky must have looked around and just thought, okay, who are these? Like, let's make him so much noise. So he got us to do mic fight. Do you remember he did something called mic fight?
Yeah,
In the
it
ring,
didn't take
and
off
that's
though,
a
did it? Probably.
Not really. But we
I remember you was in, I remember now.
we had fun though.
Yeah.
And there was a guy called Bully, yeah?
Yes.
Bully he's like, thump him in his neck, make his hip turn. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
Where's he from?
Yeah.
He's
Where was Bully from? South.
South, you
From
innit?
South.
Yeah, he's
I-
a South you. You know Bully, bro.
I don't even want to draw him out, yeah? This was, I think,
Is he
3
from
years
Croydon
ago.
or something?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
from
yeah,
Croydon.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Bully,
know
bro.
Bully from
Bully.
He
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
I remember
yeah.
some
Hooligan
girl,
and them, man.
some girl has FaceTime me at
And
the
he's
time.
a-
I'm young,
yeah.
yeah. Not even young, like a couple years ago, yeah. Obviously this girl's my brethren, innit?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
turned the phone to someone. She's like, "Oh, one of my brethren wants to say, well, go on to you. It's Bully."
Is it?
I'm like, "No way!" You get me? I'm like, I'm gassing him up, yeah.
Yeah.
He don't believe me because obviously he ain't spoke to me for
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
I'm like, fam. Me and Shocka talk about that lyric that you spat at Mike
Up to
fights
now and
all
that,
the-
yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
think he was believing it. Do you get me? All I remember was punch him in his neck, lick his hip turn, da. Turn it to this side, lick his hip turn, da. Turn the bottom and the hip turn, da. I'm like, wow, this is real.
Nah, that's very real, bro.
We're trying to
his
speak grime
energy-
and everything.
yeah,
His
yeah,
energy
yeah.
was
His
crazy.
neck, make his hip. I'm like, yo.
His energy was crazy.
Yeah.
And if you're really from the hood, bro, I saw one of my brethren get thumped in his left side of his head,
And his hip
and his
turned.
right leg went.
And his hip turn. Yeah, this one.
Bro, and I was like, wait, what's going
Do
on?
you know the rap? Do you know why I like? Do you know why I like rap? Do you know why I like battle rap?
Sick.
They spit their lyrics, yeah, but you can picture it.
Yeah.
They
That's
paint
why I
it
love.
in it.
That's why I love battle
They were
rap.
actually
After-
out.
Shocka taught me about battle rap.
Murder
Yeah.
Mook,
But
innit, man? I took
I
Murder Mook to Tottenham, bro. We got a haircut on the high road.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just-
yeah.
I'm
That
smiling.
is-
I remember
Now he
seeing
come. I called Smiler to come.
I love battle rap.
No, it was you.
Pull up. Yeah, it's me. It's me.
It was
Yeah,
him.
it's
He's
me.
the
Yeah,
one
it's
that
me.
wore Murder Mook.
Yeah,
Still.
yeah.
Murder Mook.
He was
I'm
in
gonna
my
be
car,
real.
bro. I drove him there.
I need T-Rex to
Yeah.
come over, man, and Tay-Rock and that.
We had Bear Man them in the high road and opposite
I heard.
Bernie Grant and that. on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
barbershop
I
over
see.
there.
That's
Yeah,
where I
yeah,
see you. Like,
yeah.
I see you lot next to Tesco's.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Still, yeah, man. Go on, continue. My bad, bro.
Crazy. Yeah, no.
Too much Tottenham memories.
That's why I love battle rap, because battle rap to me, for example, it paints a picture.
Yeah, it
You
does.
get what I mean?
It
Yeah.
does.
These man, I've never seen like, and this is even I'm gonna be real. That's how I write my lyrics. If I'm not painting a picture, I think the lyrics whack.
Right, got you. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
You got to vision it.
Yeah, I have to, man. If you don't envision my lyrics, that's
What's
why
the
it's so
point, innit?
cold.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's
point?
why it's so cold to me. Do you know what I mean?
That's why Nas is Nas.
He's the best.
Project Window.
A man
Yeah.
rapped lyrics backwards. Are you lot all right?
I gave
You
you
lot
power.
pattern up, man.
I gave you power. Oh, the gun.
Yeah.
You lot
Shocka
pattern
Nas,
up, man. You get me? And this is why, not in
This
a
is
bad
different,
way,
bro.
there's certain man that the reason people can't hang is because we take this serious.
Yeah.
How man looks at music, for example.
You lot
like-
motivated me, bro.
Bro.
Nah,
I
bro, on
appreciate
camera,
it.
no cap, bro. You lot motivated, man, still. Car, I'll back up with some youths in the game that's like me, bro. Like, I
Of
can
course,
talk
of
to you
course,
lot.
of course.
Bro, you
I
know,
appreciate
you know how
that.
many times I've been to a video studio session and Neeks, bro.
Yeah, I
And I'm
know,
like,
I know.
I'll take the fake phone call and leave.
The man said he's like,
Nah, bro.
man's moving like
Bro,
Russ.
yeah.
Man's moving like Russ, like I need to go to toilet and then don't come back and that.
You know, like one time, bro, I learned it from Wiley. though. Bro,
Why
Wiley
you talk about the
bro,
game? You like funny.
I said, bro, one time I was in shoes and I said, yo, there's a shop near here, yeah? They're like, yeah, it's down on the corner. Alright, you lot want anything? I took the orders. Ribena.
That's a
that's
fire. That's fire.
What?
A man
Oh,
added
I
the
never
extra
came back.
salt in the food and that.
Bro, I went
Moving
home,
like
fam.
soap
I turned
there.
my phone off. The battery's dead.
I can't.
Everything cut out.
Wiley's the king of.
Yeah,
of-
why?
Yeah, but bro, it's like, bro.
No, but you know, I understand that as well. Not in a bad way. I don't even want to play devil's advocate. Time is expensive. You know?
Oh,
Yeah,
see it.
Time is.
But
I don't,
Wiley's cheeky though. I remember I was talking to Morgan. Yeah, Morgan was telling me, they were supposed to film some video. Yeah, and he must have like shouted Wiley. He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be there. Don't worry, mate. I'm gonna be there. He's like, all right, cool. Everything's
Do you
fine."
believe that?
I'm gonna tell you one thing, yeah. Are you finished? I'm gonna wait till you're finished, and then my one's brazy though,
Yeah?
and it involves Wiley.
And then Saturn said to him, "Let me just check Wiley's story because he's supposed to be here in a couple hours."
Oh, it's Instagram times.
Was it a
basically,
story? Or
yeah.
one of them kind of apps. It might have been Snapchat.
We had to deal
or
with him
something.
when it was just text, bro.
And bro, he told me that when he's checking my man's thing, my man's in Antigua, blood. So why are you saying you're gonna?
Can I tell my story quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Do you know why I believe you?
Oh my god.
I believe you because I've got a tune with Wiley called "Get Paid." Yeah,
Is it out?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wiley, it's my most viewed. My
Is
most
it?
viewed.
I remember it slightly.
Why can I remember it, bro?
4 million streams and that.
Oh,
The guy-
big. Come
yeah,
on, fam.
brazy. It's
Let me
a
spot you for
brazy
that.
thing
Do you
still,
remember?
yeah.
Come on, fam.
Wiley,
I'm gonna
the
Google it.
whole week he's telling me, yeah, I'm gonna roll. The whole week. To the point, me and my manager are like, yeah, we're gone. You get me? We're gassing it up.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I message Wiley and he's in Barcelona?
And it's not long ago, 6 years.
6 years,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's why I probably
Bro,
didn't know it, you
if
know.
I tell you, yeah, bro, now wasn't no.
Is he in the video? No, he's not, is he?
He's not in the
He
video.
can't be, bro.
How? He's
If
in
you get him in the
Barcelona,
video,
bro.
you gotta
In
get-
Barcelona,
That's
bro.
why the kids there, because they had to get the kids.
That's
to play
Wiley.
I was
The
about to
youth.
even get there. The you learned the lyric. Bro, we've told so my manager's gonna got his brethren and he's
Double
Michael
S,
Dapper,
you know.
come on,
Yeah,
Michael
come on,
Dapper
fam.
early and that.
Yeah, come
bro,
on,
my
Double S, you
brethren.
know.
Come on.
Come on.
So my brethren's called my manager's called his brethren and said we need a you.
Yeah.
You get me, yeah? But we need him to learn Wiley's lyrics.
Ooh, so you gotta get an actor kind of thing.
Bro, we gave him bread, whatever. The youth learned
Yeah.
the lyrics and he done so well in the video. You get what I
Big.
mean? Yeah.
God
So
bless
to a
him.
degree, it was needed. But
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
that when people see the video and they're like, "All right, that's so creative." I'm like, "Why did it?" Bro, he was in Barcelona when he was supposed to. You get me?
Anyone that knows Wiley though, from back.
But
in the day,
Wiley's my guy though. Genuinely.
my doggy as well.
Everyone
No,
knows
yeah,
you love
so-
Wiley. But if you remember back in the day, he goes, what's his lyric? He goes, you can't use my name to get your rave jam. I won't
Yeah.
turn up and stay at home with my girl.
Yeah, of course,
Jam.
bro.
Jam.
Yeah,
Remember? No. He told man.
He
He
told
told
us
man
from
early.
early.
He told him
Do
early.
you know?
And I could tell he wrote that lyric because it happened once, and he's like, "Let me just let you lot know what's
Yeah.
going on."
Not once, bro.
Innit?
That thing that I done, I emulated Wiley that he done to some West shoots. I took him to some West shoot session, and he S out on me, and then he texts me to tell me that I'm not coming back, bro.
I respect that. That's
Yeah,
that's
gangster.
That's real. That's
And I'm not gonna say who they
That's shower
were.
still.
I'm not gonna say who they were because they were tough. There's some solid youths, yeah.
Wiley said, "I don't want no
But
problems."
blood, he said, AS, my gang, bro.
I rate
I
it
ain't coming back, bro.
because someone else is not messaging you. They're telling
Them man
their
are like,
phone.
where's your boy? To me, I
Called
said,
him, "Where's your boy?" Not even, "Where's Wiley?"
So you know what I said? I'll go look for him. 1 sec. Yeah.
And did you bust that too?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Did you cut out as well?
Yeah, you mad? Bro, you see, if you think I'm gonna
AFC
answer their
was like,
questions,
oh,
bro.
Wiley's did it, so let me run Wiley.
No, it's not even that. It's just that I'm a hood youth, bro.
No, but do you know
I
why?
know the pattern.
Do you know
bro.
why you're a G, yeah?
There's no way that I can sit here and answer these questions, bro. I don't have the answers.
No, but do you know why you're a
Sway.
G as well? Do you know why
I don't
you're
have
a
the
G?
answers.
I remember I went to I'm going to tell him about the Skepta thing when he said no to my man. Yeah. I've gone to One Extra Live. No, but you know what it is? Do you know why? The older I've got, the more I respect it. Do you know why? Their time is valuable, fam. Yeah.
Saying no is better than not turning up, though.
Wallahi, I'm being honest. Yeah.
facts,
So boom now, yeah. Mine's at One Extra Live. I've gone to like I'm going toilet or whatever. I've seen some mute in the thing. He's like, double S, oh my god, rare this, and I want to send you
Bugging
some
out.
beats.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? I want beats anyway at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
I'm working.
Fam, I'm giving the youth my number, yeah. Skepta's walked past. He's like, yeah, you Skepta as well. Skepta's looked him up and down. No, Skepta saluted me first.
Yeah, because he knows you from...
The youth's like, yeah, Skepta, can I get your number, rare this, and I got some beats. Skepta's looked him up and down. He's like, nah. Hey, Dub, see what I'm saying, yeah? I'm going to link you later and rare this and then cut out. I was like, is it me the only one that keeps on saying yes to all these man, for example? That just, not in a bad way, but random at the time. Do you get what I
But
mean,
with
yeah?
that, though, he could have said yeah 10 years earlier.
No, but
I mean?
let me show you something. What I've understood, the older I've got, yeah, the moment, I'm like, Skepta's already got his situation situated. So I'm the one that makes the beats.
He's
Do you
got his
get what I
own
mean?
beats and
yeah,
him and
so
JME together.
I don't
as
really
patterns,
need
innit?
it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not saying no in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
My
I just
structure's
don't
already
need it,
structured.
yeah.
Yeah, like
And saying yes opens up too many doors.
yeah. Do you get what I
Now
mean?
you've said yes,
Phone
and then when I say
numbers.
no after, it's like, why did you say yes in the first place?
Yeah.
And now it's beef. So you might as well just give
No, I
them the
get it,
no.
bro.
I'll be
It's
honest,
like
yeah.
anything you're selling in life, you look for a
100%.
buy-in question, bro.
Exactly.
And as soon as someone gives you an answer or a reply, you follow up on it.
100%,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true still.
I hate when people ask me for the number.
Even if you're trapping, bro. If you're
I give
trapping,
it to Instagram now.
Yes.
So I used to give out my number like it's water, like I eat it. Do you get me? Yeah. And then I'm not. Some people you're gonna keep the conversation, but
keep the
other
link,
people
yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
it's not really needed.
Yeah,
like that,
it's
you know
not.
what I mean, respectfully.
because it's your own personal space. Innit,
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
you know what I'm trying to say,
Bro,
I'm active on
some
Instagram.
people are calling you all the time, you know.
That's too much, bro. I had some
Oh
weird
yeah, how's your
juice
day?
with weird
And I'm
juice,
like,
bro.
fam.
Yeah,
know
bro,
each
you know in
other,
the
like-
industry, bro. I remember, bro. You know you're right. No, he's right. Because one time, fam, one time, bro, I put out a single and I hit up some radio and I was like, oh blood, like man, I need to run this on your show on Tuesday. He's like, bro, my show I've kind of finished it. And I was like, alright, so it's not there. He's like, nah. I was like, alright, cool, little more, innit? You get me? But man's like, yeah, I got one he's on Thursday. I said, yeah, Thursday lit. I don't give a fuck. What
I'll
day it is,
maneuver,
bro.
yeah.
I'll take it. You get me? He said to me, here's his number. I'll tell him, boo. Bro, you starts ringing me, fam. You know, like,
Check
he's
how
ringing
you
down
like,
my...
how's your day? Did you
He's
eat
ringing
today?
down my phone, bro.
Did you eat today? And that?
Nah, but bro, I didn't pick up, and I said to him, bro, I'm just gonna send me an email. I'm gonna email you the tune, and then we'll talk after.
That's
Innit?
so
'Cause you ain't even
funny,
heard
man.
my tune, bro. You don't even know what's going on right now, fam.
I could be a fed.
Bro, the brother's ringing me again, and bro, I got 9 missed calls from him, and I just blocked him, bro. But I was just thinking, bro, you're right. The personal space thing, and like,
He's checking up on you, innit?
bro, I don't know you. I just don't even need this Thursday slot anymore, bro. Like, I've decided, like, you know, like,
Maybe he's a man that needs to.
no, because
He
bro,
needs to understand
no, because he
the
was
person
voice noting
before he
me weird
blames
stuff,
him. I
bro.
don't know.
He was voice noting me weird stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, we're gonna get it in, we're gonna do this. He was moving like Westwood when he shouts on radio, but not on radio.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, like, and I was just like, yeah, nah, man, I don't
I'm
know,
gonna go
man.
bang in your face, baby. Bow down and
That's
kiss
a
the
why.
ring, and I don't wear jewelry.
That's a
Pause.
why, though.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
a why,
I know,
that was
pause.
a why,
That's what
that
he's
was a
saying,
why.
though.
Hey,
Well, pause, Westwood did it.
That's
Yeah.
a why still.
But you lot got some. You know what? Talking of Westwood, that's a good segue because you lot got some classic Westwood. Do you know the one of the ones that stands out to me the most as well is Marvell and Movement.
That was the best one.
Yeah.
I think that's the best Westwood that ever existed.
Yeah, come to the mic shop.
I
man,
think
and talk to them, bro.
and
Yeah.
I've been, and there's some classic
Talk to them,
Westwoods,
bro.
but that one's special, man.
That one's entertaining.
You can watch that in any time, any era.
This was when I turned around and looked at my brethren and went, get him,
Get him, boy.
get him, because it's you and Wretch and that.
Yeah, that
Again.
Westwood. I was starstruck on that.
Scorcher was supposed to come to that set.
Yeah,
Why
Scorcher
was he not
couldn't
there?
make
I don't know,
it.
probably
Yeah, he
busy,
couldn't
probably
make
busy.
it. That would have been even more.
Can he come
iconic.
after?
Yeah, Cali
There's-
and Nero
there's-
came.
yeah, Nero came as well,
Yeah. I was starstruck. If you now go back and watch it, you'll see I was just looking at Gets.
I was
Guess
ready.
it's cold and
I couldn't
though.
because he was the only one I ain't seen.
You never met him before.
Powers.
I did, but I
Not
never
like
seen
that,
him
though.
as in
In
that
action.
setting.
Yeah.
And he's animated.
I was just Rex gave me the headphones. I was looking at Gets like, fucking up. And do you know what's crazy?
Tell
I
him.
got the best fan experience. He didn't
Yeah.
let me down. You know they say don't meet your heroes, yeah?
Yeah.
He was going
Bonkers.
crazy on that set.
Yeah.
Mental.
I got everything I needed. I didn't want to spit.
I'm gonna
But
be
those
honest,
give me the headphones.
even down to
I
me,
was
yeah,
enjoying it.
I'm gonna be honest. I was a fan of Gets. Gets and
He's
D
one
are
of the
my
hardest
favorites.
Gets.
They're my favorite MCs of all time, yeah. But I was a fan, but at the same time, I came there like. I'm double S as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Like,
You've
'cause
always been like that, though.
do you know it is? People think, yeah, with me it's just a confidence thing because it's like I write my lyrics I'm drawing myself out. I write my lyrics in 2 ways. At first, I write them like, do you know what, creativity, and then after I listen to it as a fan.
Yeah, same.
I don't know
your
how.
own ears?
I swear to you,
Mad, that's
I'll be like,
interesting.
to get me like, I'll be like, that lyric is crazy. I'm like, are they gonna go? They're gonna go ham over the 8th line. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But some people like it, some people don't like it.
I love
but
that.
I don't care.
You know what, bro? You know what used to jar me about Caliber, because he's my guy. Yeah,
He loves himself,
Bro, he loves.
Oh my god.
Cali would just come in the air and just start spitting a mad verse. A mad verse, yeah.
And he'll
That
do.
was a
No, but you know what he'll do?
That's a Tottenham
He'll do
thing.
this to you,
It's
though.
a-
He'll do this to you.
I believe every
No.
team.
Did you get it? They'll ask you if you get
That's
it.
every team, man. Though.
I'll be like,
That's a
bro,
Tottenham
I get it.
No,
Chill out, bro.
real team,
I'm
man. I
from
like
West.
that, though.
I've seen every Rolex that existed. I get it. You get
Real
me?
team, man. I
That's a
like that.
Tottenham
I get
thing,
it.
bro. That's a Tottenham thing.
Every team. If you're from Tottenham, for example,
I
you don't
get
like
it.
yourself. Yeah, I know you're not
gonna make
part
it.
of the
Yeah.
league,
Not
like,
gonna make it.
Definitely.
Bro, whether it's Oslo, whether it's Dundee, whether it's the man, them love them.
Yeah,
so
Tottenham have
they
that.
appreciate Hunt.
Come on. Hey,
Hunt will spit lyrics to me. Yeah, Metford, he's like,
bro.
I'm like, bro, Hunt. I'm like, I listen to my lyrics like that as well.
I saw him in traffic the other day, you know. That's my
guy,
doggy,
bro,
man.
that's my
Hey,
doggy.
I was cutting through
Jelani,
Stamford Hill quickly.
Jelani,
Yeah,
as well.
man.
Come on.
I cut through St Anne's quickly.
Oh, Jelani
Like,
from
Love it.
Tottenham?
Like,
love
he's
it,
there.
like,
Yeah, Jelani's from Tottenham.
Yeah, Jelani as well. Yeah.
Tottenham
Tottenham gal, wine punnet.
Yeah.
Brixton gal, wine
That's him.
till you're
I thought he
dead.
was saying it for Wretch, but he's from
Nah, that's
original
Wretch's
serious.
brethren, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's his
he's
boy.
cool.
He
That's
used
like
to
putting
be-
the man them on, isn't it?
When
Yeah.
before Shoddy Crew, there's a crew called Bundem. He was in Bundem.
He was in Bundem, innit?
Yeah.
Jelani was in Bundem, yeah.
I went to because obviously my brethren Carlito, his cousins.
His name was Menace.
Menace, innit?
His name was
Carlito's cousins are at Ferry Lane, innit? So that's why like man know Smiler and Poet and all that. But you see like he's there like Wilson and all them man over there, proper like they're patterned over there. But you see when I went to one barbecue in lockdown over there, Tiny Boost, Teff and that pulled up as well, man.
Where was that in Ferry?
Ferry, yeah, Hurricane Hunt.
Okay.
Get me, but it's me and Hurricane was talking, bro. I remember I shot a video with SBTV in 2010. Like it was when that weird time when everyone was trying to be a rapper again because of gigs and that, where everyone stopped doing grime and that. But with grime MCs trying to rap and that.
Grime's dead. That's like,
Grime is slumped.
That's Grime's dead.
So obviously everyone's got these weird trap beats and that. Remember them weird trap beats?
I went
We all had a few of them, bro. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna shoot this video.
You know, ones where man will find beats that are like roughly 140 beats.
They sound a bit, they sound a bit like,
more hip hop.
they sound a bit like Rick Ross could rap on it, but you could spit grime on it as well. Yeah. So I've gone and done a video where I'll go hood to hood and that. And Hunt, I linked Hunt and Hard Palm. I linked Hard Palm Done in outside farm. Then I linked Hunt, and he took me to one block in St Anne's, and Avellino was there, but he's a kid.
Oh shit.
So Avellino's in my video with like a really low cut and that.
Is it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And
Young boy then.
and then obviously he grew into.
Young
But
fire.
remember, Hurricane
Young
Hunt is
Fire
Wretch's
Old
brethren
Flame.
anyway, and that, so it makes you get me.
Young Fire, old flame.
But do you know what's funny? Do you, the music though, the production side of things, you just mentioned a producer stopping you in a hallway somewhere, yeah? I'll tell you a mad story, bro. So I listened to Money's the Motivation, and I had a personal favourite of the project. And remember, we're all kind of competing at the time.
course,
We were in the
of
same
course,
league, innit? Like we're on Westwood the same night, Logan the same night. You can see the Baths gassing me. Bro, you repping your ends, big. So I'm like, yeah, I am. He's right.
He's like, yeah.
And I hear this PAPER tune.
That was one of my favorites as well, you know. Even when I made it, for example, I'm gonna be real. I think, because I was listening to a lot of whether it was Wretch, Scorcher, and Gets and
Movement
Rex
vibes and that.
So we was all structuring our CDs to a degree like that. Do you get what I mean?
We
Like
was.
concepts.
We come
and-
after that.
Yeah,
We
like
come after that.
concepts and that. So for me, yeah, it was one of them situations where I'm like, I'm just going studio to. That's what I do now. Like I just go studio and knock out songs, for example, and then make a project. I might have 30 songs, for example, and then I just
Compile it.
Yeah,
Like,
do you get
yeah,
me?
yeah.
So that song, for some reason, yeah, everyone loved it.
Big tune, bro.
Like everyone loved it, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't shoot a video to it.
I actually got a beat of Shiloh
He's cold.
after that because of you.
Okay.
So big up Shiloh.
Shiloh's cold.
Because I heard that tune and I was like, bruv, you know, I had an ear for me. I always felt like I was an A&R more than a rapper. And I was like, you know what, fam, man? I
You knew
actually
your
need
thing,
to
yeah.
find the shoots. I find his MySpace.
I like him, man.
Yeah.
He looks like you.
Yeah, that's my guy, bro.
Yeah, he looks like
So
you.
I found him, and then he's told me he knows me already, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's mad, bro. And he's like, yeah, I got something for you. Woo. Sent a tune, and it was like Shiloh, Merlin,
Merlin.
Merlin's my
Fuck
guy as
yeah,
well.
Merlin.
Merlin's my guy now.
Oh.
Stigmatic.
Yes.
That's your guy.
We went to school together.
That's your
We went
guy.
to school
I had
together,
he's what he
He
done
was
my
in
intro.
D&K as well, yeah.
Coolly looking you with the
Cold.
shades, the glasses, yeah.
I don't want to say his Yash. You get me?
Yeah,
My
nah, he's
dad-
called that
my
now,
dad,
though, isn't
Yash,
he? Yeah. Then you had who else was there, man? my brethren Product, he done the tune on Random Impulse and that, done one of mine. There was a few man, bruv, that it was like we all had similar. Nana Rogues.
Nana Rogues.
From Stamford Hill.
Yeah.
My favourite guy as well, man.
Sick producer, fam.
Big up
He used
Nana,
to send me
let
rhythms and they
down.
were called MTS 1 and 2, MTS 98, MTS, and it was always like Manor to Stamford, whatever.
Nana was too
like-
ahead of his time.
Yeah,
as well, man.
he sounded like Neptunes, bro.
Yeah,
That's
his
why.
heroes.
He told me, that's what I'm saying. I had
That's
that
his
combo with
heroes,
him, bro.
yeah.
Because I had a tune, I was going to get you on it at one point. You probably won't remember because there was a tune, I laid the verse and the hook. I sent it to you. You was like, yeah, bro, we're booked studio, and I never did. And I kind of fell back from music for a while. You know what I'm trying to say? That was that kind of era.
Neptunes were Nana's heroes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And he met Pharrell. We spoke. And he was telling me, like,
I remember when
Because he made Drake Grapefruit in the end.
this is when I realised that.
Passion
Passion
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah.
I was actually with him when he found
Shit,
out.
bro. Edible.
I was actually with Nana around the
Yeah.
times when he found out that Passion Fruit was going to go on
See
the
what I'm
project.
trying to say?
And he had the Skepta. He had 2 tunes on that
Yeah, 2
project.
tunes on that. The Skepta one.
Skepta one on there as well.
He done
Nana
Tiny
Kama.
Tempers #1 as well.
And then the next time I saw Nana, he was like a fucking superstar.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Legend.
bro, lit.
When he used to send me rhythms, I said, ring him, bro, man. I say, bro, you studied Neptunes. That's what he said to me. You know, bro, they're my heroes and that.
All
bro.
of these beats, there's not one song that Nana didn't send us that weren't cold.
Yeah.
Cold.
I remember when every single time that we was making the Marvell FMs, he would send us like a beat pack,
batch.
innit? Like 10 songs, And we're like, this is so cold, what are we gonna use this for? This is so cold, what are we gonna use it? Like, that's when I started, even down to now, like how I make my songs. The main reason I'll have like 33 songs in a year,
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but I'll just make them.
Just keep cooking.
But what I do, is like I'll have like a girl folder and there's 10 songs in it. I'll have a Grime folder, there's 10 songs in it. That's how I make my songs now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's only because
good though,
of
you can
that
split them up on
100 million
projects.
percent.
Yeah.
But because producers used to always give man like a batch of beats, for example, so it's like I got to a point where I need to use all of the beats anyway. Like I'd rather stay creative than not try to find
And
the
not
flow
bother
or
that,
pattern,
yeah.
because it makes everyone else's job more easier. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
If I pattern a chorus, he can quickly go do whatever.
Yeah.
If I pattern a verse, for example, it's something to work off. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
And even when we were talking about the Marvel thing being organic, it's like the producers, everything around it was just
Normal.
It was just organic.
Made it easier.
Like the producers was working with were like
SX.
top tier, like SX.
Oh yeah, SX. Yeah,
When
he
SX
made some
started
bangers for
sending
you,
us
innit?
beat packs,
He made
life looked fake, fam.
He gave us a whole different sound.
He's-
When they gave us that Marvel music sound,
Yeah, he was
everyone wanted SX after that. Then he
SX
made
was
Woo
the
Rhythm.
Yeah.
After that, the whole
Double.
scene jumped on that. Then he made
Street Fight.
Big
Big.
Skeptonship.
Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
a banger.
That was a big tune.
That
Bro.
was a big tune.
SX gave us the cinematic feel, because I'm gonna be real, like I've always had. This
He was
whole-
cinematic, very cinematic.
And he said that the message that he sent to Vertex on Facebook, he said, "I make the best hip hop beats in the country." That's how confident he come. That's
Sick
what.
brother.
That's
Sick
what
brother.
sold it.
Yeah.
So Vertex is like, "Let me hear you."
Yeah.
Confidence.
No. Sorry, we needed something fixed. We were trying to fix a webcam or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I know how to fix it."
And then he slid.
And
his
then
tunes
he
in
said,
there.
"Yo, I'm a producer. I make the best."
By the way, yeah.
And then
Check
when we
me out.
heard the beats,
And at first,
yeah,
when, not in a bad way, like I always say this, when someone says that, we're just. As soon as we heard the beats, I was like, okay, what else has he got?
Yeah, that's what you do though, innit?
After we heard
Got pre it.
5, I was like, I don't need to hear a damn thing.
Yeah,
I
bro.
learned my lesson with that kind of mentality.
When Marvel Music,
I
do
learned my lesson.
you know what's so funny? When we, what was it? They were Marvel. No, Marvel FM 2. When did we get SX?
Yeah, Marvel
2
FM
or
was
Marvel
a big
3?
series.
Marvel FM 3.
Yeah, because you was early with Marvel FM still.
Yeah.
They come out and like.
When
you know
we
what I mean?
put out my Marvel Music, for example, we basically tested it out, but we just made the song, for example, and then we had was it not Go Out of Control? There's what's the song that we was wearing the green things, but we didn't put it out.
Land in the game.
Put Land in the Game. So because that's a grime tune, we was like, that's gonna be the first video.
Yeah, because you came from Grime, innit?
Yeah.
And then
We
evolved.
put out the CD. Everyone's saying, what the fuck is that song? That Marvel Music
First
song.
song. Because we put it on there to test it.
Test it
They
out.
Just put this first song. If they don't like it, they've got another 18 to like. No,
You man are sick still.
This one with Bookie Utes,
you man
innit,
are
yeah?
sick,
Fam,
fam.
we've gone and shot to it. Remember, we shot Land in the Game, but we just didn't like the video. It weren't supposed to be.
Right.
We've gone and
gets
shot
like that.
100 million.
It gets like that in the game, bro.
We've shot Marvel Music. The kids are dying.
it just went off from there.
I've never felt like a superstar until that moment.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You know when you're going to, I remember when that man's gone to a show, and I'm like, when I say Marvel, you say music. But in my head, I'm thinking they're not going to say it back.
They said that shit.
As soon as they said it and the girls started going mad, I was like, yeah, man, then we got something. You get me? After that, it was a long
And
day.
at that time, we had like a crazy obsession about getting signed to Young Money.
That makes sense though, because your sound, did it?
Yeah, we just wanted,
And they were lit then.
because we just loved the Little Wayne, and we just wanted to get signed to.
Nah, it's calm, fam. We never had this before. This is the first.
Yeah, this is too real.
It's Real Talk True Stories first.
Real talk, true stories first. Look,
We'll continue.
live.
Sorry, but we'll
But
crack on. He'll be back.
But yeah. We wanted to get. We had an obsession about
Young Money.
getting signed to Young Money. So we had 2 opportunities. When people ask me what's my regrets from the Marvel period,
Yep.
I've got two major regrets. Just 2. One of them.
Yeah, one second.
One of them.
The fuck?
Is this? What the fuck is going on today?
Wait,
Kind of short.
Fam, what's going on today?
Dan's been upstairs 30 minutes.
I'm not taking video calls. I'm taking phone calls,
Bro.
video calls. What's really going on here, cuz?
We got my log, Dave. Hey, bro, Dave. Look, we're in.
You sent the man them to pull up on me. I love you, bro.
My brother here now. Hey, we're in the middle of a podcast, bro. Look, we're in the middle of a podcast, my guy. You get me?
Are we filming, bro?
Yeah.
That's a Dave East.
Dave East on the line, bro. What you telling me, man? What's good, Cuzzo? Yeah, we gotta sit down and do part 2, bro. Yeah, that's a fact. You know off the rip, bro. You see me? What you telling me though? I'ma hit you up after I get out of here.
My brethren's upstairs. Dave is on the phone.
Alright, look after my boy. That's my family. My doggy, you done know. Hey, look after my boy. He's out there in Harlem. Yeah, that's family. Peace. Done know. Alright, bro, I'ma hit you when I finish the pod, yeah? Done know, Killy. Yeah.
Make sure you ask him when the new Wu-Tang's coming out.
His name's Dave North.
Sorry, man. My brethren's in Harlem, innit? You know what I mean? Sorry, bro. Go ahead, carry on, man.
Yeah. So
You took a call, I took a call.
Oh shit,
Shocka.
my phone's going off.
Is it me?
call,
Oh
we're
no,
on call.
wait. Who's on the? Some celebrity. All right.
Yeah.
cool.
So I got 2 regrets. Only 2 regrets from that time period. Just 2. Just because of what our goals was at the time, and I think we kind of forgot that was our goals, and it was happening because we was obsessed with Young Money. Yeah. So remember we met Drake.
Yeah, bro. Was it Westwoods?
No, we met
where
him
was
in
it?
Metropolis.
Metropolis
Studios,
Studios.
But obviously
Bruv,
we've forgotten about the Young Money obsession. We just in the moment meeting Drake. It's only now I think, why didn't we ask him?
We should have executed.
Play it to Wayne or like we did. We asked him for because we was that in.
You was in there.
We
at
asked
the
him
time.
for what's the instrumental we asked him?
Forgot about that, you know. The big studio room.
Successful. Remember he had successful
did it,
Trey
you done it,
Songz.
you done it,
We
you
asked
done
him
it.
for the instrumental and 40 sent it
Directly,
over
yeah, from his
direct
email.
in like quick.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, right, if we had said play our music to Lil Wayne, he would have played it.
I'm even gonna
that's
draw
one
us out.
regret. The second one is Nicki Minaj is in the country and she was in a club. She was in she's in the VIP somewhere with her manager.
Yeah.
And Vertex, being the fucking G that he is,
Big up, Jeff.
had a CD with the Marvel FM CD. He had a Marvel FM CD.
Marvel FM 3.
And he fucking slid into the VIP.
Come on.
Somehow gave Nicki Minaj's manager the CD with our number on it. And just the bouncers are trying to take him out. He wasn't meant to be there, but
Trying to grab him and that.
take this. He's like, come on, take this though. They took it, bro. Like
They
a week
emailed us.
later,
They emailed us,
they
yeah.
called and said, "Yo,
We fucked up though.
They called and said, "Yo, we listened to the project. I don't
That
know about the
first
rest
song?
of them, but remember we put Marvel music first to test it.
Yeah.
Who's that? We
That
don't because the
first
rest of
song?
it was grime.
Yeah.
Who's that? We don't know about the rest, but that first song.
And you got more of that.
way.
And
Who's that? You got more of that. That's
Who
just
produced the first tune?
SX. It
He
was
might
a
be the
whole
best
new
producer
sound.
in the country.
Bro, look,
Clear.
that for, even do you remember the label 679?
Yeah,
Kano
of course,
signed
yeah,
to?
yeah,
fam.
yeah.
They called. We had a meeting of them.
They're serious,
because
yeah. They came
Marvel
from
Music
Garage
got
and everything.
posted on Global Grind.
And they got-
You know Russell Simmons.
Global Grind, yeah,
Russell
yeah,
Simmons
yeah.
had a website called Global
Yeah,
Grind.
remember
So
it.
once it got posted on there, all the labels and Americans see it. So 679 called us in. And said, "Yo, have you?" But we didn't have because we experimented
We're
with that
young,
song,
yeah, like we're
so we didn't have
freestyling.
more. We've only had that one.
Yeah.
So we're trying to play other songs, and they're like,
They're
"No,
not hearing it.
we
We
want
want
that one." So
Even
that's
how-
my only
Pain.
regret.
Even how we got
Because it was trappy, innit?
Yeah, it was a new sound, brand new sound.
How we got the beat to the beat from what's it called 40, yeah?
Yeah.
40, we've seen obviously Drake at the front bit of Metropolis. So I don't know if it was Shocka. Shocka's like, Drake's over there.
Vertex was Vertex.
He's like, Drake's over there. I'm like, I've just heard Drake's CD, the whole of So Far Gone, innit? Yeah, you like capping.
It's early, you know.
I've seen him,
They're
yeah.
early on Drake, you know.
Bro, Drake's on. Oh my God, I just went to Ralph Lauren. Everybody, I'm like Drake. Ralph, you get me, a young Ralph, man.
you
You
wear,
get
bro,
me, yeah.
yeah,
100.
yeah.
No, but I didn't say this to Drake. I'm lying. You would have mashed me up.
I like you. I like you.
Funny.
I like this guy. I love this guy.
I was a polo don.
This is my guy today. I love this guy.
Pattern up. I'm gonna be real Ralph, a young thing. I didn't say that to you. So
he said Ralph.
What's his name?
Ralph
40. The next day he's seen us. He's like, oh my god, Marvel boys, whatever the case is. Yeah. He's like,
That's lit.
Can you get some weed? I'm like, of course.
They always do this to us.
Immediately.
Fucking I know weed, man, bro.
So we've called.
You're on
I'm not
weed,
even gonna say the name, but we've called Gav. I've said the name.
We all know.
I'm joking.
My guy.
So
Yeah,
man's
What?
called. Man
Gav,
called.
Gav.
Yeah.
No, Gav.
So we called Trust Me Boom and
yeah,
Trust but everything and
I can't
boom.
say anything else. That's
Original,
right.
yeah, Trust Me Boom, man. That's you get me. We've called him. He's like, yeah, man's got that. You get me, yeah.
Of course. His surname's mad. Oh my days.
Man, I'm not even gonna say it to you.
No,
much,
but think
son.
about it though. His surname.
Yeah, the Mazayin,
Yeah,
the Mazayin. We're not gonna say too
yeah.
much, but boom now, yeah. Gone and collected whatever we collecting, yeah. Mad.
Yeah.
I
You
read
just got, you get me?
what you've just
Yeah,
played,
yeah, okay,
and,
cool.
yeah. So we've bought it down. A big something to get me, yeah. 40's like, rah, we've been trying to get this for time and we couldn't even. I'm like, no, we got this, man. We're young and now we've got this, man. Don't worry. Boom, can we get car? Obviously, we've been listening to so and so. He's like, yeah, no, I'll send that to you now, immediately, while he's lighting up in the room. Do you think we can light up in Metropolis?
Yeah, they kick you out.
They're lighting up in Metropolis.
Yeah,
That's
man.
when I realized, oh, it's a different time period.
Different things.
Get me, yeah, man.
Our vlog was going crazy.
Yeah, it's a vlog. It was a vlog.
It was long after
a
that,
vlog,
still. I'm
so
gonna be
we
real.
said to
After
Ford-
You
that,
lot first at vlogging though.
of course.
No, I think Bashi was first.
Actually, no.
Oh,
Yeah, Bashi
I think we had the
Wiley
street
car
team
crash
first.
and
We had the street team first.
The Wiley car crash. You remember
Yeah,
that?
we had
Oh
the
my days.
Bashi's
You remember
vlog was
that?
crazy.
No.
Bro, Bashi
These
was.
smart days.
He was not. Yeah, no, he was filming Wiley in Ladbroke Grove, chatting to him up behind the camera.
Okay.
And then a taxi just crashed into a car.
Chatting shit to him.
Yeah, and then they've come over to us. Did you look catch the number plate? And then Wiley went, you know what? That was your fault, mate. To the
Ali's
guy,
a real guy, though.
he said it weren't her fault. It was your fault. So I can't give you the number plate.
While he's honest. He's on point.
But so Bashi might have been early then. with
Yeah,
a lot of
Bashi
things.
was early.
That's why I put him in the top 50 because
Yeah,
I think he's
Bashi
early
was
with a lot of things still.
Yeah.
He was cold.
Marketing and that.
One thing I loved about Bashi is freestyling.
That Chubba Chups marketing was
No one's
crazy.
better at freestyling
Gone.
than
Yeah,
Bashi.
nuts.
Yeah, gone clear.
Nuts.
And it came with a free chopper chops.
Yeah.
You know,
Smart marketing.
pause.
Smart marketing.
You know what I want? You know, Jumper Chop's crazy. The lollipop. You know what's mad? Yeah, what I want to get into as well, bro. One thing that we can't forget, bro.
Yeah.
We have to get into the shocker, bro. You went through a hard time, man. As a person, as a man, as an individual, right? And we touched on it throughout multiple times, but because we were busting joke and banter and red life comes at you fast, innit? You understand me? Like,
Yeah, for
you see how you're just moving,
Yeah.
boom, 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 things is going sick and that. Where does like your journey change from being like Marvel MCing into going through your hardships? Because I feel like it's jumping a big time gap, innit? There's a
Yeah.
break where you lot kind of did it fizz out or something, and then
It
you
was
lot
heading
kind
Trying to
of
figure it out, I would say.
It was heading towards that.
yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
I think it changed like 2011. We got signed in 2010, and then we got dropped from the label Risky Roads and that 2011, the year after, and like
Fuck
we
them
wasn't.
lot.
Yeah, we,
Not Rooney, but the label,
they're my guys.
Yeah,
Me
nah,
and
big up, but
What happened?
the
Business.
song didn't do well, bro.
Business.
yeah.
But we didn't. We're new to
It
the
happens,
industry, so
yeah.
we've never
Remember
been signed
when- you
before.
deserve
Remember,
more than that, though.
we was freestyling a lot, yeah, to the point that when it comes down to business, for example, you don't like now understanding everything. For example, a lot of the time managers are not wrong with how they move because they have to make it make sense on their.
yeah,
as well,
they
you
have
get
to
what I
see
mean?
through the bullshit.
Yeah, like so to a degree, if the numbers are not coming in, for example, they have to make this investment make sense or whatever.
That's
the
just
case
how
is.
the game
ROI.
goes. People
Yeah,
get
yeah,
dropped
yeah.
every
It's called
day.
return on
yeah.
investment, isn't it? It's
Yeah, it has
ROI,
to make
so
sense, yeah.
you know. But
But
still,
we never
though,
had no one round us that's
Yeah,
been
that's what I'm
signed.
trying to
Like, do you know what I
say.
mean? I can tell
it's a
us.
bit
That's why I
unfair.
asked
It's
you
a bit
about
unfair in a way.
remember
That's
that
why I'm
you
saying
very
fuck them, man.
100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
Only
early.
a choice few.
Yes. And we
Only
never
a
had like
choice
a
few
group
got
around
signed.
us that's been signed that can say, yo,
Yeah.
this is how you bounce back from it.
Yeah, this
It's
is how you
normal.
move.
This is what. So it was
Trial
like,
and error. but
We're
it's
like, remember, we're as kids, yeah. Remember, we've dropped everything else out for this.
Yeah.
You know, do you get what I mean? Like we're not.
Oh,
doing
hell yeah,
roads,
locked
no
in.
nothing.
Locked
So
in, bro. Yeah,
to a degree,
locked in,
it does play on you. Do you get what I mean? And especially if you don't know where it's going, for example,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Any single time I don't know where something's going, for example, I keep to myself sometimes. Do you get what I mean?
Did you at that point say that's the last straw then?
So obviously before the situation,
Yeah.
for example, I genuinely, because remember I was always on my own thing at the beginning. So then when the Marvel thing happened, it was my sacrifice. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So because it was to a degree, because it was a sacrifice, for example. Eventually, after a while, before, like when there was a moment, for example, where I was like, I don't know if this is gonna happen. And my thing is, I'm too young to not try at least pursue.
And I'm getting older.
Yeah, like
at the same time
I
as
need,
I'm young.
because I've always been like this. I've always been a team player, which is a good and a bad thing sometimes. Yeah,
That's
but I've always been a
blessing,
team.
bro.
It's amazing, but I'm saying it in a sense of now looking back as a man, for example. If, say, for example, people on the team, for example, are not on the same page. Like, Shocka's always been there, for example, on the same page. But I would say Vertex always had, like, sometimes other priorities. Because remember, Vertex is a cameraman. He's now looking back at it, for example, he's got a lot on his plate.
Probably had a different schedule on that.
I don't
He
know.
had a youth first as well.
Like,
oh, really?
A lot was going on.
Okay,
A lot was going on. So,
he had a kid from long, innit?
So now it's only taken me, when I got older, for example, to assess everything, to be like, okay, it can't really be a man's fault or whatever the case is. But when I assess that, for example, I look at it like, the only time I'll sacrifice whatever I've got going on is if we're all on the same page, aligned. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. When we're all aligned, for example, I know. Let's say, for example, you lot work together, for example, and you lot have got a shop that you need to open up. Yeah. If you're too busy because you went raving the night before, you just phone him and he's gonna open it. Do you get me?
Yeah, you can have a balance.
Whereas when we're all not on the same page and then the shop doesn't get open, but multiple times we're ruining the business. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So now understanding this, for example, if you're all aligned, it's okay to sacrifice your thing. But if you're not all aligned, for example, in my mind, I'm young, for example, I don't know if I can get this moment again. I've sacrificed too much already. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go for my own attempt. Do you get what I mean?
Gotta give it a go.
Yeah. Carry on.
So when that finishes, where does that leave you, bro? Like when you said like Double S, he's decided, you know what, I'm gonna give it a solo run again. Vertex probably got something to fall back on with the camera and that. What does that? Where do you sort of sit with that?
Yeah, I felt like when I think back on it now, I put way more pressure on myself than I should have.
Right.
But I think that just comes with when you're younger.
Yeah,
when
you don't know no better.
When you're younger, everything just seems so big. You know, like when you hear you saying, my time's running out, and they're only 21.
I hear people,
You're staring at them.
bro.
I'm
I hear
now.
Like, I was chatting to someone the other day and I was like, bruv,
bro,
like,
you do that a lot, you know.
Yeah, like, I'm 25, it hasn't happened yet. And I'm like, that's what I sounded like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what are you talking? I will swap with you
Got a whole
now.
50 years ahead.
Like, I will swap that 25 with you now.
But
You know when you
got 60 more years.
Feel like this, yeah. You know when kids fall in love young, and they can't breathe. I'm like, are you alright?
Yes.
How much nannies out there?
Yeah.
So much girl out there.
No, bro.
You tell them a couple years from now, you won't.
But
you know, in their minds, you know why? Yeah, because
Just
now
another
it's
montage.
until you go into the work. Like, bro, let's be very honest. Yeah.
Yeah, fam.
A lot of us, we mash works over here. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Gal-wise. Not even allegedly. We do this. I know you lot have beat. You get me? Yeah. We haven't even been outside of like UK, like going to Florida and going to
at that time.
Canada. Now we that's what I mean. Yeah, like we haven't gone Canada, we haven't gone Argentina, we haven't gone DR. You get
Brazil.
me, yeah? We ain't gone Miami, we ain't gone
Brazil.
even down to now. So man haven't gone, and you're stressing about love and that. You're joking. You're joking. But obviously, it takes for you to start seeing the world.
You're in Fairy Lane.
We're in Fairy Lane and that. You get what I mean? Like, thinking about love and NP and that. There's so much. Bro, I'm gonna be real. Music opened me up to so much different. Now you like that. Music opened me up to so much different scenarios and situations. I was just like, oh, I've always got time, but it's me that's overthinking it. You know what I mean? A lot of the time.
Yeah. In hindsight, when I look back on it, I'm like, I put so much pressure on myself at that period.
Yeah.
But I get why.
You want more.
Looking at it on
Ambition,
paper, I see why the pressure was there. It's
so
like
close,
Double
bro.
was already doing features, kind of floating here and there. I remember he was doing the song with Deneo and Wretch.
Yeah. That was
So
a banger.
remember that song?
It was for Dubplate Drama.
Dubplate Drama. So he was
Soundtrack.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So he was already doing shit. Double S was doing. I mean, Vertex was doing like his videos and like I was trying to figure out my shit because I never had nothing going on.
Right.
So Marvell was like my main foundation.
Yeah.
So when we lost the label moment as well,
It's kind of like, fuck, bro.
I'm like,
It's another minor setback again.
and it's like,
feels
and I
major.
remember at that time, Creps and Conan was creeping.
Do you remember that?
There was because
You're sick for that, you know. Because that's why I remember they linked Chip, innit? At one point.
Yes,
They got
yes,
that
and they
point where
did
it
Go
was-
Down South and all them songs.
Yeah.
Creps and Conan was creeping,
Yeah.
and like, not saying we was in competition, but like, you know when you can feel the energy.
It
like,
is competition though. A little
but
bit.
we weren't in direct
No,
competition.
not direct, but it's the same.
It's the
feel.
groupie dynamic kind of thing.
But
Yeah,
where
yeah.
where I felt the shift was when Skepta brought us on tour. So remember I said we got dropped from the label 2011.
Yeah.
We was trying to get back on our feet, and Skepta kind of helped us because
Did
he
that
was
with
like,
Captain Conan too, right?
that's what I'm saying. Both of us at the same time.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Man, I
So,
hear that.
but like,
Big up Skeppy
but
for
it
that
was
though. Big.
it was we was at different energy wise. So like, Creps and Conan was like coming up with that through ball that Skepta gave them, and we were kind of hanging on with that through ball.
Right.
So it's two different energies.
That's
Creps and Conan's looking like, yo, we're gonna take this and we're gonna go to the next level.
But you're
we're
like, we
looking
need
like,
this.
thank God we got this. We need this. So it was a desperation kind of energy. It's two different things. So like we were kind of hanging on, and I remember like I think they did Bigger Fish after, and we was meant to do Bigger Fish. So like I kind of felt the shift, and like in my mind I just blew it out. I remember like the conversations I was having, because it's me. I know the conversations I was having myself at that kind of period, and like it's not like how mental health is now, where
it's now. People can talk about it.
I can call
back then,
up
bro, fam. Oh,
back then you had to just put
talk
on
about
like
it.
A face and just come
pretend
around the man
everything's
and
alright.
pretend like everything's cool. But like, bro,
they'll tell you pattern up and that, bro. What are you moaning about? Pattern
while
up,
I was going home,
That's why you always need an OG as well.
it's but mentorship is a shortcut.
100 million %, 100 million %.
It's the only shortcut, bro. 'Cause it cuts the time in half
Somebody could talk
because
to you.
they've done it before.
That's why no disrespect, yeah.
That's true.
All boys need dads, yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason being, for example, is a lot of the time we go into life, for example, and we're trying to figure it out, but we're gonna make mistakes. It's by force because you don't have a routine or whatever. So whether it's mentorship or even down to a dad, for example, or an older figure that's gone through the experience or the situation, for example, is the only time you don't have to make my mistakes. Like me, I always say to Shocka, I'm very sure because I've made a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? My mistakes tell me what not to do.
Learn from them. Definitely.
Simple, yeah.
And my dynamic was completely different to them because I'm an only child.
Right.
Vertex is an only child too.
Dad around?
Dad ain't around.
Right, okay,
Vertex
cool.
has got his dad.
Yeah.
Dad ain't around. So
See
dad
that-
ain't
see
around.
that already, yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
it's
I've only
heavy.
got my mum, and like I'm at an age where my mum can't really tell me nothing anymore.
Mums, you know what it is, bro? Mums are females, they're queens, they're ladies.
But they can't raise men.
Yeah, they can give, they can, yeah.
As it, do you know, it is.
Right.
I
They
sometimes
can give birth to
I
them
love-
and they can help them, but there's a certain, they can raise men,
And let me tell you, I'm
but
gonna
there's
talk
an
to you.
element of
No,
a,
you
of
need
a
the
farmer.
man, bro.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
that's
what. Let me
required.
let me
You know
even
what I'm
put it
trying
like
to
this,
say?
yeah.
They do their best version of
I'm
it.
very honest, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a man, for example. My dad passed away 8 years ago, yeah.
Oh, God bless, bro,
Rest in
man.
peace.
To the family, man.
Bro, my dad was the realist. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And my dad is how you see me bantering and rare this and that. My dad was.
You got it from him.
Yeah, like but he would never do that with us.
Yeah.
My dad is a strict Muslim man. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, and I know why. Because he has to maintain a lot of people and a lot of things. Do you get what I mean? And it only took for me to understand him the more I didn't have him. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So one thing I always say to myself, yeah, is I love my mum to like. My mum probably don't even know how much I do, but I've realized I'm not going down your road. I'm going down my dad's road first.
Yeah.
Because I always say, yeah,
Father like son.
100 million %.
Yeah.
And reason being, yeah, let me even add a bit more to it, yeah. All men, especially for, not even men, but kids, yeah, for example, your first two computers are your mum and your dad. I don't care. Like when one of them's not there, for example, the main reason you go out of control because you don't know
Missing an element of something.
Yes,
Yeah.
of-
You've touched on
whereas-
that before, innit? As well.
It's facts. Whereas when you say, for example, when you know what your dad's gone through or you know what your mum's gone through, it can kind of navigate you a tiny bit more better.
Yeah, hell
Do you
yeah.
get what I mean? There's specific things I didn't know about my dad, but I could just sense it. Do you get what I mean? Like I know why. Like I'll
Same
understand
DNA
how
and that.
100%.
Yeah.
I know why I move the way I move. I know why sometimes I'm very assertive and I'm very what's it called? I might banter Bear, for example, but I'm very like if I was on Dean, I'm scared. Do you get what I mean? Like I think it will be too much for certain people, for example, in this day and age anyway. I'm a person I don't really like being told what to do like that, if I'm gonna be very genuine on it. But now I've got to a point where this is why the whole feminine thing, for example, yeah, because you're not going down that direction, you're gonna see a lot of wrongs in it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, as a man. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, and it's not their fault.
Because you're outside looking
They're
in.
nurturers.
Yeah.
But we're people, for example, that when I wake up, for example, I can't. If something went wrong, I can't be too nice. Do you get me? I have to make. Well, me, the person that has to make it make sense. I'm on. Do you get me? So now I've got to a point where I mentally understand. Oh, my mum can give me all the advice in the world, but there's something my dad would have said that would have executed this quickly. Do you get what I mean? Because he's gone through the experience, for example, as a man. Do you get what I mean? The mum thing, for example, to me is a nurturer's. Like she's more nurturing and making sure that you eat, making sure that you
100%,
read
man.
this and that.
100%.
But the man thing, for example, is making sure you take action. Do you get what I mean? The man doesn't complain. He understands the scenario. If he falls, he's gonna get back up straight away, rare this and that. He has no
Provider.
time to
It's providing and then nurturing. It's
100%.
two slightly different things.
And like, sorry to cut you, but like coming from an African background as well, I never had someone to come in and say, yo, what you're going through is severe depression.
Yeah.
That word.
Talk about it, bro.
I only started hearing that word.
It's only been like the last 5-10 years.
Honestly,
Fair,
and it's existed forever, but I only,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I only started hearing it.
Yeah. You know, you got to, just go through all the things with that, bro.
I only started hearing it. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
never had someone to come in and be like, yo, it's only now we're late, because I saw something on TikTok the other day and they was describing 5 signs of trauma.
Yeah.
And when they was going through the 5 signs, I was like, raw, that's what our parents go through. And they don't even know that's what it's called. So they're walking around with this heavy burden on them, thinking it's a normal burden, not knowing that, no, you're suffering
Baggage.
from trauma. Do you know what I mean? And they don't know what it's called.
It's not accepted within,
So, like-
when the cultures, like
So
even
me-
Caribbean culture, bro,
Yeah.
like not accepted.
So anyway, back to 2011 times, I ended up getting section.
I know,
and put in a mental health hospital.
Yeah.
But like, at that time, that was the worst thing that could have happened to me.
Was that the first time, 2011, that happened?
That was
to
the
you?
first time, 2011. That was like the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Now it's like the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
What, because you needed to take a break, or?
Because I've learned so much about people in general.
Right. Okay.
I deal with people completely different.
Yeah.
And when I see someone going through something, I look at them completely differently.
Care way more, empathy.
Way more.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I would have never had that connection if I didn't go through something like that.
Yeah, it's real,
Do
bro.
you know what I mean? Like, when I was in hospital, I spoke to patients and I'm asking them, how did you get here? Like, how did you arrive in this place? And the man are saying like, my baby mom took my child from me and it tipped me up. I'm hearing all these different stories.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the Jewish guy with the hat. I'm like, bro, what you
You're
doing?
here as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
everyone's
everybody.
here.
Everybody.
So it's like, it made me realize like
Everyone
mental health,
struggles.
there's 2 things that's universal, death
Yeah.
and mental health.
Yeah.
We've all got a head on our shoulders.
Everyone
Unless you're walking around with a head on your shoulders, I'm like, he's
Yeah.
not involved.
Yeah.
But as long as you've got a head on your shoulders, you're liable.
Yeah.
It takes one thought, bro, for you to meditate on that
100%.
can take you there.
Yeah.
And I was in, and then my whole music, what I stood for,
Yeah.
everything just changed.
I noticed that.
It got bigger, it got universal, because
Yeah.
I was like, what I'm talking about is so small.
Yeah.
I'm talking about clothes and still, it's
Material
cool.
bullshit, innit?
It's
Yeah.
but like, there's like the human struggle. I kind of tapped into that. And I feel like there's a few people throughout history that's tapped into that. Like Tupac tapped into
Yeah,
the
he did,
human
he did.
struggle.
100%.
There's people that tap
That's why
into
he's
like
universal.
their community struggle, and there's people that tap into like what humanity's going through as a whole.
yeah.
I feel like my music now and the book I've just written, everything I've done, can be played to generations and generations and generations to come, because it's not restricted to like a community. It's like something that humans are going to go through
it's a
till the
issue.
end of time.
I've
that
already done
people
that.
suffer from.
Listen, it's interesting you talk about trauma, yeah, because just last year, just recently actually, I did a program, not a TV program, a program. I do a lot of charity programs off my own back, and I did a program dedicated to trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Speak About It, Heal Out of It. And one of the days that I was in my sessions with some of my older, because I did 2 sets. I did one that was in high schools and another one that was for people that were older, up to the age of 26, and most of them are people that had come from care.
Yeah.
So they spent most of their teenage to adult to young adult life in care. Now I played them Self Love by You.
Jeez, yeah.
What's interesting, yeah, is that a lot of them knew it already, bro.
That's crazy.
A lot of them knew it, because the reason I wanted to play it to them is because I noticed through conversations with them, maybe through some of the things that they've been through and the way that they've been treated, is that a lot of them didn't see the strength or the value in themselves.
Yeah.
And they would talk to me about what they're trying to do for others, but I'm like, yo, self-love.
Yeah, that's where it
And
starts.
The lines from your song always stayed in my head, like, you give everybody else love,
Yeah.
but you never give yourself love.
Yeah.
Don't forget about
Yeah.
self-love.
Yeah,
You see
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Something that I show to them. And to go back to your story, it's interesting listening to you talk. I've spoken to you about this before already.
Yeah.
But
Where you not spoke?
we spoke a few times still. Yeah.
What, you on a show with that? Or?
We even did a live together.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did a live,
big,
yeah.
big, big,
Yeah.
big. No, I didn't know, innit? What?
Yeah.
I said we done a show.
Like that, like,
Show,
man, allowed
show.
to know each other.
No, I'm glad.
How you know my friend?
No, but I'm glad they do. Because it's a good brother to know.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense.
Meeting him was very I think, to be honest, not to give you all the credit, but I think since meeting you, it really made me a lot more introspective in trying to do stuff to help people, because I realized even in myself that, do you know what, there's actual PTSD that I think I have,
a lot of us,
and
yeah.
things that I've been through, and it made me say, well, do you know, who did I have to go to? I didn't have nobody. Who is there for the young people to go to now? Not really anything. You could be on the mental health waiting list
for 2-3 years.
bro.
I get messages all the
NHS
time
long
saying I've been on the
time.
list for like
So,
5, 6, 7 years.
I always
crazy,
think to
innit?
myself, if something's not happening, what do? You do
Yeah.
something about it. So I picked myself up and I did something about it. And even last year, towards the end of the year, I registered my own charity.
Yeah.
This year,
Mashallah.
hopefully, I'm going to be
That's
doing
amazing.
more big
Inshallah.
projects. But it's not about me. Back to you. Yeah. What's important? What I picked up from what you were saying is that you spoke earlier about how long you think about a decision before you make it, and then once you make it, you make it.
Done. Yeah.
I feel like what happened with you is that I think your introspection, that introspective nature that
It was
you have,
birthed from then.
yeah,
definitely.
but I think firstly you might have thought of it as a weakness,
Yeah.
but now you realize it's your superpower.
Yeah, definitely.
You get me, and you're
Yeah,
using
isn't
it for
it?
good.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
even your energy is like, not that there was anything wrong with you before, but your energy that you have now, bro, has been birthed into such a massive giving and positive way.
Yeah.
I love being around you, bro, because whenever I'm around you, I just
Mate,
feel positive.
He makes
energy.
me more humble.
Yeah, blood, I feel positive.
Oh, he's my
energy.
mate. Fuck it, he's your mate as well.
And I
My
think
name's
it's,
Double. I got 2 sides, but he makes me.
and why I say it is because I think it's important for everyone to realize, yeah, you might be in a state where you think a lot about things, and sometimes them thoughts become a little bit troublesome for you. But actually understand that ability for you
Overthinking
to
is a
think-
disease,
It's
bro.
a blessing, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
but
disease,
it's a
overthinking.
disease,
Yeah.
but it can also be a strength.
Yeah, but you know
It
what
can
it
be a
is.
power.
You know what
But
it is?
we just have
Misuse
to-
of it. It's
Yeah,
the misuse.
You know how
Yeah, it's the misuse of it.
how I've started perceiving overthinking, because I believe I overthink a lot.
Yeah.
But I perceive it as basically too much is going on in the computer. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's all the
and
program, innit?
sometimes, if basically just don't take it too literal. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. How I gauge, it's like music, for example. Ask him, like, I take so long to do whatever I'm doing, for example, but you see, once you hear it, it's a movie. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, you would think like 10 man did this. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So that's how I view overthinking. I think it's just too much stuff going on, or whatever the case is. And if you learn how to kind of govern it, you'll know how to. It reminds me of cleaning up my house. If I've got 6 rooms in a house, for example, and it's all a mess, or whatever the case is, if I overthink it, I won't move. Whereas if I be like, you know what, let me clean up one room, then one room, then one room, and whatever the
You
case
have to
is.
you have to approach life like that. You know what it is? It's like, you
100%.
know, like any kind of form of business that you're doing, whether it's like, and you got to look at life like business sometimes. 'cause
I look at everything like business.
like, you know, like
even relationships.
the to-do list is a thing.
Forgive me
that's
for drawing it out.
Nah, bro, it's facts, because it's a step-by-step
100%,
gradual thing that grows.
100%.
You have to take steps, but you know, like a to-do list is something that like the super richest billionaire has. So if everybody's on the same level and agreeing that you need to make a to-do
fine.
list, and you need to prioritize, organize, delegate, book things into the diary and the calendar, that's a universal thing for someone that's super successful and someone that ain't got
You know why
shit,
you're a
bro.
rude boy, yeah? I've never had a job until I had kids, yeah?
Yeah.
The first time I went to a job, a man gave me a manifesto.
Mm.
And I was like, what the fuck's a manifesto?
You gotta-
Remember,
you
we
gotta
don't
vision it.
do this in the hood, and we don't do
Yeah.
this in music, yeah?
Yeah.
As grime youths,
Yeah.
yeah? What the fuck's a manifesto?
Put things on there that you want.
That's what it's supposed.
Vision
That's
board.
how I started viewing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But even forget that. On the job, for example, yeah, a manifesto, for example, is something that you lot, 10 of you lot in this group, for example, have to do this, for example, so you lot can get paid at the end of the week, and at the end of the month, and at the end of the year. Do you get me? And then he's gonna get 70K at the end of the year. He's gonna get 40. But if you lot don't think in this manifesto, we're gonna sack you. If we mentally
vicious
look at
reality.
our life like that,
Yeah.
life
Do
will
more
be
in it.
fine.
Yeah,
Do you
you
know
do
why?
more.
We all know what we need to do.
And sometimes we just put Netflix on instead.
Egypt.
Yeah.
You get me, yeah?
Pretty much,
If there's
bro.
10 man and there's a manifesto,
Yeah.
you'll know who's joking. And
Yeah,
it organizes
yeah.
and structures, you feel me, yeah?
Facts, fam.
Fam, I only figured this out when I first had kids, you know? I'm like, oh, so there's no... Basically, what I started realizing, for example, is when you've got the right team and the right whatever the case is, for example, no one can
Guidance.
point fingers and say rare this and that. You just didn't do your job in that thing.
No excuses as well.
Yeah,
You know, you
like,
can't have these excuses.
That
we let-
manifesto
you know what I
thing
mean?
troubled me. I swear to you, I never looked at life the same after that.
Facts.
Deep,
Because
bro.
remember, they're in a big company, for example, that generates a certain amount of money every single year.
And the show goes on if you're here or not, fam.
Wherever you're
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
I'm going to put
You know
someone
what I'm
else in that
saying?
position
The
that's
show
going to
goes
take
on.
the job serious. You
Who's
feel
that
me?
person who gave you the manifesto?
I forgot what my man's name is, but I just know
Big him up, though.
I'm going to buy him a
Big up,
rollie
man,
when I
man.
do my thing, innit? I'm going to be, he changed my
down,
life,
bro.
I swear to you.
No, I've had the same things, bro. Like,
Yeah,
man's
bro.
gone into like sales jobs. and all
Yeah,
that,
bro.
and you meet a brother that, like, one
He just
brother
changes
said
your
the
life.
maddest thing to me, you know, cuz, some Bangladeshi from
What'd he
the
say?
east. He said to me, listen, bro, yeah. That's what he said to me, listen. He pulled me to the side. Listen, bro, about ASB, yeah. I didn't tell him ASB.
No, but he drew
I'm
you.
Adam, bro.
He knew though.
He said, I've seen you on SBTV.
He
That's
drew
what he
you
said
out,
to me.
yeah.
I've seen you on SBTV, yeah, you're sick, but this ain't that.
Yeah,
Man said you gotta dot your I's and cross your T's because you're bringing that hood shit in.
yeah,
there,
it doesn't work.
And I was like, I hear that still.
It doesn't
What
work.
are you telling me
fam.
then? You know them ones.
Yeah, what's the pattern that
we had
you're
a
giving
reason.
me? Yeah, hundo.
And bro, you know, it's mad because even I went through anxiety, bro. I didn't know my nan died of cancer, God bless her soul. And my nan was like my second mum blood. You get me? Like, I felt like I lost like my mum blood. Like, it was
of course,
hurt
of course.
man, cut man, deep
Of course,
still.
of course.
That's why I ended up living in America for a while because I just
Okay.
never came back because I was upset,
I
bro.
was so shocked that you even did that. You know,
I know,
I
fam,
respected
man.
it still.
But blood, I swear to God, bro. For a minute, I thought I was sick, bro. I thought I was sick, bro. Like physically sick. Like I couldn't sleep. My body felt weird. Like, I didn't feel right, bro.
Because a part of you's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, but like when I was young, I had a couple seizures as well when I was a pitney. So I automatically attributed it to that. I must be that. So I'm going A&E every night and that. I'm going A&E all the time, bro. Doctors, appointments, brain scans. I had everything you can think of, bro. And then, bro, one nurse gave me a diazepam tablet in A&E, and I just fell asleep. Crashed, bro. And then she said, "Oh, he's anxious." But obviously, you know these words, they're like kind of.
when you're
Yeah,
young,
triggers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you're young,
exactly.
Nah, because the ends, anxiety,
Yes,
depression.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
like you're ill,
Yes,
sick. You're not
yes.
one of us anymore.
Yes.
And that, like, so you kind of nah, I'm not anxious, and that. No, I'm telling you, you are, like, kind of thing. And I realized that obviously, two things. One, the tablets don't last long, bro. Like they gave me a couple of doses of tablets, and by the end of the week, bro, they weren't even putting me to sleep.
They're not
no more.
doing that, yeah.
I had to like actually like bust a nut to go sleep and that at the time. And that, bro.
Funny, yeah.
Nah,
Love
that's
it,
what
yeah,
me.
that.
Remember that? Yeah, respectfully. I had to find a way to sleep, basically.
Of course.
And then I realised, bro, I spoke to my same brethren from Tottenham, you know. This is a Tottenham episode. This is going to be called the Tottenham EP. My same brethren from Tottenham, he said to
told
me,
you he's from T,
yeah,
man.
he said, blood, get on the fucking treadmill, fam. What's up, blood? Like, go gym.
Proper
You know what I'm
healthy
trying to
stuff.
say?
Yeah, 100%.
He's like, man up. And man up, you know how that feels, bro. Like, if someone tells you man up in relation
feels
to
a bit
depression,
soft. It feels a bit,
it feels harsh, bro. Like, what do you mean, man?
So
Like,
they're
I'm
trying
not a
to
man,
say,
bro. What are
like,
you talking
you're-
about, blood? You
yeah,
get me?
they're trying to say that.
But he meant it in a way, like, I know you, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're
just-
stronger than
just
this.
get over
Yeah,
that,
you're
yeah. You know
stronger
what I
than
mean?
this,
Move
yeah.
forward. You know what I'm trying to say?
I
thank
think
him.
man up without instructions is harsh.
It's a
It
ego
was,
thing, yeah, yeah,
but
I know.
remember-
But with instructions, it's not, because he said man up, go
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's telling you the next step. When
And
they
he's still
just
my
say,
friend now. He
when
gave-
they
he
just
got me
say
that
to you,
role.
"Oh, man up." All right, cool. Where do I go from after the man
You know
up?
what
Where
I'm
do I
saying?
go?
So I've ended up like going gym. I still got like today, bro. Man's gone gym, bro. I go. You got the control. Yeah, I go gym every day. That is not us, bro. Who's that? Yeah, let me get this.
Almost been there.
There you go. There. This one. Pick them up though. But I'll go gym every day, bro. Like if I can, 4 or 5 times a week. Steam room, sauna, jacuzzi, and it ain't for no like living fly thing. It's
No,
for
my cousin
living
said
right.
that. My
Yeah, you gotta pause it.
My cousin said this as well. Yeah, my cousin started going gym heavy. Yeah, he hits the sauna,
And pause it.
and I'm like, fam, you love a life. Do you get me? Yeah, but really, he's like, nah, I'm just trying to breathe mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know, like movement, motion's magical, bro. Like you know, like
You
blood.
have to, if you don't move, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
real. You can't be stagnant.
You just
in life.
seize up and
Life,
that, yeah.
life doesn't make
mentally,
sense being
physically,
stagnant.
Yeah,
emotionally.
definitely.
Yeah, it doesn't even make
You
sense.
gotta keep your blood flowing. You gotta
You have to be doing something.
yeah, you gotta be thinking about the next move.
Of
You've
course.
gotta be
Yeah.
moving around. You gotta be like planning. You gotta break up your day as well. You can't just be in a room, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Ask him why I keep screaming structure. If you don't have a system and a structure, for example, I know you're playing somewhere.
But alright. So you got section, bro. This is not a joke, bro. This is some real shit, bro. Like forget my anxiety, bro. This is deeper, bro. This is like
That's like the highest level.
yeah,
in that
do you
world.
know what I'm trying to say? Like to the point where maybe like how did you feel, bro? Like what was going through your mind at that point when you're there, like and you're in the ward and that. Like what's going through your mind, bro, man?
It was frightening, to be honest.
Mm.
That's the first thought. The first thought is it's a complete shell shock because like you're away from home. You can't go back home. You can't even go outside. So imagine your whole life you've been going outside whenever you want, going to your neighbors, next door neighbor, going to the shop, going to now you're in a situation where like you can't even go outside.
You ain't got a
And
choice
then
now.
you ain't got a choice
Yeah.
to go outside. And then like you're hearing screams next door and like it's just it's just such a traumatic experience. It's almost like
It's almost like a version of prison in a
it's
way.
a version of prison, But you didn't do nothing to go there.
Yeah, you ain't committed a
everyone in
crime.
prison knows
Yeah,
why I'm here.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone in prison knows.
Man ain't even joked up nobody, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone in
nobody.
prison knows,
Yeah.
like, yo, this is what I did to get in
Yeah,
here. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I know what you did. The govs told me.
So what did you do to get there?
In section, to get section, someone has to refer you to go there. You can't section yourself.
Okay.
You got to be moving so mad.
Do you mind me
Quote,
asking
unquote.
how that got to that?
Yeah, like my aunties got me sectioned.
Right.
Because of the way I was behaving.
Right.
Okay.
The breakdown I was having,
Yeah.
they was like, yo, because you can't section yourself.
Yeah.
You can't just call and say, yo, and they'll be like, nah, for you
What
to,
kind of things
the
were you
fact
doing?
you can call me shows that you're
good.
You're all
You're
right.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like shouting, trying to smash things.
Out of
Right,
character.
okay.
Out of character.
Yeah.
So like, and obviously my family know my normal character.
Yeah.
They've seen me my whole life.
Yeah.
So they know like this is not normal
It's not-
behavior
it's
from
not
him.
Shocks, bruv, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we got to section him.
It's not Kenneth.
Yeah, it's not Kenneth.
Yeah.
So like we got to section him, and like the whole experience is like it's so traumatic.
Yeah.
It's so traumatic, but like I'm so blessed I experienced it.
It wasn't the only one time, was
Nah.
it?
I've been sectioned 4 times.
Okay.
I've been sectioned.
Because, bro,
4
one
different
time you
occasions.
done it on Instagram, like in real time.
I put a video out when I came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a video out. That was like the last
So
one.
was it while you
Of
were
being
there?
in there.
While I was in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being in there.
Because by that time I was kind of
Accept.
I was kind of like accepted, and I was in mental health advocate mode already.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the gap
Yeah.
between me getting
Yeah.
sectioned
Yeah.
before that was 6 long years. So I kind of knew. Do you know what I
already
mean?
here, yeah.
I kind of knew.
Because one time it hurt me, bro. Because
So-
do you know why? Shall I tell you why? Because one time you hit me up, and you was like, bro, man, like man's trying to shoot a video in Kilburn. Do you remember? And you was like, oh, some youths was like onto man in Kilburn.
Oh yeah,
bro, and
yeah,
shoot the video.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't even know it was like that over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And
That
I'm
was
like,
Grenfell.
and I'm like, I tried. It was a Grenfell.
Yeah,
West.
yeah.
Sorry. And I was like,
Yeah.
because
They
I knew
tried
it
to
was
rob the
like-
camera.
Right. And I
Yeah.
tried telling bro, like, if it's peak, just cut. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because it's still real. Like you're from
Yeah.
Tottenham,
Outside
so
you.
sometimes people come from Tottenham to West and they don't
Yeah,
respect that.
yeah.
If you're gonna shoot a video anywhere and all that.
Yeah.
And I remember that, and then all of a sudden, the next kind of post that I'm pre-in is in a room.
No. That was like.
It was one way round. I can't remember what way.
that
I
was
remember
way
it.
after, because I was kind of good them times.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
I was good
okay,
them
yeah,
times.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
like. That was 2016.
Yeah.
That was
Hold on,
them
wait.
time.
Did you say that there was 6 years between the first time you got sectioned and the
No,
second time?
this last time.
Oh, since the last time it's been 6
Since
years.
the last
Like a
time,
gap,
it was
okay.
like no. I got section in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was a 6-year gap.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got section in 2022. 2
Oh,
years ago.
really?
Yeah, it's only been like 2
Yeah,
years
that
ago.
was the one that
Because my mum passed. My mum
Yeah.
passed 2 years
God
ago.
bless her, man.
That's what
Yeah.
triggered
Yeah.
that last episode. My mum
See?
passed. She had cancer.
Yeah, see, that's my
So,
nan as well. I relate to that.
It's
still.
there's
Triggered
nothing like
something.
when you lose a parent. It's
Yeah, that must be cut
yes,
deep.
yes,
Yeah.
wild. And as I mentioned, I'm my only child. So my mum is like literally
Yeah.
the face I saw for
that's the
35
queen.
years.
That's the queen, bro. Yeah.
So like,
bless
so
her,
yeah,
man.
6 years prior to that. But by that time, I had learnt so much.
Mm.
So when I was there, it didn't even feel like a sectioning. It felt like a moment where I just had to get a
Take a
breather.
break.
Do you know what I mean? The other ones felt like full on breakdowns. That one just felt like
I needed to.
I
Big
need,
loss in life.
I
Yeah,
needed
yeah,
a
yeah.
breather.
2022 was after we did that little event.
What the event?
That little event where we were at. Oh, what event did we do?
Was you performing?
You performed. Yeah, he was performing. Yeah, did I perform as well?
No,
I
I'm
didn't
just
perform.
asking.
Nah.
What's this?
Remember we did a little event. It was in Box Park or something like that. It was in Box Park. Was it in Box Park? Yeah.
So what, you done an event in 2022?
Nah, but it was before 2022.
It must have
though.
been before that. It must have been
So
before
this
that.
happened after that.
Yeah, that happened after
didn't
that.
You were
know
supposed
that.
to come on this podcast when it was new as well.
Yes,
remember?
yes,
And
yes,
Tricky,
yes.
You done something with Tricky.
I did something with Tricky.
And that was 2022.
That was 2020. Was that 2022?
Because I was in Morocco watching that. I remember watching it when I was in
that
Morocco,
happened
man.
recently
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
was that was
I
recent.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, that was
Love
recent.
flying out, innit?
That was recent. So there was like a 6-year gap. But that's what I'm saying. So much had happened in between that like by the time that happened to me, I was kind of like ready. If you know what I mean. I kind of
you know your
I knew
journey.
what was going on, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like I was filming in there,
This is what I'm
taking
saying, yeah.
pictures.
And big up
Understood
Mark
your
as well.
journey, yeah.
And I knew what's going on. And that's what I used for the ITV documentary.
Yeah.
All the stuff I filmed and I used had a purpose when I came out.
Right,
But
okay.
it's because I kind of knew like
This is what I want to do.
How long were you there that time?
this last time,
Yeah.
like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
And,
not,
and
that's
the other
not too
times,
long.
you were there for longer periods of time, right?
No, about 2 weeks.
Was it always
I
2
think
weeks?
Always 2 weeks. I always say anything longer
Is it
than
for
2
it to
weeks.
just simmer and that kind of thing?
For it
and-
to like simmer. Anything longer than 2 weeks, you're not coming out of there.
Are they doing any
Does it
counselling
help
then?
though, or is it? Be honest, bro. Like, does it help, or is it kind of a bit cold as well, though?
I don't think they don't do much to help you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nothing in there.
There's no counselling there, bro.
Because didn't you have Mark as well?
Yeah, I had
from
Mark.
T.
Yeah.
Part
Mark,
of the man then basically. Like,
Mark was
so
a
was
nurse.
that a blessing?
Mark was a nurse on my ward. That was a super blessing.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
Like, man, no Mark.
I was telling him like, yo, I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah.
And I was.
But he's proper Tottenham, innit?
He's proper
Yeah,
Tottenham.
like,
Him and
he's
Bath.
actually
Him
Tottenham.
and Sammy to me are my OGs.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Him and Bath started together.
Yeah,
They started always
people
together.
don't know this, you know.
But now he's a mental health nurse.
Yeah.
So we've like linked up on that journey. But he was a nurse. He was on my ward. So like he'll come.
That's a blessing for
He
you,
used to
know.
come
Can't lie.
late
He was
night
supposed to-
shifts.
He was supposed to be there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He used to come late night shifts, and I just watch him badding up everyone at pool and just. He's
you know.
yeah, just badding up
Leaving
everyone
his
at
mark
pool.
Man's
on
actually got man them.
Leaving his
Yeah,
mark.
badding everyone at
his
pool,
mark. I like that.
and like
Can't even help it, man.
Mark was giving me mad jokes, bro. Mark was
Yeah,
giving me
proper.
mad jokes. So like for us to come full circle
That's
and do
weird,
this
innit?
ITV documentary
That's so mad.
together,
Yeah.
and like,
That's beautiful.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I
So-
put it out there because I wouldn't have said it otherwise. Just like, I knew in it, like, but like for the documentary purpose.
Yeah,
Makes
for us
sense.
to do the documentary together, yeah, that was a beautiful thing. Especially what he said to me, because he was like, he rarely sees people come out there and make a full
Yeah,
recovery.
that's what I was gonna say. Still.
So it makes him feel like his job is not going in vain.
How have you been? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, it's
how
cool.
have you been since then?
I've been flying, bro. I've been proper
loving it,
good.
man.
Yeah, I've been
He's
proper
enjoying
good.
her
I've been
life and living
yeah,
her life. And
Living life.
Life just went to the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
level. The
yeah.
year after, my last year was the best year of my life.
Come on.
My
Beautiful.
book come out.
Alhamdulillah.
I did the ITV documentary. I performed. I was the first artist to perform at the National Gallery.
Come on.
Yeah.
Never had
That mad
that
project
place
as
is
well.
That place is older than me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, come on,
I
bro.
know.
Older than us,
I
and
know.
they've
All of
never
us.
had someone performing there.
That's
The ITV got screened at the BAFTA building.
Yeah.
The BAFTAs is coming up. Godwin like get nominated
Come
Yeah,
on,
come
man.
on, show.
for the documentary.
If
If
We'll
they
see,
don't, we're
bro.
nominating you on here.
Nominations
You
is
get
on
the
the
hood
18th of
nomination,
January.
the
We'll
council
find
state
out.
nomination.
But
Immediate.
yeah, man, everything's just been flying. Everything's just been flying. I know my mum's got a part to play with that.
Come on.
Yeah, nah, come on,
Definitely.
bro.
Rest in
Looking
peace,
down,
Yeah,
man.
my mum's got a part to play with that because I used to complain to my mum about shit not working, and she heard all my complaints. So for her to pass,
She's pulling
and
the
then the
strings
year
now.
after,
It all starts growing and
all the
yeah.
doors just
She's
open
pulling
for
the
me. I know,
strings.
like she
Beautiful.
pulled strings.
She's up there saying, "Yo, come on."
Yeah.
Let him go, man,
Yeah,
because he used to. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I used to complain to my mum, "Oh, this not working." And you know what African
Yeah.
parents are like? "Oh, don't worry, your time
Yeah,
will."
come
She's right though. When she
Yeah,
was saying,
for
don't
sure.
worry.
Yeah, so
'Cause
like for
it's
her,
my
to,
mum, same thing, man.
for her
Don't worry.
to pass, and then next year after, my biggest year, crazy year for me.
Crazy.
I just signed to a mad agency as well.
Come on.
Like, yeah, crazy year.
Bring
for
All
me
that
in.
talk, man. Let them know what's going
yeah,
on, man.
crazy year for me. So
Big
like,
shocks.
that's
Come
not a
on,
coincidence for me.
Yeah, come
Let
on.
them know who you're signing to as
Yeah,
well,
come
man.
on, tell us all that.
Nah,
Are you allowed to?
I'm joking,
You're allowed to, you're not allowed to.
No, I announced it.
I'm joking.
Last
Hey,
question,
that's
though.
cool,
Last question from me, like, because we were talking about it a little bit briefly, talking about the man thing and man up,
Yeah.
but on a serious level,
Yeah.
like, what would you say to someone who is feeling like they are getting themselves into a sinking place where they feel like they're losing
Grip of reality and
grip of reality
Yeah.
and their stability? What would you say, firstly, something for them to do, and secondly, what can we as friends of that person do?
Before you lot can even help, they have to show you what's going on. If not, you might never know. You never know.
because the mind is so deep.
Not even the mind so deep, but they could cover it up so well
Oh, okay,
that you'll
yeah,
never
yeah,
know.
hide it and that.
The first step is them actually being comfortable enough,
Being
of
honest.
taking that bravery to be like, yo, this is where I'm at. I'm fucked up.
Can you help?
Like
that,
someone
though?
messaged me today on Instagram and just said, yo, I'm broken. Like my girl just left and da 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 da. And do you know what I mean? From then you can start seeing what pieces to pick together and what to say.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is where the problem is. In our culture, I don't know how this happened or where it happened, but somewhere along the line, it became a taboo to speak about your problems.
Yeah.
I don't know where
It's
that
not
happened.
our culture, it's the world. Tyson Fury did it as well.
Yeah, not
Remember?
even, yeah.
And that
Actually,
was
sorry.
boxing.
It's a universal thing.
Yeah,
Sorry, not
it
just
became-
the culture.
yeah.
Somewhere along the line,
become a
it
taboo.
became a taboo for men to like speak about their problems.
Yeah.
And here's why that's so fucked up is because, you know, there's a saying where they say closed mouth don't what?
Don't
get
get
fed.
fed.
Closed mouth don't get fed. Why is that? Because if you're hungry and you don't speak,
you gotta
how
say
do we even know what food to give you? What to, do you know what I mean? You're
100%.
just gonna starve to death.
Verbalise it, yeah.
And that's the same thing with the problems thing. If you got problems and you don't speak, we don't know where to start to even get you help.
Yeah.
Where it works against us, now there's a taboo that you're not allowed to speak.
Is it real? Is it real
So
now?
even if you
Question
do want to
it.
speak, you now got to fight the taboo of me not being comfortable to speak. So that's the first thing we need to change.
Oh, are you talking about the taboo of it being like in our culture where it's kind of like you're not real, like you're sick then if you
like
or you're on about
not
where
being
people
not,
talk about it too much.
Not saying what you're going through.
Not
Do you
comfortable to
know
do
what I
so.
mean?
It's frowned upon.
Yeah,
It's
no, but
frowned
do
upon.
you know what I thought you meant to there's like this whole thing of like mental health awareness where some people play on it as well to get attention.
Yeah.
Where they might not
Yeah,
fully
some
be
people are.
sick or going through something, but
Some people overdo it.
some people have been known also to like abuse drugs, for instance, and then
And
mental health.
they don't need to. Yeah.
But really, it might be a come down and a.
But the real, what
But
I'm
the-
trying to get at
yeah.
is the
There's
problem.
someone that's actually
Yeah,
going.
but what
Yeah,
I'm saying, for
real.
the people that's actually
That's why I
going
thought it was
through
a
it,
taboo. Yeah.
that taboo fucks them up. Because they've got something to say and they want help.
And
But
they
that
won't say
taboo
it.
is holding us
them
back. That's what's
yeah.
holding us back because so much people's got something to say. Now, much times your brother wants to turn to you and be like, yo, I'm fucked up.
But he don't know how you're gonna do it.
But he don't know how you're gonna, if you're gonna tell
judge him,
someone.
judge him,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Do you
don't
know what I
mind
mean?
the
If
one
you're
that-
gonna judge me, so if we can
the
eradicate,
judging thing that
if
kind
we
of
can
fucks
take
everything
that
up,
out first,
That's what troubles the whole.
there'll be so many more cases.
Yeah,
There'll be so many more success cases of people getting better. Because then we can start there. Because me telling you now, I just got in a bad relationship.
Yeah.
Lost my girl.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken. If you've lost your girl before and you've been heartbroken and you've made it out, you know exactly what to say to me, just from experience. And you'd be surprised that your brother's got an answer for you.
Yeah.
And
100%, bro.
respectfully, you
100%.
see nowadays as well, yeah, what I kind of, because I think I talk to people that have experienced it. I
Yes.
don't talk to people that haven't experienced stuff.
Yeah, it's long. It's waste time, isn't
Yeah,
it, sometimes?
Because I believe those are the type of people that a lot of the time
You need wisdom, bro. Knowledge.
Yeah.
You need wisdom,
And this is why I
knowledge,
said the thing
guidance.
about my dad, for example. I know I've got men around me. Don't get twisted. But
and
the
he loves you as well. So it's like, you know, it's the
that's
real.
the conversation I need.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? That's how I base everything off. I basically, it's not that I don't have men around me, but the person I need, the person that's gonna give me the information I need, like whether it's the badding up or man up or red, I'm gonna listen to his word immediately.
Yeah.
Someone else, I might see something that they're doing, I'm like, nah, that's not the best way of kind of
Take from
But
it.
you got to open up to get the answers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And the best decision I ever made was telling the world that I got section.
Yeah.
That was the greatest decision I ever made because, like, do you know what's
I
healed?
prayed for you when I heard that, though.
No, I appreciate it, bro.
Like,
no,
real talk.
honestly, appreciate it.
Because I like the first thing I could think to do was like, let me pray for Broski,
I
man.
appreciate it.
So I think that's even important because
Do you know what helped me the most? Apart from the nurses talking to me, medication, do you know what helped me the most? Hearing other people's stories.
100%.
It
you're
healed
not
me.
alone, innit?
It healed
Yeah,
me
you're not
straight
alone,
away.
fam, man.
It healed me
man's not
straight,
alone.
especially when they say
normal.
intricate, especially when they say intricate details
And you can-
that you went through as well.
Like,
that
me
you
too,
know,
bro.
like,
Yeah.
You're like, you're not the only
that
person,
heals
yeah.
you straight away. It's like being with a smoker
real
and he
human,
tells you
innit?
like, yo, when I get to this high, I start, and you're like,
Yeah.
So do I.
You're the only
that heals you. That there
We both bun
is
the
what
same
we need to
zombie.
have more of.
Because you said earlier an interesting thing, like, when we're rapping about Rolexes, cars, gyal, and all that big body, turn up in tape.
Ugandan
Fuck
thing.
that.
He never said that. Yeah, you get
No,
it.
but it's,
Yeah,
no,
but
but
I
fuck
hate-
that.
yeah.
Because, bro, you could have a fucking £10 t-shirt on your back and a £20
100,
coat that
yeah,
keeps you
100,
warm,
100.
the roof on your
Simple
head,
stuff.
inshallah, bro, God willing.
But that's
God
what-
blessed us with
wallahi,
the
yeah.
fridge.
Even down to
Your
Islam,
jumper's
yeah.
about
Do you
150
know why Islam?
though, but it's
Do
alright.
you know why Islam? Why a lot of people gravitate to Islam?
Yeah.
Islam is a very simple religion, for example, but it gives you the basics of life. Do you get what I mean? And this is a
It didn't
long-term
change as
thing.
well, the Quran.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah, they've never
it's
changed
been
it.
the same.
Yeah,
So that's
and
one of the big things.
If when you really understand Islam, for example, you're gonna always understand, for example, the simple things is what makes the big things.
Like a guide to life almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Bro.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
so
No,
yeah.
I agree.
And like I realized like everything that's good for you is not cool.
Moderation.
And everything that's not good for you is cool. And I had to start reverse engineering.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
vulnerability is not cool. And that's one of the coolest things ever.
100%.
That's what makes some superstars, you know.
Yes.
Because they're vulnerable
The
to
best
the reality.
songs we've got
Yeah.
in
Eminem.
society
Eminem.
has look at Eminem and
Tupac,
cleaning out my
Eminem,
closet
yeah.
and high. Like the best songs we've got in society is when artists went deep.
Adele made a
Yeah,
career of
Adele.
vulnerability.
Yeah, facts.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, that's true,
And
yeah.
like
Adele
I had
gets
to
into
start
relationships
learning
to
it.
talk about it.
In the hood, it's like
She from Tottenham as well.
That's a shower thing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
yeah.
This
those-
Tottenham EP,
yeah.
man. Go on, go on.
Yeah, so I had to start reverse engineering like all of the stuff that's good for us is not cool in society.
true.
And once I started reversing it, my life got better. I started
Yeah,
picking out
yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
I just started picking the things that people think is not cool.
Yeah.
Or what? not opening up. Fuck it, I'm gonna do that, and I started reversing. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I noticed that.
And it all started working out. I don't know
putting
how
it in
it
your
got
lyrics
like
as
that.
well.
Yeah,
Straight away.
do you know what I
man,
mean?
not
And I started sharing the codes, like self-love.
Yeah.
As soon as I had a book from Louise Hay,
Yeah.
You Can Heal Your Life, and I read it, and she was talking about self-love and your internal dialogue.
Would
and
you
I was
recommend
like,
people to read that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? Go get Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. Read that book back to front 3 times until everything she says sinks in. Then after you've done that, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and watch her videos so you can see her face and feel her energy. Because I'm that kind of person. If I fall in love with an author, I want to
see
you.
I need to see you. And when I saw her, I was like, she's the you know the real deal.
Yeah.
I was like, she is the real deal, and I just locked in.
This is, you know why he's sick? Because there's a guy called Zig Ziglar that writes motivational books, yeah? And someone put me onto this book called See You at the Top.
Yeah.
And I don't really share this book much, you know, because it changed my life.
Yeah.
In that time I was going through, bro,
You
your
went to
attitude,
YouTube.
your attitude determines your altitude. That was the punchline for the book, yeah? And then I'd read the book all the way through, but at the start of the book, the brother would be like,
Jamaican, yeah.
Nah, white dudes are from Houston, you know.
I feel like he stole that from you.
You know what he would say? You know what he said though? He said, I'm like 14 stone. I wear a size 32 jean. I'm from Houston. I'm this. I'm that. I'm that. And then, bro, the whole thing was a lie at the start. So basically, this guy wrote that on the first page, then wrote this whole book about how to live your life. And he said to himself, he was fat and overweight, right? And he said, if I'm not a size 32 and 13 stone, by the time I finish this book, I can't release it because I'm a liar. Because I'm lying and I'm not credible.
Respect that.
So he got to that
Yeah.
I respect it.
whilst writing this long book, bro.
Go on, Ziggy.
And I learned bare I even learned this guy. I even learned bare motivational things from it. Like he was just like he was basically saying motivation is like bathing, like you require it daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And it was like, see you at the top. The whole synopsis was like,
cold.
You might get the elevator, I might get the stairs,
but we're gonna
get there.
Man's gonna get there.
Yeah, man,
regardless,
I'll link you there. Yeah, I'll link you there. Yeah.
And it's life. Our life is our own journey.
That's
our
why I
own
tell people
path,
that
and
I always
we gotta
say
go
to
through
people,
stuff
yeah,
and jump hurdles.
I always say to people, don't look in anyone else's lane because this is your own personal thing. I always
real talk, man.
I've got 2 phrases that if I could put in any religion or whatever, the first one is make it make sense. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, that simplified my life. If I make it make sense, for example, if I want something, I just have to make it make sense and I can get it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, and I feel like the second thing, for example, is you're going on your own personal journey. God gives every single person a different assignment. Yeah. I can never look at someone's thing and be like, he's doing that wrong already. I don't know what your assignment was.
Journey's different, innit?
Yeah.
100.
And back to what you were saying about what advice I would give to the person.
We need to
that's
give them advice.
Yeah,
man.
we got to give them the nuggets.
The gems.
What I would say is that someone said something that just makes so much sense. There was like, your philosophy has led you to where you are in life. And like, that's step one. So you need to take some time out. I don't know how this person's going to do it, but they probably have got enough time, hence why they've even got into that space, but they're not using that time correctly. They need to take time out and evaluate what that philosophy they have about whatever beliefs they have that's led them to that point. Because that was a hard pill to swallow for me. I had to understand
the reality of life.
Whatever my philosophies is, whatever I believe about this and that, how cool I thought I wasn't that cool because it led me to this point. Do you know what I mean? And that's hard to accept because some people don't want to accept that. Like,
they want to say it was them. They want to blame someone else.
My thoughts ain't the right. Do you know what I mean?
You know what they're saying though? Truth hurts.
Yeah, and you got to accept my philosophies are not working. Once you figure that out, now we're in the information age. There's no excuse, bro.
Open
you can
the
go
phone
on. You can go on the phone.
Bit too much info sometimes, though.
But 100%. It depends what you're searching for. If you're looking for everything, then it's too much info. But if you're in one direction, it's never too much info about football. If you're a football supporter,
yeah, because you're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. You got to go find. Got to find out someone with the right philosophies and adopt their philosophies. There's nothing wrong with taking people's belief systems that work.
100%.
You can be a
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's what everyone's added on.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
facts. We're on this. We're getting.
There's nothing wrong with doing that, bro. There's nothing wrong. Like the whole Quran, that's not your belief system. That's Muhammad's, and 100%. We're adopting it because it works. He's saying, look, if you apply this, your life will get better. Go find the right philosophies and add that into your thing. And just change up the whole. That's the best way to go about it. It's like I sat to double downstairs and I was like, how someone said you can tell a madman by how they dress and how they talk. And like when I first heard that, I went back to like how I was behaving when I got section and thing, and I was like, oh my God, they're right. How I was dressing at that time. It wasn't you, innit? It wasn't me. I know. And how I was talking at that time.
Even me seeing you like that, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was praying, cause like,
it makes sense. I was telling Dubs that if you,
that's my dog.
You can detect it 2 ways. Even when you see people on the street and you see them, you can tell by the dress code when they come up to you, you're like, something's not right. And then you're not sure yet. And then when they speak, you're like, definitely. You know what I mean? So it's one of the two.
Eyes don't lie as well.
Even if you dress them up, and I was giving Double an analogy, you can dress them up in a whole Louis suit, take them to like an industry event, someone will come up to them, because of the suit, someone will come up to them and be like, oh, what do you do? And they'll say, I'm acting.
And then they're leaving them
and
there.
And then they'll leave them there. Do you know what I mean? So that's two.
It's like my man that was yamming, what's it called, that gal in the bathroom, for example. With a Dior. Rolly, Dior. But
what was you doing?
What was you doing? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Guy, bro.
So those are the two things you got to fix. You got to fix your appearance. It does something to you. It does do something to you. When you get a haircut, you feel good.
Yeah, that's true.
Psychologically, it does something to you. You got to fix your appearance, and then you got to fix how you speak, and how you speak comes from your belief systems. Because all you're blurting out is what you believe and what you know. So
like, the tongue is powerful.
You got to read it. Everything's out there.
Everyone takes off their
so much information. It's all out there, bro. Because I did the work.
Yeah, I know you did.
I had to do it.
I know you did.
I did the work. I bought the books with my own money. I did countless hours of research because I wanted to get better, and I wanted to do what I'm doing now. I saw it. Do you know what I mean?
And I think it's an important conversation because I was asking you that for a reason, because I feel like one thing we haven't touched on so far in the conversation is the need for empathy as men towards our fellow man. I've got a poem where I say something along the lines of we spend 3/4 of our lives playing a role, but at some point that lunch of lies goes cold. So check on your people. See through painted over pain, because we all get dragged down by dark times, but we all deserve to get up again. We don't check on our people enough. We need to have empathy. That's the only way that someone who is that's the only way that someone that's the only way that someone who is disguising the pain is gonna feel comfortable enough to open up. But we sometimes do have that whole fix up, man. You're good, man. Come go see something.
It's very shallow, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Very shallow.
Do you know, even what you said, your lyric now, only because I think like this, I was even simplify it. Everyone takes off their uniform after 5. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Some of us try to keep it on, but then it gets bigger, it gets rare, this and that. For example, you've overstayed your do you get me? So one thing I say to myself is, after 5, who are you really? Do you get what I mean? And that's the person you need to work on. The person you are at your job and everything, you might have to please my man, for example, to get a check at the end of the week. But whoever you are outside of that is what actually matters. You feel me?
I tried to make life simple, bro.
And the pain part
is everything.
The pain part of our stories is not glorified in society.
That's
why we don't share it.
No one cares.
And we share about celebration.
Want to see the success.
But this is where it gets tricky.
Want to see the Rolly and
this is where it gets tricky.
The Louis.
Because the ones that do share the pain part,
they cut.
Go. So, but we're not learning from that. Adele, why did she wasn't the celebration part she shared?
She don't live in Northumberland.
She's on the tune like, hello.
She said,
it's me. I can't believe I was wondering. I can't even finish.
Do you know what I mean?
Done, but she's
talking about how someone like you. How does someone like you go?
Bro. I wish nothing.
She's saying,
real talk.
I wish nothing. Like you're leaving me, and I wish. Do you know what I mean? That's pain.
I'm gonna be real. I've got a lot of girl songs. Obviously, man was a gallus early in it. So I swear to you, as much as it sounds like a joke, I write about my actual
Swahili
experience.
to women in the ear and that.
My dad used to, but I couldn't. You get me? 'Cause I didn't learn Swahili, but I learned the UK thing, and I'm an elite.
Show.
I learned the UK show.
I'm an elite shower thing. I'm elite. But like my conversation with Gally, I got this phrase when it's like when man them chat to the gal and we chat to the gal and proper. For a reason. So you have to deal with. Don't get twisted. I've made mistakes as well. I've broke some hearts. I don't wish nothing wrong with any of these women as well. For example, and if I did anything wrong, but at the same time,
you got daughters?
Two. God knows. God knew exactly what he was doing. I just buy a machine, man. Come on, man. I'm joking. No, but even I'm gonna be honest. I'm a person because I understand how God works to a degree. I'm never mad. Like if I got more daughters, I'll never be mad. Like I accept my stuff. You feel me? Like
you gotta take your L's gracefully as well.
Shower man thing. You know what I mean? Like
within reason.
Of course. Like my thing is this. I know what I did. Do you get me? I always say this as well.
Karma's fucking serious, you know.
But a lot of people are not accountable, and this is why their karma is going to be way more than man's a lot of the time. Because me, I'm accountable for whatever comes my way. Now I know what I did, and I can reason, and I can govern, and you get me. So,
I had an episode with Spider Loke from Compton,
yeah.
and we was in LA and we was drinking and that, and we had a convo about karma. And one point that I made from him, and he's an older man as well, and he was like, "Oh shit, I ain't never really thought about it like that." Was that like, bro, you could literally hurt a pure woman's heart, bro, as a playboy, in your player years, whatever. A woman that's righteous, bro, blessed woman,
genuine, yeah.
Then and you could all burst corn and rob man and all that as well. Yeah. But you might later on down the line clean up your life, whatever, and you might get run up on and poked in your leg and survive the leggy and that, and you think it's all the gunshots from back in the day, but it could be the woman's heart that you broke.
100%,
like the karma is not one-dimensional, bro. It's deeper energy.
Do you know what a lot of man's problem I feel is because they feel like they've gone so far in, they just want to continue going so far in.
It's hard to pull back sometimes, isn't it?
Fam, you see me, especially being a Muslim, one thing I say to myself every single day is I've got every single day to do right.
It's a blessing, innit?
You know what I mean, So every single time, like say for example, the consciousness just kicks in, because I just call it like a awareness, innit? Once it kicks in, for example, I just do good anyway in general. Because I know the truth of the matter is, in life, for example, there's going to be good and bad.
Always.
Even as...
there's God and the devil, that's what life is.
Automatic.
Black and white.
Do you get what I mean?
Yin and yang. Everything you
I
think of
didn't
is
create that bit.
Yeah.
I'm just a vessel, for example, that's floating through the scenario or situation, for example. Yeah. So one thing I say to myself is, being a good person or being that is free.
Yeah. Be kind, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's that simple, but it's very much that simple. Do you get what I mean? So the quicker you are aware of this, for example, I don't need someone else to tell me what I need to do. I already know what I need to do. Do you get what I mean? But in certain scenarios, for example, it just might take a different approach.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
The approach is where it works,
I think true forgiveness can eradicate the karma, you know.
I believe that as well,
definitely, because it's godly.
Genuine,
Godly,
genuine,
because I saw a clip today actually of Chris Eubank, you know that boxer.
The dad or the son.
Nigel
Ben.
There's a boxer he hit that got brain damage.
Nigel Ben. Yeah.
No,
it wasn't Nigel Ben.
Michael
Watson.
Yeah.
And I saw I think they was doing Chris Eubank was doing that show, innit?
Immediately.
Chris Eubank was doing that show of his life, and he had the guy in the crowd, and the guy like forgived him.
Yeah.
And if you saw that,
his life story, like he sat
his life story. Yeah.
That's deep, you know.
Yeah, and like I felt, just watching it, I felt like Chris Eubank's thing just got clean slated again. You can just see it. Do you know what I mean? No one had to tell me. Man, I saw it like.
That's all that mattered, him and him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like I feel
Everyone's
like
got their
if you
opinion,
can
but
rectify it with the person face to face, it can like cancel. It can clean the slate.
It's called restorative justice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they call it, yeah?
I used to watch that. Do you remember that program? And he used to get the criminal to sit down with her.
I done it one of my shows.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what?
I didn't know why I loved that program,
That's what
but
I
like
was thinking about.
Yeah.
Because you know you get like people like forgiving their son's murderer.
Yeah, that's what the program
and I
was
was just thinking, I was just like, bro, I watched them sometimes.
I used
you're
to
a better
watch
person than me.
Yeah, that's what I used to. But I never understood the program. And now I look back, I was like,
one of my documentaries for Channel 5, bro. I had the woman and the guy who punched her son and killed her son, and we're sitting down having a conversation. At one point, they're giggling together, and I'm on camera, but I'm so confused by this moment. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, because it's deep.
Because
I come from
I come from the culture of get back.
Yeah.
You get me?
Disrespect.
But it's deeper. What she explained to me is, look, I know he didn't mean to take my son's life. They had a little
Only
fight.
a woman can think like that, you know.
Boy.
I know, right?
Men, we think
that's why I said the mum.
Well, that's why the world is how it is, because you got all these male leaders who are egotistical.
It's too much
I'm not gonna get into
masculine
politics,
energy.
but what I'm saying is, she explained to me that, look, I know that when he punched my son, he didn't mean to kill my son, but he's taken my son's life. So what I want to do now is to make sure that he doesn't mess up his life. Don't fuck up your life. Do something with your life, because you've taken my son's life.
Have you seen that Muslim woman in America? There's a Muslim woman in America, same exact story. The guy, obviously, he's about to get his sentence, and then she's like, "Can I talk to him quickly?" Like, obviously, the mum, Muslim, covered up, black woman like my mum. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, she's like, "I forgive you."
I've seen that.
I
have seen that.
My man cried, man. You get what I mean? Obviously, he's about to get his time. She's like, "When you get out of here, come see me." Do you get what I mean? He come out. He started looking after her. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, bro, the story was so
deep,
full circle. What?
That's deep,
restorative justice.
So full circle.
And I hate, you know what I hate? I hate immature youths, that go on like you know when people are so judgmental that they disrespect that. I can never do that. I would never.
But let me show you something.
Do
you know I realized?
You don't know. You're not there.
The older I've got,
you.
The older I've got, the more I've realized you haven't been in the real life situation.
Yeah,
you're just
you
saying
can't judge
stuff
that
you're
situation.
like. You know, you got kids, for example, in this day and age that do road, for example, and they haven't experienced the real version of what they're talking about.
Some of them ain't taken L's yet.
I can't have a conversation. I can't have
so
too many
far.
conversations with people that don't know what they're really talking about, because eventually, like even down to me, like the older I got, I always like people that have actually gone through the actual situation. If I'm ever looking at any OG, for example, you're not just gassing me up. You was out here as well. Do you get what I mean? So you could tell me the real life version of this. Even if you're putting in work or whatever, you're telling me there's gel to this. Like the other day, I see something here, and a man said how he raises his young'uns, for example, in America, is he tells them straight, one of you lot are gonna snitch, one of you lot are gonna go jail, and one of you lot are gonna dead. So whatever you lot want to do or whatever the case is, this is the reality of it. There's only gonna be like 2 of you, for example, that's gonna get this bread and cut out. That's the real. You get me? And I respect that.
I got a quote for them, you know, based on that as well, and I think this is deep, It says, brothers, wait till they're 30 plus to be tough. We did that shit when we was 20 years old and 20 years ago even. The new gangster is leading the household, accomplishing goals, teaching and putting your family in better positions in life.
That's gangster.
Do you know why that's so gangster as well, Let me be real. The same energy you put into road, do you know what? Ever since I had kids, I realized how serious it is. It's not a young man's game, you know.
Nah, it's deep, bro.
There's bare man that leave their youth or whatever the case is, for example. No matter what, I always say, a man that stays, for example, because he can be selfish tomorrow and decide to cut out. Do you get what I mean? And go live his own life and whatever. A man that stays, because I'm gonna be real, men sacrifice a lot. Women sacrifice a lot, of course. Do you get what I mean? But just I'm a man. I'm not a woman. Do you get what I mean?
You can only talk from your perspective.
100%. So this is not me discrediting women, for example.
Because they definitely go through it.
Bro, having a you is not an easy thing. So
they carry it, man.
Men, for example, they to stay there, for example, and drop out all your dreams and because I'm a person, especially when I had my kids, it's only, I would say, 2 years later, I'm like, nah, I need to still follow specific dreams and read this now, because I already know, But before that, if I need to go get this job, I'm gonna go get this job.
100%.
If I need to go do this, I'm gonna go do this. I know
exactly where man's coming from.
But then eventually, after a while, I'm like, I want more for my kids. I want to take, inshallah, I want my kids to go private school. I want rare this, and I know that costs money. If I don't govern that now, for example, I'm finished later. That's common sense to me. Do you get what I mean? But we sacrifice so much as men in general, for example, you might as well go for it. Do you get what I mean?
Facts, bro.
That's how I look at it. Do you know what I mean?
And you're speaking about dreams, So, what's happening? What's happening next for Marvel? What's happening next?
I'm the
Double S.
I'm joking.
Comfy with that mad leather jacket.
I don't know.
Daily paper.
Daily paper on a daily.
Both of them.
Isaac for the pat I need.
Lend me a £10.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Lend me a 10, man.
So lend me a £5.
£10.
Go on, what you said?
Shocka first.
No, I thought I was talking, man.
Shocka's too smooth.
That was ready, man.
I mean, no, let me be real. So for me, at the moment, I got so much music anyway, but it's just trying to have a structure, because I don't know what to drop first. I got garage tunes, I got Afro beats, I got rap, I got every single thing. So it's just having I slightly think I might. Yeah, I've got the plans for the CDs. Like I've got CDs on CDs. I got like 3 or 4.
Mad, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I got a CD called Farda. I'll just put a few of them out there.
Yeah.
I got a CD called Farda. I got a CD called S Class Music. You
My
get
type
me?
of
I got come on, nah, that one. It's the garage mix with the. We got S Class. I like that. But yeah, boom. That's a main like garage kind of amapiano kind of vibe.
Okay,
the Fardellini's the conversation of what man's kind of gone through the last few years, for example, and I'm gonna be just bossy.
Life
Get me?
that,
Just letting you know about me. And then obviously I got a CD called Young Kabaka, which is the Afrobeat one.
Yeah,
Kabaka basically the Ugandan. You get me, king, and you get me. Obviously, I'm the young version of my man. You get me. That's my OG. You get me?
Young OG.
So yeah, like everything's got like it's a story. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, just look out for it, man.
Big.
You know what I mean, yeah. But I'm gonna all of the songs are cold though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I scare myself.
His new music's bananas.
I move out of my
I
way.
feel like that's one of your biggest enemies, bro. Is your own talent.
100 million%.
Because it's like when Double S spits, everyone knows the rumors and that. Like
Yeah.
The Farda flow and
Yeah.
it's like you're so good, it's expected.
I believe that as well.
Yeah.
Because even the other day, I remember I seen one of them posts online. They were like, "Who's got the skippiest flow?" Double S.
That was Wiley, I think.
Double S. Yeah, but
No,
somebody
I don't
put it
want them
up.
to mention anyone else's name.
S,
Everyone. No,
there was a few names.
Let me tell you why.
Couple.
Let me tell you why.
There's a
Everyone's
few names.
skippy. Not everyone makes sense in the skip though.
Oh,
so I'm
something's
hearing it,
awful,
but I don't
innit?
hear
Yeah.
it. Do you get me? It's just
Dirty Dugs is up there though.
cold.
Let me hear
amazing,
something. 8
amazing.
bars, quick.
I do it in flow motion. It's basically fast, but in slow motion. I'm so wet, man. I'm still joking. Someone better tell him that I'm still chosen. Still got the flow when it's so potent. It's hazy. I got the packs with the potion. Man's on a wave. I be showboating. Raised with the wolves, but I'm still going. Yeah, I still going, but I don't even know how they still coping. Trying to catch me, but they still hoping. Joe gal get the little arts broken. Me on the other, and it's all progress. Straight after Ramadan, I'm so focused. Look, I don't even need a chorus. Man's grounded, come my thing flawless.
Jeez. Double S shit.
It's a little light thing, you get
Show.
me? Electrician is
Anytime,
lightweight.
any place,
Electrician is
lightweight.
Off the original.
I like
his new music's bananas.
I love
I like that little sound you do as well when you break up the bars. That was gangster.
Because I got
sauce.
the you see, what, I always say, you see when you get rid of like
That's the
thinking
sauce.
people are gonna judge you, you just do exactly how you feel.
100%.
So that's
What you cooking up on?
Shocks,
Shocka,
talk
man?
to me.
Fucking hell.
them man, you know.
I got an album.
I'm scared of my man, you know. You get me?
You lot done tunes together on each other's
Ah,
projects
of
as
course,
well?
of
Yeah, we got a
I
tune on
got
the
a
album.
banging tune.
Come on, it
I
has to be
got-
done, you know.
I got a banging drill tune with Shocka. It's actually, do you know what kills
He's
me
from
as
Farm,
well?
bruv. He's
It's
allowed
not
to
even-
as well.
I'm gonna say two things about this song. It's a brotherly song, yeah. So you would never expect it. It's a positive drill song.
That's good.
Shocka arrived at the studio, went into the booth, did one take, heard it, and then went home. Immediately. I've never seen this in my life. I had to write my bar twice.
Listen, I got a busy night, bro.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Hold it.
And then when he got home, he's like, "How did I do?" I'm like, "Bro,
You know what you did. That's why you went home.
On me, like,
That's why you went home. You know
Trying
what
to
you
style
did.
on me, like.
Zimmy.
Cold.
Yeah, I got the album. Album's called Vulnerability is the new call.
Cold.
Yeah, I'm proud of the album.
Coldly.
I just dropped a song called Dear Black Community.
Yeah.
Semtex played it.
Cold.
Yes, was it yesterday?
They got Sem.
Yesterday, the day before.
Just Semtex played it 2 days ago.
Play it again, Sem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
play it
cold.
again.
Tune's
Play it
cold.
next week, Sam.
Yeah, and
Tune's
again.
cold.
Yeah, I got I can't wait for that to come out. I can't wait
Big.
for that to come out.
Got any features on there?
Yeah.
Tell me, man. You know I'm gonna do that to you. Come on, this
Not
me,
on
man.
air, but,
No? Ah,
yeah, it's coming.
This is it.
There's some features in the works.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
What's the
features in the
book
works.
called as well?
Section of my life. That's out
that's
now.
a sick title, you know.
That's cold.
Yeah, that's the lyricism me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, fam. You know that
Yeah.
off the rip.
It came to
Off
me.
the
I
cuff.
wrote the book came to me when I got section last time.
That's what you wrote. Started
That's
writing.
why I thought it's meant to be a poem book.
Right.
Because I weren't too sure about putting my story in there. I
Yeah,
weren't
cool.
fully
You're
all the
gonna
way
feel-
in. So I was like, alright,
Yeah,
cool, let me
man.
write a book of poems. Because remember Tupac had a Rose That Grew from the Concrete.
got that.
And it had all these poems from jail. So I was like, I want to do something
That's
like
gangster, innit?
that. Do you know what I mean? Like, let people know what my thoughts was while I was there.
We go through things, man.
And then, yeah, it was a poem book. So I had mad poems when I was in there. Came out. There's a woman called Louisa that she's like an angel in my life. I showed her
Big
the
her up.
poems. I don't know who she emailed it to, but she come back and said they want to publish it.
That's sick, bro.
But
Come
then
on,
my
man, go
publishers
on.
was like, if people read your book and just see bare poems about you being sectioned, they're gonna want to know the story. Why is he
So you
talking
might as
about?
well
That's
tell
true,
the
still.
story,
It
So,
makes
you might
sense.
so add your story and we'll put the poems in
break
and
it
out of
out.
the story.
That makes
That's a
sense.
very good
And
That
it
makes
kept-
sense.
It was epic, bro. The way they pieced it in, you would think like I wrote it with the story.
Yeah.
And then bro.
It's almost like dividing the chapters and that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got
Log-
questionnaires in there.
Sick.
I ask questions that you can ask yourself.
Good.
That's
So,
dope.
yeah.
I'm
You're-
gonna buy it. Can I buy it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
You know what
Amazon.
you're doing? You're giving back to
Amazon.
the people that might go through what you've been through.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why it
that's
works,
that's dope.
someone was like, our whole purpose in life is to solve the problem that you couldn't solve for yourself in the beginning, and that's true. That's what everyone's doing.
Companies pay big money for that.
Yeah, that's
They-
what.
they
Yeah,
hire
that's
people
what,
to sort
that's
out
what a mentor
problems.
does.
Yeah, yeah.
If you was I don't know struggling with depression and you figured a way to solve it, you can sell that course now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To the next person that's trying to figure out how to solve it.
Them type of pictures there.
Yeah, bro.
Man looks like an icon, isn't it?
Icon.
A man's just he's just there like that. I'm like,
That's it,
He's
deep.
mental health team. He's also going for
ah, bro.
That's a D squared.
Marketing for
as
real.
well. You get me?
Marketing for
Yeah,
real.
bro. So that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give the game back to like
Got go to
everyone that was in the position that I was in, because I wish I had everything I'm sharing now. If someone had,
If only, innit?
if
You
bro,
wouldn't even
what
have
you
to
be
go
saying,
through
if
it.
only.
Yeah, it's
It's
facts.
got a 5-star.
Jay-Z, man.
if someone had brought sex into my life to me, oh,
I'm
read
like a
this.
hotel,
It's
innit?
from a young black boy from Tottenham. Bro, don't lie like me. it would have changed. It would have changed.
Maybe like a hotel.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
changed everything for me.
Everything.
So every interview, I'm trying to talk to that
Yeah,
kid.
that's it. That's what it is, bro. That's what we do.
It'll be a
as well.
sin. It'll be a sin for me to keep it to myself
hell
and
yeah,
let
bro.
someone else repeat the pattern that I
You're a
just
brave
repeated.
man, bro. Like, I'll say this now, straight, bro.
Mashallah, man.
Like, you're a brave brother, bro. Like, you're someone, because I know you.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're brave, bro. What you've been through, a lot of people can't say they've been there, bro. 4 times you've been sectioned, bro.
Yeah.
So no joke thing, bro.
Hando.
Like, you've been through the trenches, bro. Mentally.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it me? So it's like, you know, some people, there's that other taboo. Some people, they kick up a little fuss over like a one little depression because of they lost their job and that, and they drag it like it's a big. It could be the start of something true.
Yeah.
Not to be insensitive, but you've been through it, bro. Like, you went to the depths of it.
Yeah.
And you're here now. God willing, you never go back there, bro. Like, you like strong-minded. Got a goal and a purpose, and God's with man. You understand me, bro?
Yeah,
You're a
for
brave
sure.
person, bro, man.
No, I
So
appreciate it.
to take that step to write the book, put it out there, and do the album with those concepts, bro. I respect you, bro.
No,
and I
thank you,
respect
man.
it. You know what I mean? So
No,
pick
I
up yourself,
appreciate
man.
it.
Come on,
Yo, I just wanted to say, yeah.
yeah, man.
Obviously, I ain't said nothing for probably over half an hour. So the comment section's probably going to be like, this nigga's just disengaged. In reality, bro, yeah, a lot of the stuff that you said, once this conversation got really serious, a lot of stuff that you said it cuts close to home. You get me? It cuts a lot closer to home than I'm comfortable with. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So
No, I
certain
understand, of
things,
course, man. I respect you, man.
so
Yeah,
certain
definitely,
things,
bro.
I just fucking I'm just taking it in. You get it? Because
100%,
it's
serious.
it's relatable.
Yeah,
and
for
and I respect the people that talk out what they've been through and all that, because other people can take it in and learn
course,
from
of
it.
course,
Yeah,
of
that's
For
the whole
me,
point. Yeah.
One day I've got a story, bro, and one day,
of course.
one day, you get me?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
One
of course,
day.
inshallah, man.
But I respect what man's saying about the mental health, the experience, bro. Maybe differently. Mean you can even have a reasoning outside of
100%.
this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
That's
Yeah, for
Man's
sure.
thing is-
Yeah,
man's
definitely.
thing is very much.
Close.
Do you get it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, bro.
It's what it is,
Of
bro.
course,
but,
man. Of course.
Big up though.
Yeah,
Of
no, I
course,
love,
of
man.
course, of course.
No, definitely.
Big up,
Nah,
big
we'll
up.
definitely chop it up.
Yeah.
And when you're ready to share it, bro, when the time's right to share it,
Nah,
when the
it's like
time's right, bro.
certain times though, like the ones where it's like some people have been through a madness and they'll go public with their madness.
Yeah.
They'll share, but at the same time, it's like you know, I think about the thing where it's like, raw. I'm not trying to draw out like my own family for clout, bro. Like,
Just
I'm not really
honestly,
trying
yeah.
to draw people out. Like people, like in certain cases, some people are still alive, bro. And obviously, like it's like one thing. I had a conversation. Go through. What you gonna
I
say?
think there's ways of sharing.
Yeah.
There's different ways. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's ways like this,
Yeah.
where if like you're a speaker and you're that kind of person, you can come on a podcast and just vent. Do you know what I mean? Then there's like a book. You know what I'm saying? People that can't speak, put it in a book.
Yeah, man.
And do you know what I mean? Like there's so many different ways, and you got to find.
Your version.
It's all about what suits you, what you're comfortable with. You have to be comfortable at the end of the day, because it's your story, it's your feelings, it's your emotions. You're gonna have to live with it. That book's here. It's on this planet forever now.
Yeah.
I can't get everyone. I can't get everyone to get their copies and
burn
like.
it.
burn
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The reason I get
Yeah, I get a lot of it. Yeah, man.
the
Exactly.
reason I get
But
I
listen,
get
but
that as well.
let
Yeah,
him land though.
yeah,
because I
yeah,
feel
let
like-
him land,
Yeah,
yeah,
let him
please.
land,
What
'cause,
you
bro, I
said
feel like
what you said about being able to open up
Yeah.
and having a safe space to open up. It's real, because at the end of the day, I hope you don't mind me saying this. At the end of the day, last year, like I have mental health
experiences.
experiences.
Yeah.
Like severely though.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why I said that. Like severely though. Like,
no, I get-
like man trying to
keep
compete.
it real,
Do you get it? Like,
Nah, you're just keeping it real,
Honestly,
bro.
yeah, honestly.
even here, this podcast, like, there was a period where like, man thought I was gonna fuck it off.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I felt like man don't really understand what I'm dealing with. Man don't really understand what I'm going through.
100, yeah.
And then
yeah.
and it's like when I feel like man don't understand me, I just get angry, bro.
Yeah.
I just get fucking mad, fam.
Yeah.
Like, how's man not like? How's man really that like self-absorbed? That man can't understand. That man can't see this.
Yeah.
But obviously, man talked. Man got through certain things. You get me? Man got over it. Like,
Yeah.
so obviously,
We had a couple
and it's
deep combos,
better.
isn't it? As well.
Yeah, no, but if we didn't, it would have went left.
And that's the purpose of the comp.
That
That's
would've
it.
went left,
Yes,
bro. That would've
exactly.
left.
100, fam.
Because it's like certain things. It's like I'm thinking, man can't really see like that. Like
I'm in this place.
yeah, and how much I'm trying to function.
Govern
whilst
myself.
going
Yeah,
through
100%.
And it's like I don't like when people try and normalize what you're going through, because like, fam, you ain't been like
Through the
this ain't about you, man.
No, come on, fam.
But you know, like people, come on, fam, come on,
bro.
You know them ones
bro.
where it's like, I don't like when people try and like minimalize what you're trying to explain you're going through, because their own capacity, they cannot
They're
fathom.
stayed in,
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I just say it's like, you see, I had a conversation yesterday, right, with my brethren. We was talking about abuse, yeah. I don't want to, so you know, like SA, yeah. All right, cool.
Harry.
All right, so you need SA, yeah. It's like when you're abused. I am not a victim of SA. You get me? But my point is, is that that's probably the only abuse where the abuser, like they know they're wrong. Like slightly, they know they're wrong from the get go. Even if they're get me little sly maneuvers, but you know you're wrong, bro. You see, emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. The person who has administered that to you, if it was like a parent, an elder, whatever. See all them abuses, the person doesn't think they're wrong, blood. They don't know they're wrong. Like that is the only abuse where it's like, bro, they know that abuse is wrong. Everybody knows that's wrong. Whereas all them other ones, it's discipline. It's this, it's that, it's this, and then it's only when man see the
repercussions,
the repercussions, the aftermath, the cumulative impact of a certain treatment.
compound effect.
You go, raw. That was abuse.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was abuse. But people, obviously, it's one of them things, man. The more you been through something, the more you understand.
Exactly.
You get me?
It's true.
The more you
It's true.
understand.
That's a very important point that you made here,
Because it's the truth, blood.
something that I told you I did this trauma project. So I'm a kind of man that if I'm going to do a project and I'm going to be working with people and giving them mentoring or giving them facilitation to help them I need to understand this thing better. So I went and took myself on the course. I took myself on the course to understand trauma better, how to deal with trauma. I took myself on the course as well to understand trauma from a female perspective. Because I knew I was going to have girls.
It's gonna be different, innit, as well,
And one thing that I had to kind of understand is that don't try quantify your trauma. Like, just because your trauma come from you losing a girlfriend and your trauma coming from you losing a family member, it doesn't mean that your trauma is worse than his. You can't quantify it. It's trauma.
That's what I'm getting from this as well.
I have to respect everybody's experience.
Everyone's different, of course.
Equally.
100%.
There's no trauma competition or trauma Olympics, which is what you was trying to say.
For sure.
And that's why it's a good point that you've made there. And I think it's also important why we have these types of conversations.
Of course.
You get me? We don't have them enough. People want to get on podcasts and start doing the big one and talking about
It's ego based. It's ego based.
Let's have real conversations.
It's like love, for example. I've always said it took me a while to understand love. When I was young, for example, the way I got taught love, for example, is just you get a gal and whatever the case is. Then the older I got, the more I realized, I'm supposed to learn how a woman is, for example, and then love her in her love language. You know what I mean? I can't love her on what I think. What I think, for example, might not necessarily be the best way on how I'm supposed to love this person. Do you get what I mean? And that's the older I'm starting to get, the more I'm starting to be like, you know what, maybe I was wrong about the way I was dealing. Because I've had bad situations happen to me with gal, for example, where that was never supposed to happen to me. Do you get what I mean? And then I'm like, because I'm in my head, I'm him. Do you get what I mean? So when specific things I like me, you know. But then the older I got, the more I realized, that's a you problem. Do you get me? But then I also realized, for example, because I don't like when, and this is just me being honest, when you break up with a woman and now you like disrespecting each other. Once upon a time we was naked, for example, doing the most. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what's land it, Carl.
Once upon a time we was naked, for example, doing the most. So to me, I always said to myself after like my last toxic relationship, I'm never gonna be angry or mad at a woman after we break up or whatever. Whatever she does is her personal business.
I've never been mad at a woman after.
But I have though. But what they done, for example, is very. I don't want to go too deep into it.
I can imagine though.
Like I don't rate you. And that. Even if I wanted to be cool with you, you're an idiot. Do you get what I mean? For thinking that you can even potentially do that.
I'm kind of like a guy where I do this. And then when we go there, I'm gone.
I
Good
do,
luck.
yeah, but you know it is. I sometimes sit there and think how many times I wasted, like, and I didn't necessarily need to take that train journey, or I
That's
didn't
a
read
fact.
this and that, yeah.
Time is precious.
But then now, when I've got to a point now, I'm like, do you know what? No matter what, I'm gonna always do right on my end. For example, however
it.
it goes is your personal business. Like that's a you problem. I shouldn't be in a situation where you feel like you feel comfortable to tell me that I went wrong like this or whatever the case is. But then I realize now I'm supposed to learn someone, for example, then love them how they're supposed to be loved.
Right.
If you don't appreciate it, that's an insecurity within yourself as a woman. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
Are you single?
You're saying too much. Yeah, say what you were saying.
That's a mad question.
Okay, I got 2 years.
That's like a bit
Let's
of a
just say I
pitch.
got 2 years.
Like a sales pitch.
I got 2 years.
You take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah, I do
Good
my
guy,
job.
good
I do
guy.
my job.
That is a mad
Take
I'm
care
question.
of
double
your
still. I'm
responsibilities.
double.
Take care of
Huh?
responsibilities. Nah, I'm good, man.
Talk about.
I'm good.
Bro, man. Hey, that's a good wrap up, man. Hey, yeah, come on, fam. We might even talk off the camera. Now. You know what I was saying, man. Trust me, man.
No, but this has been a very dope conversation. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bro, real.
And I've
man
even
coming
told
down
ASB, I've been watching you lot's podcast
So
as
down.
well. I appreciate it and I love
Come
it.
on,
You get
fam.
me?
My
When
guy,
I'm at
yeah.
home, for example, I just put on the TV. As soon as the youths go to sleep, you get me the cocoa melon. You get me it's done. It's you lot's podcast. And you get
Yeah,
me with
saying that, and I
Yeah,
love
I've been
that,
locked
fam.
in.
We got a message to the streets right now, man.
Love that, fam.
If you can lead a gang, you can run a company.
I mean,
If you can pen a rap, you can write a book.
I mean,
If you can record a street fight, you can shoot a movie.
I mean,
If you can move packs, you can run a trucking company.
I mean.
Don't just take over the block, take over the world and stop selling yourself short.
Trust me.
That's the message for
I like
today
that
for the
one
youth
still.
them, you see me?
Big and serious.
Sure, lad. Love you, Shocka.
My G,
Love you,
bro.
double.
Yes, come on,
You get
man.
me? Love you,
For the
A.
lads.
Come on.
For the lads, my brother.
Love you, D.
Come on.
Pause. That sound bad.
Leaving
But
me
listen,
hanging for a
trust
long
me,
time,
you know what it is?
We're gonna chop
Leaving me hanging for a
chop
long
it,
time.
man.
Long time.
Talk to someone as well, man. Don't be shy. Bless.